Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
And we're up.
Yes.
What's up, boys?
What's
happening?
going on? Not
Welcome
much.
aboard.
I'm all strapped in.
You got your paper
Oh, no.
in front of you. You ready to go?
Yeah, this was just here.
Just hit the blunt. You ready to fucking take some notes, dude?
Exactly.
You seem like a guy ready to take notes.
That's pretty
We'll
accurate.
jot some notes.
Counterpoints. Well, actually.
You'll see some notes.
You guys started out together?
Yeah.
Nice.
Lived together. Grew
Nice.
together. I was his best man at his wedding.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
This is my guy.
Gave a speech.
Wow.
Gave a speech.
Oh,
His speech
no.
was nice.
Concise.
Was it good?
I was fucked up.
Unbelievable.
Were you?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I was like,
Bud Lights?
yeah,
How many?
I have no idea. A wedding? Dude, you think protect our parks or something?
Yeah. Became an abstract
A
number.
wedding. I like wet my pants. And I was like, oh shit, I got to give a speech. I was like, I'll be all right. I'm used to giving speeches. I got up there. I was like, Matt's wife, you're crazy. Matt, you're fucking nuts. This thing might be crazy enough to work, folks. That was it. That was the whole speech.
This thing might be crazy enough to work. Isn't it wild that like so many people get married but half of them fail?
Yeah.
Like you would think that more people would be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Matt's
I'm divorced. This is my second time
That's
around.
50%. Oh, really?
I got married relatively young, though.
But I think then it's like a practice run. Like you learn, like, oh, I
Exactly.
can fix this. Let me try this again.
Yeah. I mean, girlfriends, that was just like, that was like free play mode. That didn't even count. Getting married is fucked up. When like you're like, I got married the first time because it was like, I was like, yeah, I'll get married, I guess.
When you
that was all I thought. I was
when
like,
you got
cool.
divorced, was it a pain in the ass? Like, was it a big one?
I mean,
Or
yeah.
was it fairly?
I mean, it wasn't like, we didn't have kids, so it wasn't like, like.
But did you have to go through financial bullshit?
No, I didn't have any money.
That's good.
jackpot.
Yeah, I had absolutely nothing.
Bro, watching people get drained, watching like rich dudes get drained, and you see them going from not having to worry about anything to like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to cover my bills?
Yeah.
I've
Like, get
seen
rid
that.
of
I've
houses.
seen that multiple times,
Yeah.
man. I've seen guys get hurt in divorces. Just like Leon Edwards in the head.
Yeah, it just slaps.
Just get
Yeah.
stiffened up.
It's a miserable endeavor. It sucks. Even if you're not losing money, it's
That's
pretty
when we
shitty.
met. That's when me and Matt met.
Yep.
I was like, we started hanging out, and then he started getting a divorce, and I was right there for it. It was nice. It was
I
nice
moved from a marriage into a house of like 5 comedians. We all just it was fucking sick. On an air
Fucking
mattress.
Nice.
Did 2 years on an air mattress.
That's nice.
My air mattress would deflate, and I take it back to Walmart in the box, return it, get a new one.
Bro, if my wife ever leaves me, I'm buying a ranch and I'm inviting everybody to live there.
Yo.
Usually
Just
women
build you some houses. I'm gonna
women
buy
do
a
initiate the divorce.
giant chunk of land and I'll
Incredible.
build everybody a house. Let's go.
It'd be like Stanhope's, though. There'd be a
Let's
fire
go.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, Stanhope's roof, its ceiling caught on fire. Like,
It was
what,
in his attic.
Like, what was going on up there?
It was in his attic. It was an electrical fire.
Oh, yeah. No, that shit happened.
And he has like a metal roof, so the roof didn't catch fire.
Oh, no.
So
just
shit
the house.
just burned. Yeah.
Is it fixed? Or is it fucked
I doubt
for
it.
a while?
I think he's fucked for a couple
Is
months.
he still living there?
No.
I could see him living there with the big hole in the ceiling.
It would mean nothing to him.
I fucking viewed
It
the
would be
sky.
nothing to him.
It hardly rains out there
Yeah,
anyway.
but it gets cold at night.
It does get cold. Isn't that wild? It's like near Mexico, but it gets cold as fuck. The desert's weird.
Yeah, I've never been. I want to go.
Well,
It's
why
awesome.
does it get so cold? Is it not
The sand.
retain
It's
heat?
probably the sand.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm guessing, but
I would guess
I
it
feel
is,
like
too.
the sand is just fucking,
Sand, yeah.
doesn't do shit.
Didn't Francis Ngannou have a very similar story about crossing the Sahara? When he crossed the Sahara, didn't he say it was like really fucking cold at night?
Yeah, it's freezing.
Wow, wow.
I don't get it.
It's like sand doesn't retain heat. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It doesn't hold the heat.
Water just passes through. It's fucking bullshit, actually.
Bullshit.
It doesn't do a goddamn thing.
You know
it's
what's
hot as
fucked?
fuck and
Lack
cold
of
as fuck.
humidity.
What's that?
Lack of humidity.
Lack of humidity. Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, the Sahara
Kinda.
Desert used to be a fucking rainforest.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the normal path of things. We look at stuff through such a narrow window that we think, oh, the desert's the desert, the jungle's the jungle. But there's a natural path that goes back and forth between things becoming like rainforest and jungle, and then things becoming sand.
We talking about the ice caps too? How apparently that was lush. Someone told me
Oh,
that
yeah.
used to be lush forest that became. We're in an ice age right now, technically. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
I heard if we have polar ice caps, that's technically an ice age. But I could be
really?
wrong. My cousin told me that.
Oh, your cousin might be on Reddit.
His cousin
My
definitely on
cousin-
Reddit.
go through our conspiracy.
Definitely on
My
Reddit.
cousin was reassuring me. He's like, dude, the ice caps will fully melt and it'll just be lush and we'll all move up there. You know, hundreds of years.
Well, if global warming does keep accelerating, that's the people that have the most optimistic view of it. They say all the places that are wicked cold will just move into those.
I was listening to that guy. He was talking about how like the Midwest, like Minnesota
Yeah.
and shit, that'll be like Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It'll be
going to get a
nice.
lot warmer.
I'm going to recross the Bering Strait.
You gotta
Nice.
get back.
I'm going to go back
I think
to
it's the
Pangaea.
opposite, though. It's going to get more water. You're looking at it wrong.
So I get my time.
If an ice age happens, then you can make that walk.
I need that.
Yeah.
That was my favorite, Jones. He was like, "Fuck global warming. The ice caps are growing," and everyone was like, "Shut the fuck up." And then one quick Google, you're like, "God damn it, he's right."
They're growing?
Antarctica is.
So Leonardo DiCaprio is wrong?
Leonardo DiCaprio can get.
He
fucked.
talked to the scientists.
All these fucking scientists, even the scientists don't agree because, like, there's a mass group of scientists that will tell you, and this is undeniable, that human beings have had a big impact on carbon emissions.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that volcano that just erupted? Where'd that volcano just erupt?
I mean,
There's one
Iceland had a
that
big
just
one.
cracked.
oh, recently.
Some guy put this, I would like to find out if this is true. Some guy put this on Twitter that there was more CO2 released from that one volcano erupting than everything human beings have ever done.
Really?
I don't know if it's true. Sounds amazing, though.
I like it.
I've heard math in the
Shut
parts per
down some
million.
cucks with that kind
Yeah,
of talk.
I like it. I'll be at the cellar trying to dish that out. They'll be like, "Where did you find that?" I'll be like, "Don't worry about it."
You see, people
Don't
worry
worry
about all
about it.
kinds of things, but super volcanoes is what you really should worry about. They've knocked humanity down to just a few thousand people in the past.
Really?
Yeah, 70,000 years ago. We've talked about it before. I think it's called the Toba. Is that what it is? The Toba volcano? It's a super volcano. I think it's near Indonesia. Fact-checked, volcanoes do not produce more CO2 emissions than human activity.
Reuters is on your ass, dude.
Yeah.
They probably typed that up in real time.
So this was June 8th of 2022. So this was one they were talking. God, I wish I saved it. It was one of those things I was looking on Twitter. I'm like, wow, better Google that later.
That one little burp by Mount Etna is already.
But he said he was going to release data that proved this.
I mean,
One little burp by Mount Etna has already put more than 10 times the CO2 in the atmosphere than mankind has in our entire time on Earth. Don't worry about a scam is in the works to tax your minuscule footprint. Oh, this is a meme that someone put out? Yeah. I didn't see a meme. I saw someone's tweet. They might have stole the meme and tried to be clever. Or the meme might have come from this guy's tweet as well. Same allegation has been shared here in 2016. An iteration posted on Twitter June 2nd is retweeted nearly 9,000 times. Yeah, it might all be horseshit.
Yeah, I mean, but my
That's
thing
a
is,
lot, though. Look
That,
at all
that
that.
looks like a lot of
That looks
stuff.
like
it's a
lot of
big ass
stuff.
cloud. I'd say that's 40% CO2 if I had to put my eye on
if I
that.
had to just one glance at it.
Well, it's just funny to be like, nah, the Earth's not warming up. Just to fuck. No, does anyone know
No one-
the temperature of the
both-
entire Earth?
Both
Doubt it.
people are silly. The people with limited research that say it's nothing to worry about, and the people with limited research that say we're all gonna die. Both
Yeah.
people are silly. The ones that make the most sense to me. I had a guy named Steve Koonin on the podcast. He's a physicist who got into that's what he is, right? Koonin.
Yes, I think so.
And he I forget how he was tasked with going about looking into climate change, but what he found was that the periods of ups and downs have always existed. Like this idea that the Earth has ever been at a stable temperature, that it stays like this, that's just not the case. It goes up and it goes down, and it seems like it's always done that forever, and it varies wildly. Like they have these big giant spikes up and down. But this is over thousands and thousands of years,
Yeah.
right? Maybe millions of years, where they're predicting like how long. But for sure, we're having an impact. But the question is like, how much impact? Like, what is the difference? And would it be happening anyway? Would it be warming up anyway? If we didn't do anything to fuck up the environment, then we could just look at the environment for what it is. We could say, oh, look, it looks like it's warming up. Well, we know we're not doing anything about that.
Yeah.
If we had no impact, but we know we have an impact.
Yeah, but the thing no one thinks about is we were like, we escaped from nature in like a blind rush out of just being constantly destroyed by like floods and eaten by predators, and we set up this whole system so we can like eat and not all die.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, fuck this, and it's like, I mean, we can definitely tweak it to be better, but Jesus Christ, man. A little bit of appreciation.
A little bit of
I'm a
appreciation of
classicist,
what
but-
we've done. It's amazing what people have done, but yeah, for sure, we could do a lot of the shit better.
Dude, like plastic bags, they could figure out different technology for something that doesn't sit in the ocean for, you know.
Well, they can make biodegradable plastic now.
Why don't, that's my thing. Why
Yeah.
don't they?
Well,
That's
it's
a
not-
practical
Get to
one.
it.
Plastics, as they are now, I think most of them are just made with fossil fuels, right?
Yeah.
Most plastics. But I know they're putting out like biodegradable plastics that are made from plant. You can actually make plastic from hemp, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, it was wild. I read that. I was like, what?
I don't like it. I got to bring my own bags to my grocery store, and I forget them every time. So then I buy one. Now
Like
I've
the
got a whole
canvas
fucking.
bags?
I got piles of bags
Get
in
a
my apartment.
stick. Get a stick with a bandana.
I might, dude.
All your girls-
Get some beans, dude.
It is a
Send my
good
girlfriend
move.
out for beans.
It is a good move that they just don't just give away bags anymore. Like, even though it's real convenient, it's probably better if you bring a bag.
It is.
Yeah.
You know,
But who's gonna remember that?
nobody. But we've never
I walk
remembered
outside
it.
my front door and go, "Fuck, I forgot a bag."
But isn't that a thing
I
that
don't
we
feel
can
like
adjust to?
unlocking it. We'll adjust to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on if you're a walking apartment person
Yeah.
versus someone who drives.
Yeah.
Like if you're driving to the supermarket, it makes sense to just leave a bag in your trunk.
Yeah.
But if you're a walking person in an apartment and you're in the city and you forget a bag, that's annoying.
Or just do paper bags and burn them.
Yeah,
What
but
about
then
the
you kill
CO2
the
CO2
trees.
stuff?
emissions, dude? What about the emissions?
No,
What
they
about the
disappear.
emissions, bro?
Goes up in the air.
Oh, it goes away?
Goes straight through space. Goes out into space. I don't know what these fucking pussies are talking about, dude. Global warming is fucking not real. I'm sick of it.
I had Randall Carlson on my podcast. He's an expert in collisions, like cosmic collisions on
Yeah.
Earth. And he said, he goes, global warming is not good. He goes, but what's really bad is global cooling.
Oh.
He goes, global cooling is terrifying. Ice ages, that's where everybody dies.
Yeah.
That's where there's no food. That's where you're fucking starving to death.
Dude, how do we make it? How do we make it through the Ice Age?
How do
Well,
we?
you'd
How
have
did
to
we?
move. You moved. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
or the hardiest of hardy people, they hunted and gathered, like the Inuit. They basically can't grow any vegetables.
What a
They're-
fucking bullshit life.
what a scary life,
In a
dude.
fucking ice cave.
You're
just-
living in an ice house covered in animal skins,
Hopefully you stab something in the next month.
and you're
You
just
get to
looking
eat it.
for fat. You're just
Yeah.
looking for blubber to eat. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what your body uses for fuel.
Yeah, but imagine how much you could just like slide on ice though. Like you're
Yeah,
walking.
that'd
Probably
be
a lot
fun.
of sliding.
That's
Probably
probably
good
And
at it.
fucking in
You're
there.
probably nasty, dude.
Dude, fucking in there.
Oh, they're probably
Getting
God,
all
animal
the layers,
skins.
get in there together.
Imagine fucking
snuggle.
in an ice house that you made with a fire in the center of it, on animal skins of animals you killed, knowing that there's no doctors anywhere. So if your woman gets pregnant, like you're pulling it out of there in the middle of the tundra with polar bears around your ice house.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but they had no concept of doctors.
They had no
I mean,
concept
of course,
any
there,
other
of course, there
life.
were
Medicine
people
man?
that figured shit out.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, he wasn't like, fuck, I wish I had a doctor.
Dude, if you grow up like that, that's how you live. And
Yeah.
people are
True.
adaptable as shit. I had this dude on Sonny from Best Ever Food Review yesterday, and he went and lived with these tribal people and hunted with them and ate what they ate. He reviews like exotic foods from all over the world. And like he's like with these tribal people slurping blood out of the carcass of a goat that they just shot. They're slurping it up with their hands. And you could tell he's like barely getting through it on camera. But it's like that's their normal life. For them, it wasn't gross at all. It was totally normal. This is how you get food.
Yeah.
You know, you don't let the blood go to waste. You slurp it out of the body cavity.
I was
Damn.
looking at this right.
Neanderthals'
That's the
healthcare
bros.
skills helped them survive through the ice age. What?
Damn, dude.
It
Is
basically
that a
just-
trap?
No, they said like they found people with broken bones. They're not sure exactly how it did it, but since they were in such small tribes, if they lost someone, it would have been catastrophic to the group. So they all had to work to keep everybody alive closer too.
Dude.
You need
Yeah, I
everyone.
mean, they probably eventually figured out how to set an arm, right, and put a stick there and tie it down. You know?
Just sitting in a fucking igloo.
Yeah, and bro, they don't always grow back good. You know, there's a lot of like,
Man, you get some mangled arms, dude.
yeah, there's a lot of like bones that they found of people. That's a hard life.
Oh, and
man.
then monsters like
Yeah.
tigers.
Oh, jeez, you getting shit bit off all the time.
I'm thinking more about your cave wife.
Yeah, what
Before,
kind of
like,
life you
women
got?
had words, and then you get home, and they just be like, "Ah," and you're like, ah.
No words, just
No,
"Nyeh,
just no words.
nyeh." And
They
you gotta be like,
Okay.
I bet they were horny all the time. I bet all they did was just fucking throw spears and go gather food.
Yeah, probably.
yeah. The more we're
right.
talking about it, the more I'm coming around on
Yeah,
this. How
because
sick that shit would have been,
They
dude.
Yeah.
must be so primal. Those people.
You don't know where the fuck
Like
you
the
are.
early
You're just
people,
gonna die.
like people from like 300,000 years ago, whatever a person was back then, they must be so horny,
Yeah, well, that's why they had all those.
hairy and shit, just
Yeah.
looking to fuck and throw spears and
Smelling each
fighting
other.
off animals.
Well, that's why they had all those fucked up rituals, because they, in their world, nature, like violence, they just like put on a pedestal. That was
Yeah.
like the coolest thing. That was like the ultimate life force back then, just getting squashed by like animals and rocks. So they would reenact it all the time.
Could you imagine if you can go back and get like one of them Neanderthal dudes and like enter him into a wrestling tournament?
It's
I mean,
I'll just teach him a few moves.
He'd bite right away.
He'd bite immediately.
First guy to grab.
feast.
But like a Neanderthal is probably so much stronger than people. Their bones are different. They're built different. They're like 5'7", 200 plus pounds. They're built like chimps.
Yeah.
Like big, powerful chimps.
You'd have to put them down, dude. You can't have them out here.
Do you think that they fucked us or we fucked them?
We seduced them. I think we seduced them for sure.
Yes.
Imagine me
Cuban women?
laying in wait, dude.
One of those guys came by.
Plus, back then, like having a powerful woman would be very attractive because then you'd have kids that could survive. Like
Yeah.
your gene pool, your gene line would keep going on.
Yeah.
Going for China. You
Yeah.
want one night in China.
You want China the wrestler. You want a bulky
night
ass
in
bitch,
China.
dude.
She was probably the hottest, dude.
China would have been a
Dude, I did Fear Factor with China,
Xena.
and after she completed one of the stunts, she got out and like full flexed and goes, "Who's the man?" She said, "Who's the man?"
yeah.
I guess it's just what you say.
Yeah.
She had a wild voice.
Big lady.
She did.
How tall was she?
I don't know, but when women take steroids like that, they develop a male midget's voice. She's like, "Here's that man."
Didn't X-Pac take her down?
You shouldn't say midget. So
Yeah, look at this.
Midge.
Coolio was on it.
nice.
Coolio won it.
Damn.
Ruggies.
There she is.
Damn, dude.
Dude.
Hasselhoff. Right?
Hasselhoff.
The thing that
Hasselhoff's thinking
sucks-
about it.
Dude, this squad is nuts, dude.
The thing that's
Coolio,
you know,
Hasselhoff, and
3 of them are dead.
Yeah, dude.
3 of those people
That might
on
be a
that show are
cursed
dead.
episode, dude.
Oh my god.
What did
Yeah.
China die of?
Kelly Preston died, China died, and Coolio died.
What took China out?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Pile driver.
Kane broke into her house.
She did porn for a while.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was the one night in China. That was her porn.
Oh, that was the name of
wasn't
it.
it X-Pac who was? I think
You
X-Pac. was
fucking
dude.
love X-Pac.
Dude.
Who's X-Pac?
The wrestler, D-Generation X.
This
Bro,
is,
suck it.
this is like my favorite story of.
It's bull. It's
Matt
true.
told me the story. He was like, "Dude, I saw X-Pac once. He was in an airport.
Dude, I was
standing there.
like 12.
I was like, yo,
I was 12.
X-Pac, what's up?" And
I
he
gave
didn't
him
even
the. I was
look
like
at me.
X-Pac. I gave him the suck it.
He
This
goes, he
dude-
didn't even look at me. I was like, dude, every
He didn't
dude
even
looks
look
like
at you?
X-Pac. No,
Yeah,
it wasn't him.
A lot of dudes look like
That's
X-Pac.
he saw a guy that
What?
looked like that in the
Yeah,
airport. It was
you
like
could be-
X-Pac.
I
You
saw a
could
guy.
be dead. I know 5 guys that look like that.
Every dude looks
Just
like
from
this.
jujitsu class.
Dude, I was 12. He had a cut sleeve denim
Bro,
vest.
if
Every
you,
gas
live in a,
station.
if you live in a Mexican neighborhood, you see that dude every day. You see that dude every day.
Young Pac.
Oh, that was when he was
X-Pac
young,
does
huh?
rule though. The Bronco Buster. I did not
man.
think it was gay.
Not at all.
There was not one part of me that thought it was gay.
What's the Bronco Buster?
The guy gets put in the turnbuckle and he's like sitting.
Uh-huh.
And X-Pac jumps and puts his dick in his face. That's it. That's his closer. It's
That's a
over.
good closer.
It is pretty sick.
That's
And he
pretty
gets up and
solid.
says, "Suck my dick."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is what he
it is.
does.
There it is, dude.
He's getting ready.
Actually,
This guy's got his girl sitting on his lap, and she's nodding like, "Yeah, fuck his face."
he's
Here
gonna
it goes.
assault this man.
Fuck, dude. This was the
Oh
ice
my
age.
God,
This was
that-
the ice age.
That is insane.
Suck it.
That is insane. That's his finishing move.
See Triple H.
You
is like,
imagine your finishing
Hell
move. Imagine pitching that in a meeting. Vince, here's my plan. I'm gonna lay a dude against the turnbuckle. I'm gonna fuck his face, and then I'm gonna do like this here. Suck it.
Genius. X-Pac, you've done it again.
What do you think about the Saudis buying the WWE? The rumor, the unsubstantiated rumor that the Saudis are.
You
buying
met Lemaire.
the WWE.
He's an autistic man. He loves WWE, and he's not happy about it.
Yeah, he was very mad last
He's
night
upset
in the green
about it.
room. All him and Tony would do was talk about it last night
Tony
in the green
likes
room.
wrestling.
Dude,
They
they're
were
gonna-
very upset.
Are they gonna let like the wrestlers hit women and shit?
Well, that's the thing. They're saying they might not. Their conspiracy is no women. They're going to be able to bulldog all of them. It's going to be Attitude Era again.
Let's be pulling women out of cars.
Dude, they're going to 3D May off the fucking Jumbotron. Remember they did that? There was
They're
an
going to
old
bring
woman.
him in to do that on chicks.
There was an old woman in the WWF, and these two dudes. You remember the Dudley? Wasn't it the
Dudley
boys?
twins, yeah.
Dude, they tossed
Dudley
like an
brothers.
80-year-old woman off the. Jamie.
I'm like,
What did they do?
That'd be sick if
Toss
they
her off
make
the
this
turnbuckle?
up.
You'll see.
no,
It's-
no.
No.
This is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia saw this and was like, "We're in. We're very interested."
Oh
so this
no!
is she's got a neck brace on.
This is a long bit, so I'll kind of zoom ahead. But
There's Lemaire.
there's a match.
Yes.
They brought her out, so she's standing up there watching.
Oh my god!
And
Mark
And she's
Henry,
yelling and
sexual
screaming.
assault.
And so they
wheel her back
roll
up.
her.
The Dudley boys.
The Dudley boys are so nice.
Oh, Bubba Ray Dudley.
So granted,
What are they going to do to this old lady?
I think he's on a power bomber.
yeah.
Oh, he's trying to push her down the ramp.
What was he do? D-Long was going to run me right off the...
Crowd, the crowd's
No, dude. They want it.
I wouldn't do that.
This is blood, dude. This is the arena. Spill her blood.
This is hilarious.
Feed her to the lions.
This is actually a great idea. This is funny.
Says.
You'll see. It's really not that funny.
Everyone's thought about doing this. No! No!
Fuck, man. What the fuck? He just did a lateral drop on a table.
Dude, power bombing your
What do they
grandma.
call that? What do
That's
they
a
call
power bomb, dude. That was
Yeah.
a power
Power
bomb
bomb.
through a table.
Dude, the fact that your brain carried this for 22 years. This has been in your brain for 22 years.
Bro, what
It
kind
happened.
of damage did it do to that lady's brain? I mean, I don't care what you say. That lady got impact from that. There was some impact involved in that.
Damn. I wonder if there was like a nursing home pipeline to the
He's
WWE.
not like she's not protected there. Look at her hands. That's
She's
a real
older
old
than she
lady,
goes.
bro. That probably took memories.
He's
from
talking
her.
shit. Oh no, that's Mark Henry. He's saying,
Probably
"I
like,
love
are you
you."
okay? Are you dead?
Dude, they killed an old
Jesus
lady.
Christ. Okay.
That's fun.
He's rubbing his head. He's like, I'm going to get this pinned on me. Fuck it.
What the fuck, man?
I'm getting arrested. Damn, dude.
So yeah, they used the WWE's not afraid to put hands on
It's
women.
coming
dude.
back. It's coming
now,
back.
They did get away from it.
Yeah.
Now with the Saudis, we might be back to the classics. putting geezers through tables is fucking crazy. That was probably in like Rochester, New York. Rochester, are you ready for
Yes.
Raw?
Fuck yeah. Oh my God, that's so nuts.
That'd be
You ever
crazy.
go to one of those? A wrestling?
No, Tony's been trying to get me to go
It's
to
so
WrestleMania
fucking fun, dude.
forever.
It's so fun.
Forever. But now that the Saudis bought it, allegedly. Is that
Yeah.
real? What's the
Not yet.
still not real?
Damn.
Did we Snopes that yesterday?
They were looking. They were still investigating it.
It's going to be cool. If the Saudis get it, there's a chance it gets better.
Who owns it? Does Vince McMahon still own it now, or is he
Well,
focused
they
on
kicked him out because he got busted with a bunch of floozies.
Yeah, he's,
What?
Paying a bunch of ladies with
Who would've-
company cash.
Who would have thought all
or
that money
something.
went to that?
Yeah.
Got to keep people. Look, if you look like that and you're 7 years old and you're the head of the WWE, you're slinging dick.
You're
What do you want him to
obviously
do?
saying that.
What do you want him to do? I'd be more disappointed if he wasn't slinging dick.
Yeah, dude.
If
It's
he was a
Vince McMahon.
faithful married man,
He's a gigantic barbarian man who's like 79
Yeah,
years
he's
old.
awesome.
He works out with a chain around his neck. You ever see how jacked he is?
Yeah, he's fucking ridiculous.
Show me a picture of
He
Vince
was.
McMahon jacked. No, still jacked.
No, I watched him get stunnered at WrestleMania. It's tough, dude.
Did you see the?
Lemaire got me. Lemaire was hanging out with me, and he was like, "It's WrestleMania today," and I was like, "I don't give a fuck." And then he started like putting up old highlights to get pumped for the thing. And
Dude, I used to love Stone Cold.
my bad. It was
Look, dude, look at that.
Dude, he's
No,
super
obviously.
jacked and he's 150,000
it's
years
from the
old.
front, dude. See him from the side. He's got the fucking.
What does he got?
He's hunched, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
That's pretty new. 'Cause that's with him and McCusker.
Let him do his thing.
Obviously, I'm not
I know
truly
that. I know. Yeah, of
criticizing,
course
but
not, of
when he
course
got
not.
stunned,
I'm talking about I'm talking about his extramarital affairs.
oh,
You're giving him a hard time about his physique, Shane? Really?
Joe?
No,
That sounded kind of personal.
I'm stunned.
Yeah,
I mean,
got
he
stunned.
looks good. He looks good. I think he's 80 something years old.
Well, that's incredible.
he looks better than Schwarzenegger.
How old is he?
Shit.
Let's guess.
77.
I say he's.
You just saw it.
I didn't see it.
Did it come up?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
I say he's 80 years old.
Review the tape. I didn't even
Yeah,
see it.
what's the discuss? You're saying you said he.
He said he looks like shit.
No, he was because back like 10 years ago, he was like
Yeah, he was
yoked,
yoked,
cover
yeah.
of fucking
Back
Men's
when he was
Health.
70.
Back when he was 70. And I thought that was going to be the same guy that came out in WrestleMania. And now you can see its age. You can see it's wearing on him.
Let me see.
Yeah.
He got stunned and it was he couldn't even.
You're
So
saying
what's
he didn't
his
recover
age?
from the stunner.
He got stunned and couldn't go down.
He hated Stone Cold, bro.
Here's
Stone
the
Cold
match.
stole his youth.
But Jamie, how old is he?
77. Yeah, you had it right.
How old is it?
77.
77.
Yes, he looks great.
Bro, he looks fucking great for 77. 77, you're supposed to be a dead man. You're not supposed to be pro
He
wrestling.
would whoop my ass. Obviously,
Yeah.
he would beat my
He's-
ass, dude. He'd slap me.
Bro, he's older than my mom. And look at this.
Jesus.
Boom. Not a lot of fucking hit behind
Yeah,
that.
not much going on.
I'm telling you.
Oh, he threw him into the turnbuckle. Pat McAfee goes down.
McAfee goes hard on this.
He's a nice. He sells it very well for him.
What are you saying? This isn't real?
No.
What the fuck are you saying, Jamie?
When we saw him, he was in a neck brace. He's just gotten thrown through a table.
McAfee?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that, kids. Those guys get busted up more than anybody. When I've had those pro wrestlers in here,
Oh, God.
like Diamond
Yeah.
Dallas Page, his body had been through fucking hell. That's why he invented that yoga. He's got his own yoga system, and he's like helped all these wrestlers that are all fucked up completely rehabilitate their body and get their motion back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like a hardcore yoga. The dude's in incredible shape, man.
I haven't seen him.
DDP.
He can stand up, grab his foot, and do a split.
I remember DDP. He ruled.
And he's in his
What?
60s. He could grab his foot standing
Standing?
up right now, no warm up, and he holds it up like in a split. I'm not bullshitting.
Really?
Yeah, he did it in my studio.
That's weird.
I was like, that's insane.
That's weird.
He was showing
I
me
saw
some
my
of
dad
his
do that. I'd be like,
exercises.
what the fuck, Dad?
Guy's in amazing shape. And his back is fucked. Like, technically, he should need surgery.
Yeah.
Like, it's all bone on bone and shit, but he does that yoga routine every day, and he keeps him healthy and mobile, and he's not in pain. The guy, it's incredible. He's so flexible. It's like, how did you do this? When you see him, like, move around, you're like, you are a pro wrestler, and look
Yeah.
at you.
He hit Beetlejuice with a guitar.
Did he?
Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern
Yeah.
show? He hit it with a
Yeah,
guitar?
he smashed him with a guitar.
No.
Now he's doing
Really?
yoga. What
Oh,
a
my
world.
God.
I guess if you're dedicated every day to yoga, you'd probably help your body.
I think those guys, if you're that busted up, you kind
Yeah,
of
those guys
have
are
to do
fucked.
something every day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to be mobile. Like, you really have to fix if you just start eating pain pills, which a lot of them do. That's a dark road. And that mean you got to think about how many times a year those guys were on the road. You know, I talked to Jake the Snake, and he was explaining like his evolution in the game and how long it took him, and all the road gigs and shit, and just like, dude, those guys were doing 300 nights a year.
Yeah, every day.
Oh.
Never home.
Every day they're smashing into each other and slamming each other and fucking. And some of them they don't like each other, so they want to
Yeah.
hitting each other hard.
I can only imagine the feuds going, like the real feuds going on.
Oh, dude.
I was just talking to somebody about it.
Seriously, fuck you, brother. I'm
Yeah.
not fuck, dude.
No, they're all fucking, especially back then, roided out, lifting every day, drinking every day, fighting every day.
Yeah.
They were for like 5 straight years. They hated.
Was it
they would
Jake
do
the
that,
Snake or was it
hated
the
each other.
Undertaker that had the broken eye sockets? Was it the Undertaker?
Weren't there
It
like
was the
5
Undertaker.
He had a
Undertakers?
special mask he had to wear for a while.
He shattered his fucking eye socket in the middle of a match. This Mexican dude landed on his face. His move, instead of fucking your face, he'd drop his butt on your face. So he drops his butt on. Who was it? It was like a famous guy.
Yep.
Mysterio?
No,
No.
giant guy.
That's
This
crazy.
dude landed his butt on his face and broke his eye
Yeah.
socket. And so he's like, ah! And he's got to finish the match. He's got to finish this match with
Undertaker.
Is that why his eyes started going up like this all the time?
That was
Well, he actually said he ran into a clothesline. I'm reading a quote from him.
Oh,
now.
he
But
ran
it was
into a
that, it was that
clothesline.
guy Mabel.
Okay. I thought the guy landed on his face. Didn't you
He
think
says
so?
he's like he was 6'8", 500 pounds. I ran straight into what was supposed to be a clothesline, but he was so gassed, and I ended up hitting a spot in his arm.
Actually, Jamie, I think he broke his eye socket twice. I think, if I remember correctly, he broke both broke both eye sockets.
Well, this is him.
Jesus.
According to this, it says this is what he said on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh.
So
Yeah, both
said
eye
I've lost-
sockets. Yeah. See,
But-
that's right. One was because the guy was completely out of shape. A lot of similarities. The other one, I think, was the butt to the face.
Oh.
I think he's saying he broke both because we showed another one that he did where the guy wasn't as big who landed on his face. I might be remembering this wrong. I have a very limited memory for pro wrestling.
Yeah.
I watched it. Go, yeah, that's great. They threw the grandma through the table. That's
Threw
it.
the grandma
Yeah.
through the table was pretty
I'll
awesome.
delete that by the end of the week. By the end of the week,
No,
I'll
you'll
have
never
no
forget
knowledge
that. Never
that
forget,
happened.
dude.
You'll never
You'll
forget
have dreams about
Dude,
it.
I remember.
you're right. You're right. Rey Mysterio did hit him, and it caused some damage.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So it was Mysterio, and
Oh,
he
he hit him
landed.
with the Hurricane
I think
Rana.
he landed with his butt on his face. See if
Well,
you
Rey
can find
Mysterio
it.
is super small. That's not the butt face. He got hit in the face by him, I think.
But Rey Mysterio would be hopping
You
around
said
like
he's
that.
super small.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
bony.
that's
Bony
I
butt.
think he landed on his face.
Oh, dude.
I think that's the reason why he got him that way because he landed with his butt on his face.
The dead man.
Class.
The dead man. That's so
Rope
nice.
landed on Undertaker's head. He mistimed a top rope senton.
Imagine
And
waiting
landed
for
on the
that.
Undertaker's head. Yeah, he landed on his head with his butt.
Ah.
Yeah, he mistimed the move and landed on his face and broke his face.
Dude, imagine looking forward to that all day. That guy's gonna put like jump on your face with his ass. You know that's coming. You're like, fuck, dude.
Oh, but the other
Fuck.
guy fucking your face. Fucking your face. And you have to like lay there like you're out
You
cold.
have to, in front of an
Oh.
arena.
And this dude
You gotta
just
get-
bang, 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 and then suck it right in front of you. That's your job.
Yeah.
Remember the wrestlers that never won? There'd be like Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin would come out and just get smashed
Yeah.
every time. Like,
That's what I mean. That dude has to sit there and get his face fucked. The whole crowd's like, "You're fucking gay, pussy." And then you gotta go back. Everyone's like, "The guy who fucked you is awesome."
He probably
You
got
gotta
like
sit in the
700.
locker room. They're like, "Nice work, dude."
That's what's
The
so
divas
weird
don't
about
even look at you.
wrestling. How enthusiastic
The divas,
people
dude.
get.
Yeah. It's
So
fucking
angry.
crazy.
They
It's
get
crazy.
so fucking angry at the bad guy.
It's crazy.
They fire him up. Those bad guys will come out and be like, "Delaware, what a bunch of fucking retards are you?" And they're all just like, "No."
Well, did you ever watch
They'd
the
have
Andy
Arabs.
Kaufman?
They'd have Arab dudes come out and be like, "America fucking sucks ass," and these dudes are like, "Take that the fuck back."
Wasn't that the Iron Sheik?
Yeah, Iron Sheik. They had dudes come out for everything. There was Russians. They have everybody. Back in the day, like The Rock was part of Nation of Domination. They were like
Yeah.
black African extremists that would come out and be like, in front of all the white people, they were like, "No, no."
Did you ever watch the Andy Kaufman films
Yes.
when he
Wrestle
was doing
Girls?
pro wrestling? That was crazy.
hilarious.
The fact that he decided that
Yeah.
was what he's going to do.
There
Look
they
at
are.
this.
Bring that down to South
I think,
Carolina.
I think the CIA assassinated 3 of them, actually.
Yeah. 2 of them were FBI informants.
Jamie, see if you can find some of the
The
Andy
Rock
Kaufman
was a snitch, dude.
footage. The
He
Rock was
snitched
a
on
snitch.
Farouk, dude.
They told him, like, we make you a movie star. Just got to give up your brothers.
You got to snitch on Farouk. He did it.
He put a bomb in Farouk's house.
Imagine if it turns out The Rock's working for the FBI the whole time.
How could he
Man.
not be?
Yeah, at this point, how could he not be?
How can you think they made so many Jumanjis, dude?
Yeah, it's fucking intelligence written all over it, dude.
That's Mockingbird, bro. Jumanji's Mockingbird.
Jumanji was a fun movie, man. How dare you?
Jumanji.
Dude,
Wait,
hit the
the
record.
first one?
Hit the record. Hit the record.
Wait,
liked
the
it.
Robin Williams one was incredible.
No, I went to see the Rock one with my kids. I loved it.
All right, with kids, maybe, dude.
Check the record. I praised
had a-
Jumanji.
I had a rough
I
one.
praised Jumanji.
You like Jumanji? Yeah,
praised
you guys
it.
have kids.
It's a good movie.
I
It's
was-
a good
I
movie
watched
if
it
you have
before.
kids.
Bro,
I watched it
I was in
before.
Boston by myself. I was doing comedy. I had to kill a whole day. I had nowhere to stay. I went to a Panera Bread by myself. I'd never drank coffee before in my life. I was like 30. I never drank coffee. I was chugging cold brews all day. I didn't know it would give you a panic attack. I had it. And then I went and saw Jumanji by myself at like 2:30 p.m.
Oh my god.
And I was in there just like, holy shit, dude, I'm a fucking moron. I saw Jumanji by myself.
I feel
And
bad.
then I called Matt and I was like, man, I want to quit comedy, dude. I'm so fucking sad.
I've been in a Panera for 4 hours drinking iced
Bro,
coffees in a booth by myself.
10 hours.
oh no.
I spent a whole day in a Panera.
Oh
I had
my
no
God.
money.
Dude. Yeah.
That's
I had
hilarious.
$0.
Well, I
I
saw when
saved
you were
up to see
30.
Jumanji. Yeah, it
You
was
gave
recent.
me so many fire movie recommends, and finally I came out of Jumanji. I was like, Shane's gonna like this, and he gave him a panic attack. I was like, fuck, my bad, dude.
It fucked me up.
How crazy
I was in
it?
there by myself watching Jumanji. Just
Dude,
like, this is for real a low point. This is like a fucked up thing.
I used to,
I'm an adult. It was a weekday. 2 p.m. in Boston.
That is a weird thing.
And that was before. Yeah, that was like.
I had
This could capsize. My whole life could capsize.
my life. It was capsized. I was swimming.
True.
I was, dude. My ex-girlfriend gave me her old laptop, so I had like a Chromebook that was like a $90 Chromebook.
Your laptop was
I was
bad.
by myself. I would find websites that had old games. I was playing like SimCity 98. Chugging cold brew. Dude, this is fucked up now that I'm saying it. And I was like, oh, there's a movie theater in the parking lot. I'll go see whatever they have. Jumanji at 2:30.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, those days on the road in the early days, they can be, they feel weird.
It was really sad.
And also, if you're working with people you don't like you show up in a town and the middle's a douche.
Dude, remember we went to? I went with him to Florida. He got booked to go to Florida, and he was like, I was like, I'll just come with you, and I'll like host. And you were booked to feature.
Yeah, we did
So he
we did a
brought
whole
me-
Southern tour.
The whole Southern tour. He brought me. I don't think anyone wanted me there at all. He brought me there. I forgot underwear first of all. I didn't pack underwear. I had no undies the whole time.
I was a feature, and I was like, I got a guy I'm bringing. That's crazy.
That's hilarious. The headliner stole his jokes. Yeah. The headliner was a guitar guy, and Shane would go up. I was bombing constantly, and Shane would go up. He was doing well, and the headliner started just like he was bombing on a guitar. Then he'd start doing callbacks to Shane's bits.
He did the whole.
And then he started just incorporating them into it. Was the craziest
did my
shit.
act. By the last couple
Dude,
shows, he was just stealing the thing.
It was crazy, dude.
Whoa.
But it was when I was new, so I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
You know, I was new enough to be like, at least, you know, he's saying that was good.
true.
But that was, dude, it was me, him, and the headliner in a comedy condo in South Carolina. We just fucked with this dude. He sucked so fucking bad, dude.
we were in a back green room, and there was like a plastic. You know, the plastic is supposed to look like crystal.
Yeah.
It's like plastic, like table stuff with lunch meat, and this guy's just crushing bologna,
Yeah.
being like, "Guys, I'm on the road all the time. I can get pussy anytime I want." We're like, "Okay, dude."
Because we were,
yeah, right.
he was like, man, if I was your guys' age, if I was single like you guys, I'd be getting pussy too. I could go out there and get pussy if I wanted, but I'm not gonna. Like, dude, he was standing eating lunch meat on a tray in a club in South Carolina.
It's a guitar act.
Yeah, we're in like
really?
a closet, like a Mexican bowling alley. He's like, "Dude, I could clean up out there, dude. You guys have no idea." We're like, "Dude,
Oh, God.
pretty sure you're just crying when we came in here."
He was absolutely. That was a fun fucking trip,
Dude, that was so fun.
It was so funny. Me and him were young and just bullying a headliner, just fully like, "Oh, is that what you said?" Back in the condo, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that is."
Those weird headliners that, you know, like no one knows who they are, but they can
Yeah.
kind of headline, and they go to some places and they've been doing it way too long.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
They can achieve this very high level of toxic bitterness.
it's Sith,
Yeah, you're around them, then they have a couple beers, and they start looking at you sideways.
dude.
And they tried it. They're like, "Oh, dude, that was the guy." He was like, "Oh, you guys are doing a podcast." We was like, all right. I guess we'll see, huh?
Don't waste your time. Fucking dickhead, dude. Yeah, that was very funny.
He was just a bit.
What year was this?
Fuck, man.
16,
Yeah.
15.
But in his defense, back then, how many podcasts were there?
I don't know.
There
I
was
think people had
enough.
already figured out that you could make money off of it.
Yeah,
By 15, yeah.
there was enough. He just was saying like every comedian does it. Trust me, I tried it. It didn't work. It's not going to work for you guys. Like, dude, you suck.
I think the market's oversaturated now, but I still think people should do it. Like if I was a new comic, like if you're a new comic starting out now, you should do a podcast,
Yeah.
even if no one's going to listen. Just keep doing it. Just do it and keep doing it, and then it'll grow. But there's so many of them now.
Yeah.
Like trying to get an audience now, it's so much harder than it was 5 years
Yeah,
ago,
but
6 years ago.
I feel like if you're actively trying to get an audience, it comes. You just have to just talk. Like I talk to myself when I drive anyway. I'll just talk and be like, "Damn, I should have recorded." It's so fucking good.
you talk out loud.
Yeah,
to
I talk
yourself,
out loud
and
constantly.
you're like, "Damn,
it's
I'm good."
fire, dude. While I'm
It's
driving,
so good.
I talk to myself all the time. My
Really?
kid will be in the back seat, and I'll be talking to myself and turn around and be like, I can't stop.
You like that
I
one?
can't stop casting.
You're casting, dude. You're
That's
locked in.
your thing always is talking to yourself.
Sometimes I'll just talk. I don't realize I'm doing it. I'll be thinking, and I'll just start talking. I'll
Jesus
be like,
Christ! If I recorded what I was saying in a car,
classified.
be a quick podcast. Yeah,
I don't think
Biden
I've ever
would have
talked
it.
to myself in the car.
Really?
No,
I
I
do
don't
it
think so.
constantly. It's good.
No.
It's fun.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, dude.
Like talking out loud.
Yeah, it's talking to yourself.
It'd be a good way to do
That's
a
fucking
podcast.
crazy.
Like
Yeah,
if you had
it's good.
if you had a Tesla, especially if you have a quiet car, you could like set up a camera and just do a podcast while you're driving.
Dude, I'm telling you, you
Didn't
access.
Bill Burr did stuff like that, but it was like more like him driving around, like, God,
He'd
look
give
at
a
this
tour.
fucking guy. Yeah, he was giving a tour.
That was
Funny.
good.
Yeah, those
you
were
give
good.
tours of like towns
Yeah.
and shit. You driving and just talking must be
Talking,
for real terrifying.
fleshing out the ideas.
Well, that's the way a lot of guys come up with material. Like that's how Dylan does it. He comes up with so
Podcast.
much material because he's podcasting
Yeah.
all the time. He's ranting about things, and some of them you can keep. You know, some of them are like genuinely good ideas.
2%, I would say.
But that's if you fucking sling 10 around,
Yeah.
you get pickup too. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice.
I was trying the ones you and me workshopped a couple jokes this week.
Oh yeah,
The seller did not like them.
good.
The seller wasn't that excited about it because I couldn't word it. I don't know how to
How
word
many
it.
sets did you do down there?
It's like 5 or 6 a night.
And so each set, the audience was similar?
I probably tried it twice and then scrapped it because I was talking to me and Matt did a podcast that day and we were talking about if there was like a parent sex like pride parade, like if you're see it doesn't work
No, if your parents flaunted their sexuality.
the way gay people do it at the pride parade. Like if it was your dad and your mom on a float, like, and even a gay guy would be like, ew. And then I was trying to say like look, I'm happy you guys are doing it, but that's how we feel. We're like, ew. I'm glad you're doing it, but gross, dude. And it didn't work.
Yeah,
Still
it's
didn't
like-
work.
I mean, it's funny.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
It's a fair point.
it's a good point.
I mean, again, do what you want to do.
The dog general worked.
but- did it?
I might be onto something there.
The dog general.
That fucking dude that retired in the military with the dog mask. I don't even know if it's real.
What?
This guy from the military retired, and he was wearing a fucking leather dog mask in his uniform, like in front of the flag.
What?
It might be fake. I might have got tricked, but either way. They were using it on Twitter. He was like, Commander Bow Wow's retiring. Arf, arf. Like, that was the end of it. But they were
Puppy play.
using it on Twitter. They were trying to make fun of the U.S. military. They were like, here's China's military, here's Russia's military. And it's like skinheads that are like, yeah. And then it was, here's ours. It's a bunch of trans people and the dog guy. And the joke is, for real, that's absolutely more terrifying. Like, that's a truly scary military. That we had a furry with fucking missiles behind him.
Yeah.
That's like an actual lunatic.
That's a problem.
If it's real.
It's probably not real, but I like
It might
it.
not be real. Dude, there's footage. There's footage that
Also,
comes
another
out of
joke
this
that's
war.
for fucking 8.
There's footage that's come out of this war that is different than any footage of any war that I've ever seen because it's on cell phones.
Yeah.
There's so much cell phone footage from this war.
Dude, when planes are flying low over like apartments and shit.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like one-on-one combat situations with guns.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a bunch of them now, and one I saw yesterday was this guy was in a gunfight in the woods. So he's hiding behind trees, and the trees have like chunks of fucking wood missing from them because a bullet just hit it. I mean, just like a fucking movie, right? And he runs to these Ukrainian guys that are in a foxhole, and he's got the drop on them. And I don't know what he's saying. Like he's saying surrender, give it. And the guy reaches up to grab his gun. And he ices the both of them in the head, down, at close range,
Ugh.
from 3 feet away. And you're watching, it's like, holy shit!
Jesus.
Like this is what they're going through over there. This is the real war.
God
this is
damn.
really what war's happening. And they're filming it on their cell phones.
Now imagine a furry is in a drone just like, what are they doing down there?
It's like Spaceballs. He's up in the ship.
He just sends them drone strikes.
Well, that would be the scariest thing if someone had real drone, like those dog drones with guns on them, and they just sent those after people.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just send like a bunch of We definitely have like war robots. Why don't we just be like, yo, here, use our war robots? I guess you can't. I don't
wonder
know.
if a friend. I don't know if this is true either. We'll find this out. What was the other thing that we were just trying to find out?
Dog general.
Dog general, is that real?
Come on, dude.
I support the dog
Well,
general.
my
I
friend
know
was
Dog General's out there.
telling
He's
me-
probably listening right now.
When my friend was telling me when he served overseas because of the Geneva Convention. That's real. That's not real, bro.
That's dog
That
general.
is so photoshopped.
So real.
They're not gonna let that guy wear a
The
dog
dog
mask.
general.
That's scary, for real.
Exactly. They want to
Yeah.
make fun of us for having trans and furries in our military. Good luck fighting those dudes.
Maybe that's just what he does during like formal events and regular times. He's just a straight up killer.
We should bomb other countries and make fun of our trans military members.
For real.
Yeah, fuck that.
You gonna fuck with us?
What was the other
Starve
thing
them.
that I was going to look up? We're going to look something else
Oh,
up.
I know what you're talking. The fuck, I don't know.
Jamie, I can't believe you're not finding a dog general, dude.
What was the other question I asked? There's the guy with the mask, and what was the other one?
Ukraine video stuff?
No, there's something. I know what you're talking about.
God damn
The
it.
last thing I had up was the Andy Kaufman stuff. But
No, there was.
Yeah,
we're
we're
talking about
going-
cell phone
we're all over the
videos.
road.
Yeah, we're all over the place. We're talking about cell phone videos.
Talking about
Russia,
you talking
Ukraine.
in your car.
Oh,
like
sending robots into
Oh, yeah. Drone robots.
drone robots.
Yeah.
There he is. That's real.
Going to the dogs.
That's real?
No.
American conservative, dude. What are you talking about?
Celebrate pup pride.
Oh, dude.
Wait a minute. So this is gay officers only wear these masks?
No, I don't know what
But that's
this
what it
is.
Scroll back up.
It's dead. This guy's
What does
stealing
it say?
valor.
Scroll all the way up.
He's stealing
It
valor.
says celebrate pup pride with the armed forces. Gay officers pretend to be canines for sadomasochistic sex games.
This is the classic website, theamericanconservative.com.
Dude, that's like the Washington Post to me.
True.
This is
They're the
my
same.
WAPO.
They're all the same now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay, so the guy likes to wear a mask.
I know, that's the point. And then
So
China
what?
and Russia were trying to make fun of us. They were like, look how weird we are. And it's like, bro,
Dude.
our guys will fuck your guys up.
There was
Look
a
at
thing
guy.
another thing I
Fuck
wanted
that.
to ask, but I forget. But there is one thing. Someone told me that during the overseas war, during the because of the Geneva
There you go.
Convention, you aren't allowed to have like hollow point bullets in your pistol. You have to have. It's an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta use musket balls?
No, you have to use like practice rounds that
Yeah.
you use at the range. Is that true?
1899 prohibited use of international warfare bullets that easily expand or flatten in the body.
Dum-dums.
It is a common misapprehension that a hollow point ammunition is prohibited by the Geneva Convention, as the prohibition significantly predates those conventions.
But they still do implement that, though. My friend who served was explaining to me the rounds that they made them use over there.
What?
Yeah.
They tried to outlaw fucking
According-
night vision, dude.
Now, I don't know if that was just his unit. I don't know. But that's crazy.
They tried to be like, this is unfair, what you guys are
do
doing.
you know how crazy it is?
yeah, but-
Fair and unfair when it
I'm
comes to
digging
killing
through it. It's
people.
going to get weird. 2015 DoD law war manual returns hollow point bullets to armed conflict. So, I don't
Well,
know.
I think
Imagine
he was,
passing that
but it's
bill.
overseas, you said, I guess, right?
Yeah,
those back
he was
in here.
overseas.
It's time for some dudes' heads to fucking
Well,
explode.
I don't know if that's true, but that was what he had said.
I mean, did they have hollow point bullets in 1899? I guess was what this.
Yeah, but doesn't this stuff
thing-
go out the window when like guys start fighting for their survival?
It
You
certainly
know?
should.
They're like, well, I don't want to break those rules.
But when you're seeing a scene like I saw with the foxhole, and you know, like that, this is what these guys are going through today, and it's all done on someone's fucking Samsung Galaxy, so
damn.
it's like clear video. It's horrible.
yeah,
it's real close up too. It's like, whew.
it's kind of embarrassing at this point. It's like, dude, you guys are really. What are we doing? You guys are shooting each other in the
War?
face right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of, at this point, it's kind
That's
of
still
embarrassing.
happening.
It's like, come on, man.
Wow. Civilizations, when they evolve with war, you never kind of get them out. I think the only chance we have is if we keep like all moving to a new place with a new agreement. Like the reason why the United States was so much different than anywhere else is because the majority of the people just said, "Look, let's get the fuck out of here and start a new place because this shit's crazy." And then everybody was like, "Hey, where'd you guys go?" And then that place, new place, became the shit. And
Yeah.
that's really what America is. But then eventually it gets fucked too. Like we don't have the same like physical wars on our borders because we're luckily surrounded by water, but we're still engaging in it all over the place and ramped up. It's like we're involved in so many different conflicts all over the world. It's almost like the only way you're ever going to stop that is if people keep. It was like, all right, this one didn't work either. Let's keep going one more time. Antarctica, here we go, and take over that one, and then do that for a few hundred years, and then fuck that up, and then everyone learn. It's like the lessons that people learn in civilization. They take forever. They take forever.
True.
We're still doing the death penalty. We know how many people are innocent that are on death row. We know. We know we're killing innocent people. They're like, yeah, but fucking win's a win. Win's a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
One innocent person's, that's
Oh,
terrible.
that sucks,
Imagine
dude.
being falsely accused the whole time, and you're like,
dude,
no.
I've had multiple men like that on my podcast
Ugh.
because of the stuff that I do with Josh Dubin, who used to be an ambassador for the Innocence Project,
Yeah.
and then he went off to. He's released dozens of these people, and the stories are horrible. Well, you're crying. I'm
Might
doing
have
a
heard one
podcast
you
with
had
him.
on here.
I've had a few.
The
of
guy
them
with
on
a little
here.
girl, and it was DNA reversed it. Maybe it was on him.
Yes, there's been a bunch of them.
They're like, we saw you with her the last time. That was all it took.
Yeah.
And then they found he couldn't afford DNA testing or something.
Well, there's one guy who was an immigrant who walked into a trailer after this woman had murdered someone, and his footprints got everywhere, and they blamed him, and he was in jail for 20 years, like that kind of shit.
Why is he walking around?
Well, it's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, imagine
Oh, he's
you
checking
go
up on it.
check in on people, and you open the door, and someone's been knifed to death. And you're like, holy shit! And you're just realizing you're trying to turn the lights on. Like, what the fuck's going on? And he's an illegal immigrant. He's from another country.
Yeah, so he tried to hide.
And then the woman blames it on him, and it's just crazy.
Oh, it fucking sucks.
And it's just such a flawed system. And the thing is, like, there's an incentive for a prosecutor once they're starting to try a case. They want to win that fucking case. They got a record. They have a reputation, and so they're trying to win. And when it's like a government prosecutor or, you know, like a district attorney, and they know there's some information that would exonerate that person, they're just like, they don't give a fuck.
That seems like a problem, making it like competitive
Yes.
for lawyers.
It's very bad.
To be like, I want to win, or like DAs that are like, I arrested the most people.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Then they run for office, and it's like, remember that? And they're like,
I was tough on crime, and then all of a sudden, 10
Yeah.
years later, being tough on crime is racist. You're
Yeah.
like, I wasn't tough on crime. Now
I
I'm the
smoke
vice
weed.
president.
Yeah, man.
I didn't call them super criminals.
Super
Now I'm
predators.
woke. Yeah, super
predators,
predators
right.
is nuts.
That's
Nuts.
crazy. That's
Nuts.
crazy. He's getting jammed up on like manila folders when he was like kissing 12-year-old girls on camera.
I don't know
Joe Biden?
jack.
Yeah.
I don't
Hanging out
know
with Clay?
jack shit
Yeah.
about politics. But if I had to guess, they're trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
my guess would be they're trying to get rid of him. If all of a sudden his own aides are sending these, instead of like taking these classified documents which you have located and go, well, let's not do that again, and fucking locking them up somewhere. His own aides,
Self-reporting.
dude,
Come on.
that
dude.
sounds sus. Well, no one self-reported that fucking laptop.
I know.
That laptop.
That was Russian disinformation. That reeks of Russian
they
disinformation.
got a hold of the social media companies and lied to them. They did whatever the fuck they could to keep that from happening. And even this, they discovered this before the midterms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't
that's-
release the information until after the midterms.
I mean, dude. I mean, everyone said this a million times, but like the news, if that was flip-flop, if it was, you know, Trump's kid, that would have been all over. It would have been like, this is the fate of our democracy, rest in the sons of the
100%.
blah blah blah
100%.
blah blah.
And the
blah,
media
blah.
would have gone right along with it.
Yeah, and it's like so obvious, and it sounds trite, but it's like, dude, why do
And
they?
this is,
What's the incentive to be like, nah, fuck that guy, not that guy? It's like that kind of freaks me out.
dude, there's a bunch of us that are just unrepresented. It's the reasonable middle. The reasonable middle of the world. Unrepresented. You got radical left and radical right. You got people that are all in on the Republican Party, and you should never get an abortion, even if you've been raped. You got wild shit on that side, and on the other side, you got men can get pregnant. You got all this chaos. You got FTX. So he was just making mistakes. No big deal. We should barely even attack him. We don't even need to bring him in. Come on, guys.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? Why would they let that guy off the hook?
The number 2 donor to the Democratic Party.
Oh, duh.
Number 2.
Yikes.
Just by George Soros. And they're like, whatever. No one's freaking out.
My favorite is the Republicans hanging on to that Santos dude.
That is
The
wild.
Republicans are like, no, he's a good dude.
That guy
He's
should
just-
be in
Santos.
jail.
Santos is the guy who was like, I'm Jewish.
Oh, that
And they
dude.
were like, you're not Jewish. And he's like, I meant Jew-ish. I'm like a Jew.
He's a master of the English language. He's a master of the English
He
language.
lied about so many things.
He lied about
I
everything.
found out about it on the podcast, and then
It's
I went on a
hilarious.
deep dive. I'm
It's
like,
so
this guy's
funny.
wild.
Dude.
I was looking at him yesterday. The first article that came up was like, he lied about being a volleyball star. It's like, dude, that's the funniest
Well, you
lie.
ever see Biden lie about his education? Have you ever seen
Yeah,
that
yeah,
clip?
yeah.
Where he lied about his education, they fact-checked him on the news?
What did he say he was?
Oh, my God. He just flat out lied about his credentials.
I think it fucked him up in that debate.
Oh, for sure.
He was running a while ago, and he got
Well,
fucked
he
up
ran
on-
for president in
He
88.
like plagiarized the speech.
Yeah.
He did that.
Oh.
Dude, we used to do Joe Biden night at Stitch's Comedy Club in Boston where we'd all do each other's acts. That time Joe Biden lied about his academic credentials. So watch this video because it's fucking crazy.
He was 76th of 85.
He was so silly.
He might have gotten it wrong though. He might have been like 85 to
I
top.
mean,
Truthfully,
What's
a guy
that?
who
I don't know what
finishes
this video is.
76
Oh,
would
that's
get it
the
wrong.
video.
It just says it's the road to the White House. In
No, this is the
1988.
video. I've
There
seen
it
it.
is.
He argues with this guy.
And the other question is, could you quickly, I think we all
I think I probably have a much higher IQ than you do, I suspect. I went to
Beast.
law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. In the first year in law school, I decided I didn't want to be in law school and ended up in the bottom 2/3 of my class, and then decided I wanted to stay, went back to law school, and in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I won the international moot court competition. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only need 123 credits, and I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
You rewind that and look at the guy who wants to fucking
No, but
so
let it
bad.
go on.
Did you see how happy that guy was? He was like, "You're doing it, Joe."
I know.
Now,
I'm not questioning your IQ at all. I'm just saying that with the people that we have elected to office in recent years, I think that we have to question their credentials very solidly.
Well, I think you're right, Frank.
Damn.
But you know what I find kind of interesting? It seems to me if you can speak, you're at a liability in the Democratic Party anymore. It seems to me you've all become heartless technocrats. It seems to me that you forget that what happens is we've never, as a party,
okay, pause
we have
this.
never...
This is now nonsense.
Biden rules.
Yeah.
Now go to
Pretty nasty, dude.
I
go
fucking
to
love Biden.
the article where it says what his actual stats were. Because someone fact-checked him on the news. It's not in that clip. There's one that they played that clip on the news and then fact-checked it.
That'd be a nice edit, like cutting that to like now him just fucking bumbling around on
Technocrat.
stage talking
Oh, yeah.
nonsense. It's
He's
fine.
actually 70th in a class of 85. So he wasn't in the top half. But there was a bunch of other stuff that he lied about in that clip too. In the news clip where they check it, this like hardcore news guy goes, "Actually, the true story is," and he just lays it all out, and
Oh, that blows.
it sucks a fat
Can you imagine
one.
if
Yeah,
you're
there
lying
it
and a
is.
dork
Plenty
comes
to
in?
do.
Yeah.
The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship,
Yeah,
the only
scoot,
one in
scoot
my...
ahead a little to the where you
control
can't.
that video.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's
That's
even
okay.
on.
Keep playing it.
That's crazy.
in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only need 123 credits.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college, and that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
Joe Biden ranked 76th in a class of 85 at the University of Syracuse Law School. I mean, this guy comes off this whole thing as a flyweight.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
His memory had failed
no.
him. My memory had
88,
failed
he
me.
was like, "I'm
but
fucked
his
up."
memory seems so good right there. It was like that'd be so scary if you could maybe that was the early signs of dementia.
Yeah.
You could rattle off facts that you
Lies?
think are fact.
Oh boy. I'm
Maybe
fucked.
he believed it. Maybe he believed it.
Yeah.
My memory failed me. Maybe his memory fails him all the time. Maybe he's just like hanging on, just has a prepared speech for if Bob asks this, I say that. He has to write it all
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna ram it down his fucking throat. The guy's like, "I think you're an idiot." He's like, "Actually, I got the highest IQ on earth, motherfucker." It just that does hurt when the dorks come after you, though.
Yeah.
And you're up there lying. Can
Well,
you imagine if
especially
they did that?
those are the mainstream dorks.
Yeah,
I mean, that was Sam Donald.
that was back in the day. The real
Yeah,
dorks,
the real dorks.
the heavyweight dorks,
The
got him.
journalists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I exaggerate when I'm angry, but I've never gone around telling people things that aren't true about me. That's not
An
true.
oxymoron.
You just lied right
I
there.
lie, but
That's
I never
crazy.
lie.
He just lied right there because he lied. He said he had 3 degrees. That's not an exaggeration. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You know, saying you're in the top half of your class is also a lie.
Yeah.
It's exaggerating. If you say I fucking killed it
Yeah,
in college,
exactly.
but then they find out you were in the bottom half of the class, well, that's an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a lie,
He
too.
could be like, I was in a lot of clubs. I played, intramural sports.
Yeah.
But nah, he fucked it up.
He went for
He
it.
lied. And he called black people super predators. And
No, that was Hill Dog.
he didn't he say
I
that?
think it was Hillary.
It was
I
just
think
Hillary?
it was him.
He called him
I think
super
there's him
predators
on
too.
tape. I think he's been on tape.
He's had some rough ones. He had some rough
I
ones.
think they get these terms that they'd like to throw around, and then they start using them with each other, and it's like sort of a signal that we're all on the same page.
Oh, okay.
And, whatever it is, whatever term they're using to try to push things across. Hillary Clinton, not Joe Biden, used the term super predator.
Reuters.
Damn,
Let's go.
son. Let's
Jamie,
go.
Jamie. This
Let's
makes up for the lack
go.
of dog general info.
Joe Biden, let's go. Yeah, Hillary, boy. Oof.
Yeah.
I know women want a female president. You got one in Tulsi Gabbard. Go get her.
Yeah.
That's one that you could really get behind.
Who do you
Nope.
like, Matt?
In terms of
Who are you trying to endorse?
I want Yang, dude.
Yang's a beast.
I hope he starts. I just want a new part. I don't care what he does. I just want a new party to win. Be fun. Just like knock the other
You
two
were
out.
Yang early.
Yeah, I like the idea of just
You liked
fucking.
UBI at first.
You like universal
What, you a
basic income?
communist?
No, I thought it was a cool idea. Try it. My thing is just try it. We should do wild experiments. Just
Dude,
try it out.
I thought it was a cool idea until people started getting money during the pandemic and they didn't want to go back to work. And I was
yeah.
like, oh no, this is what
Yeah.
happens.
Then you try to go to Starbucks at a rest stop.
Yeah, you'd have a collapse of
One
the service
person.
industry. You'd collapse of jobs that suck.
Yeah.
But you would also have a resurgence of people doing what they actually want to do. It wouldn't be everybody, but it would give a good chunk of people an opportunity to try something that they've always wanted to do, where they don't have to worry about subsistence, right? They don't have to worry about food and rent, and then they can go pursue a dream. But how many are going to do that? I don't know. Is it worth trying? It might be. I don't know. I mean, but human nature, the problem with human nature, like people, if you give them stuff and make them so they don't have to do anything, they don't do things.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. But a lot of people wouldn't. They would look at it as an opportunity. It's almost like you need to educate people as like what gives you meaning in life. And I know being lazy is like very attractive. It draws you to it. It's so comfortable to just sit on the couch and play video games and do nothing. But you're gonna get depressed. You're gonna get depressed. You need a task. I think everybody needs a different task, and everybody has like a different level of need. But you need tasks.
Yeah.
Forward motion.
Yeah, but have you played Bannerlord? Have you played Bannerlord?
Dude, if I played games, man, I'd have a fucking problem. Jamie can tell you, I have a problem.
Yeah.
I get
Bannerlord
psychotically
is
obsessed,
so
and
nice.
I will play 8-10 hours a day,
Yeah,
and I'll fuck up my life,
Yeah.
and I'll look pale like a vampire. I'll come out of fucking
What's wrong with that?
Dude, I was playing Quake. I would play all night long, man. I installed a T1 line in my house back when I couldn't get good internet because I was living in the mountains. I was like, what can you do? And they go, well, if you had a business, we could run a T1 line. I go, well, I got a business. Let's run a T1 line.
Just you playing Quake?
They had to fucking dig up the street, and lay pipes and shit.
Oh, they had to send like the boring missile
yeah,
drill.
I went hard.
Damn.
So I could play Quake.
How long did this last for?
Oh, I had to quit cold turkey. I realized it was a real problem.
Fuck, I'm not excited about that. I'm headed that way.
James?
I plugged in the Xbox 360 this week and started playing NCAA 14. Took 8 hours.
There was my friend Rob was a manager at the Comedy Store, real nice guy. And one day he said, he played EverQuest all day. He had a real problem. And he goes, I'm so good at making money in EverQuest and so bad at it in the real world. And I was like, this is profound.
Yeah.
Like, because he was having this, he's out in public. He left the house because, like, for him, that's a big deal to, like, shut the computer off and leave the house. He's, like, so immersed in the game. So he's hanging out with us at the store in the back bar. And he's like, I got to do something, man. I got to do something. I'm like, you got to quit. Like, they're fucking great. I love them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not an anti-video game person. I fucking love them. But I know for me, they're too fun. I was like, why am I just sitting around answering emails that I have to answer when I can just be in a world of murder?
I gotta be honest.
Rampaging, shooting
I gotta be
rockets
honest.
at people.
That's exactly where I'm at. Dude, I get emails and I go,
fuck out of here.
I literally put the phone down.
Yeah, man. It's a
Mountain Blade
time,
Bannerlord, dude. Let's
it's a
go.
time suck.
Yeah, I get addicted. I can't do it. I get too, and I suck too. I suck at them.
That's very
that
frustrating.
The UFC is my favorite shit.
We lived
dude.
together, and I was like, I'm gonna get good and beat Shane, and I played all day. He was at work, I was at home. I was just fucking like, I'm gonna kick his fucking ass. I'm gonna kick his ass, and he came home. Was like, what's this? Beat my ass, and I stormed up. I get so mad too, and
He ran up the steps.
I can't handle it.
It's so hard, man.
I can't handle it.
I play what's that? That karate game. Is it Dead or Alive? It's a fucking great karate game where you get to pick all these different. And my daughter kept jacking me up because she was playing against. She was using this little lady, and this little lady does this little fast move. She like spins around and kicks you in the head.
It's so frustrating. Yeah, we'll do a different move. That's fine.
My
do a
daughter
different
kept
move.
fucking me up. She fucked me up like 3. She was so happy, and I was so upset with myself. I was like, I can't believe that. That was that girl. She's hot as fuck. Yeah, and she dead or alive. That's it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a fucking great game. It's so addictive.
God damn.
And you can like use some martial arts strategy in that game if you know like good techniques.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can do ground and pound in the UFC. I'm the only one that can do jiu-jitsu in UFC in our video games.
So you know how to hit arm bars and stuff?
I can crush them.
Dude, it's...
How do you learn? Do you learn like pressing certain buttons at the same time?
Timing, all that, stamina, all that. Yeah.
Wow.
It's very fun.
Bro, doing the voiceover for that was one of the most brutal jobs I've ever had. It's so long. Because you have like these lists of all these things that can possibly happen and all these fighters' names and all these different scenarios.
How long does it take?
Hours and hours and hours. Many, 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 many days. Yeah, you're working. You're at a fucking sound booth. And, you know, you're constantly drinking water because I'm screaming. So I can only do it because, you know, it's like, oh! You know, you're doing shit like that. So you have to do I'm trying to do it like a real fight.
You weren't in the last one, and it fucks me up.
I was like, is it?
You weren't in the last one. I genuinely was like, damn, dude, I need the fucking,
Daddy's busy. Daddy's busy. It's too much work. It's so much work. I was in the one before it, but they used my old stuff. So I only did like 2 of them. Then I was like, that's it. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, can't you just re-license the sounds, but just take the other ones? Yeah. Oh, you got to use the new guys and stuff.
Yeah, it's new names, new people. So that means new sessions and this fucking thing, reading off the paper. Yeah, it's not coal mining. I get it.
I mean.
But guess what? I'm busy.
Yeah, but you get in your head. If you're like just like trying to say things right, it'll kind of spin you out.
Well, it's a huge strain on your voice. Because the way you're talking during the UFC fight, like if you're doing it's like you're pushing your vocal
that was wild,
cords.
by the way. That was actually weird.
That was a gear. That was a gear. You shifted gears.
That was a
Tesla. How wild is that car? Is it wild
scary.
to feel that?
It's insane.
That's scary.
I took them on the ride in the Model S Plaid. Yeah, it seems so normal, right?
Until I noticed your fucking steering wheel halfway through the ride. You're like, this thing's cool, right? Have you ever been in one? I was like, I think I've been in a Tesla. And I looked over and it was...
It's a yoke, like a Formula 1 car.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I wish it had a regular steering wheel. Regular steering wheels, but yeah, I like a regular steering wheel. Also, the horn's not in the center. The horn's a button. I don't like that. Everything else I love.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a blinker stalk. Like, go to the blinker stalk. This is so, everybody knows this. It's not in the way.
It's an instinct.
It's not in the way either. It's hidden behind the wheel. Just do that, do that. Everybody does it. It's normal. It's the best way to hit your blinkers. You know, and instead they have buttons. Like, people want to get crafty. You don't have to get crafty. Everything is minimalist. Like, everything is done inside the panel. The problem with that is the panel dies, then you're fucked. You can't even roll your windows down. Well, you can roll your windows down, but you can't, like, there's certain things you can't do. Like, you can't adjust the temperature.
They just like turn off if it has like an electrical shortage and you're like flying. Does it just
never
shut
happened.
off?
I've never had a problem.
That's cool.
I had a problem with a windshield wiper motor once, but it was just a defective windshield wiper motor. Those cars are flawless. They're so well engineered. They just fucking do what they're supposed to do. They suck in the cold though. A lot of these people that got them in these freezing temperatures in like fucking Toronto and shit, like it drains that fucking battery in the cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to think about that. But for like regular driving, they make regular cars look stupid.
I don't know. You ever see a Chevy Cruze?
You still have that?
No, my sister has it.
What are you gonna get? You should get something fat. You should get something nice. Fat with a P. With a P. Like fat.
Cool. I don't know. I live in New York. I don't need a car. I can't. No, I want to get a car. I can't.
Spot. Get yourself a Mustang, like a Shelby GT500.
Matt got a CRV. That thing's CRVs are fucking sick.
Oh, those are
Twin
sick.
CRVs.
Honda
Me and my
CRV?
wife have CRVs.
That's a nice CRV. Black CRV?
Yeah, man.
Those things are fast. And they're so nimble.
They're nice.
Honda CRV.
Yeah, they're nimble.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. He was excited
Honda
about
CRVs are great cars.
I sold them. I love them.
The gear shift ratio.
Those are my favorite cars.
The gear shift ratio in them are crazy.
What is that piece of shit?
It's a Mustang.
What?
Yeah.
That's a Mustang? Did they put a bodysuit on it? Oh, look, it does have a Mustang rear quarter panel.
It's made by them.
Oh, that looks gross. Boy, that guy, bad investment advice. If
I
guy
don't
pulls
know.
up to your house,
Gatsby?
Shane, I want to make you money.
Is that the GT
You got the
Zimmerman?
Great Gatsby.
Yeah, but the Great
Mustang.
Gatsby
What
was a
dork.
dope car.
They
back
killed a
then.
person in the car. That's
Did
the whole
they?
point of the movie.
The real Great
Or the
Gatsby
book.
movie?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Oh, look, it's got a Mustang GT 500, 5.0.
Yeah.
It's a Coyote motor on
Those
there.
ribs are kind of sick.
It is nice.
Yeah, I like my.
But the regular Mustang looks way
Standard.
better, you fucking dummy. The regular Mustang. Now go to 2023 Mustang. What's the Dark Horse? I think they call it the Dark Horse. This is the newest of the new Mustang. You see? Why would you fuck that up, bitch? Look at that thing. God damn, that's sexy. That's a sexy car.
We've had this conversation every time I'm on here.
I
dude,
fucking
I
love
can't drive
cars.
this car. Dude.
Look
Yeah,
at that
you
car.
can.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's
Jamie,
a
thank
500
you, dude.
horsepower.
Why not?
Comes in a manual. You can get that in a manual.
You're an SUV guy.
This is it.
Suburban.
Yeah.
The Dark Horses
classic.
comes in a manual, right? Doesn't it?
I've never even heard of it.
They it's the newest of the new of the Mustangs.
24.
New breed
Yeah.
of pony.
It hasn't even come out. 500
I
horsepower.
like that.
Carbon fiber trim.
I like that talk.
They can make it a
New breed of
lightweight
pony?
package.
All right, I'm interested.
Manual, 6-speed manual. Yeah, that's right. So you can get it in you can get it in scroll back up, please.
Sorry.
What is this? Can you get it in automatic too? Nope.
Speed manual.
Nope.
10-speed
Just a
automatic.
manual. Yes. No pussies. Oh, 10-speed automatic. Damn it.
Damn. You ever lie about being able to drive manual?
I bought a car without knowing.
Literally every time someone asks me.
I
Every
stole it
time
out.
someone asks me, I'm like, yeah. I worked at I've only worked in cars. I worked in an auto auction. I sold cars, and then I worked in a garage in Philly, and I couldn't drive stick. And all the time they'd be like, you got to bring this car out back.
Yep.
I'd just sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to get found out. Like year 2 into my job. I'd be like, bro. I had to find someone and be like, yo, can you please drive this?
Just put it in fucking neutral.
There's been
Flintstones.
Just teach me real quick.
So many times where I've been in a car in front of everyone just...
There's
Yeah.
you know La Cienega, where La Cienega connects to Sunset?
No.
There's you know that, right?
It's why I no manual in LA.
Oh,
for me
wait,
because
that's
of that.
steep ass hill
It's the
right by the
steepest.
store?
The steepest, right
Yes,
by the
I do
store.
know that.
I would take that in my Porsche, and it was a manual, and I'd always get stuck at the top, and I stalled out like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Because you're like this.
Yeah,
It's like
that hill's
crazy
insane.
peach. Fuck that. So I had to learn how to hit the emergency brake and slowly let out the clutch while I let the emergency brake up. That's how bad the hill is.
That's how I did mine every time. In my, I had like what was it? A Ford Contour. I bought it stick shift off some Polish dude.
That's why if you have a stick, you need a fucking real handbrake.
Yeah.
If you have a stick, you can't have these bullshit fucking electronic brakes. Like, what is that? Electronic. Like, what are we doing? Everything's electronic. Like, at least some cars like this, like Fords, are making these cars that where you just. That's like an advanced muscle car. That's what that like.
Yeah.
You get a feel. You get a. That's the fun.
That's neat.
That's the fun.
I get scared.
Don't be
I get scared. I got scared in that Tesla, dude. I was scared as shit.
I literally, I had 2%
Bro.
of me is like I might die right now.
Bro, I closed my eyes. I didn't want to tell you guys.
Did you?
For a second, I closed my eyes, and then I realized how fucking insane that was.
But I asked.
I went like this.
No, it was genuinely impressive to move that fast. My body was just like, I freaked out.
I wanted you to give me permission.
We gave.
You got consent.
I wouldn't be that guy.
You did get
You want me
consent.
to?
No, we did. I wouldn't mind. You know, I'd like to feel that again.
But it's bizarre, right?
It was very bizarre.
Because this is 4-door sedan. It looks like a normal car. It doesn't look like a fast car.
I almost clutched your torso from behind. I almost fucking held on.
Nuzzled into his.
And then he's gonna have that little one that's even faster.
It's the start
than
of an
that.
all-new.
Oh,
Jamie,
let's get this
do
little
not
one.
let that happen again.
Let's take it to a commercial break.
These autoplay motherfuckers.
I was looking at new muscle cars. This is the new Challenger.
Yeah, but
or
that's
Charger.
electric.
Is this one?
That's
I was
the
trying
electric
to look up
one.
the Banshee. I guess it just.
It's look. You don't see exhaust pipes.
Oh, that sucks.
It's electric and it makes fake noises. It makes like rawr, rawr.
That's kind of funny.
Well, it sounds
It actually
terrible.
does that though.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
audible outside of the car.
Yeah. Listen to this stupid shit.
sound.
It's the
No.
dumbest idea of all time.
This
It's
is
so
just
dumb.
literally so you can
Yeah.
bother people.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Someone's making fun of it. Listen to this. That sound is all fake.
So speakers, I guess.
Yes.
Obviously, right?
That's,
That
that should be illegal.
annoying, dude.
That should
Yeah.
be illegal.
Jesus Christ.
That's the fake butt of the car world.
Oh.
That's what it sounds like when you rev it. Listen, it's got this low rumble to it.
The low rumble is kind of ominous. I like
the
it.
only good thing about the rumble is it's good for like people walking on the streets and shit. You hear the car.
Yeah, true.
Or protesting.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb. It hurts my feelings that I do making that fake rumble.
They got to make some noise. Yeah, you can't have that.
With
you can't have that thing on a "They will not replace us" rally. You need
silent.
That's not great.
No,
you might have to edit that one.
You can't give them stealth. That's a fair point. You
Stealth's
can't give
a nightmare for those people.
Can't give. Yeah.
Well, you know what the problem with that sound thing is? It seems like you could hack that and have it play whatever you want.
Definitely. Have you been to Jamaica?
No.
Wild.
What do they
Dudes
do?
just ride around. They have speakers on every car.
Outside?
Speakers outside, blasting music, dude. Constantly.
That's what people are going to do with that thing,
Yeah,
or have
it'd
it
be nice.
talk.
When
It's
Jamaicans
gonna
get a
say
hold of
things.
this,
The Tesla you could make fart, right?
Yeah.
Yes, inside the car.
But outside you could too.
Oh, really?
And I think they had to cancel that because people were fucking up.
well, that's actually very funny.
Do you remember that movie Scanner? Was it Scanner Dark? No, what was the movie with Alex Jones where they animated him? Like back before Alex Jones was persona non grata, he was in this like mainstream
That
animated
sounds like Scanner
movie.
Darkly.
Was it Scanner Darkly?
He's in Waking Life.
Waking Life. That's right. Play the clip of him from Waking Life because it's him driving around in a car with a speaker on the roof. Look at this.
Death and taxes. Don't talk about politics or religion. This is all the equivalent of enemy propaganda rolling across the picket line. Lay down, GI. Lay down, GI. We saw it all through the 20th century. And now in the 21st century, it's time to stand up and realize that we should not allow ourselves to be crammed into this rat maze. We should not submit to dehumanization. I don't know about you, but I'm concerned with what's happening in this world. I'm concerned with the structure. I'm concerned with the systems of control. Those that control my life and those that seek to control it even more. I want freedom. That's what I want, and that's what you should want. It's up to each and every one of us.
That's what I do when I drive.
What year was this movie?
Just with your daughter in the back, like
2001.
2001.
Richard Linklater.
Isn't that wild?
I mean, he's kind of killing it right there.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was very good.
He had one giant blunder.
It was a big blunder.
It's a big one. Yeah.
I get you.
Kind of the worst blunder almost.
The worst blunder you can make. It's the worst. It involves every bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guns, kids, lies.
But didn't he take it back before they
He did, but
got him?
But the problem is, you know, those people sued him and won $965 million.
That's a lot of money.
And in Connecticut, you like he won they won a large settlement in Texas, but in Texas it's capped. So I think it's capped at like $700 and something thousand. So even though it might have been like $40 million, really he has to pay $750,000 per one. So it was like $1.5 million or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Connecticut one's not capped. The Connecticut one's different.
Yeah, isn't it like $1 billion?
It's close to $1 billion. Yeah.
That's a pretty funny way to end a
Is he
trial.
on a payment plan? Like, how's he?
Who was the judge?
I mean,
Fucking
how
Dr.
can-
Evil?
How can you ever come up with that number? That number's so crazy. The number only exists if you're trying to just put someone out of business, like completely and forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still going, isn't he? Is he still going?
Yeah,
he's
but
not going to be able to make a fucking billion, dude.
This is impossible. So, but the other question is,
Yeah,
like,
true.
if it goes back to trial, do they reduce them? Like, how does that work? Are you allowed to appeal? Like, how does that
I would
work?
imagine you can appeal. I mean, it's probably pretty. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just like
This could go on forever and just bleed him financially.
He should
just
get a
from the
pirate
legal
ship.
fees.
He should go out to the seas.
True.
And broadcast from the seas. He should save up enough money to buy a boat.
Should buy Epstein's Island.
He should.
It's for sale.
What's going on with it?
It's for sale.
Nobody wants it.
Do you want it?
I
What are
can't
you
afford
trying
it.
to say? Trying to say you want it?
I just open up your sandals.
Yeah,
there. Open up
I
the
would
sandals,
fucking
dude.
buy it.
Open up. It's a waste
You know
of a good
what kind
island.
of ghosts would be floating around that
Yeah,
island?
young, hot ghosts.
Russian.
The best ghosts of all time.
You'd be chasing them like, no.
Come back, haunt me.
They come in.
I'm lonely. I'm over here watching Avatar by myself.
Whoa.
Bespoke. That's
No,
it.
is this it?
Dude.
It's $55 million.
Bro.
55
Scroll
mil.
back up so I can get an overhead again. Look at that.
There's the temple.
That's a
Can you
temp.
imagine if I opened up a podcast studio where Epstein's Island used to be?
I mean.
Just imagine. So where do they fly them in? They fly them in somewhere else, and then they have to yacht it out there?
Whatever it's called, the Big St. James has a airstrip on it, and then they take a boat over. So he owned 2 islands, actually.
What's stopping you from doing this?
So this is like, did you see The Glass Onion? Did you see that, Jamie?
I did not watch
the
it
Netflix.
No.
It's the new Knives Out. It's fun. It's good. But the dude is kind of like an Elon Musk character, and he owns an island just like this.
You fly into St. Thomas and take a private helicopter.
It's amazing. Nobody wants that island. Do you know how many recording pieces of equipment you have to tear down every wall? Every wall's bugged.
Yeah.
Everything. There's probably every fucking picture. The eyes are filming you.
Yeah, shit.
Great St. James.
I mean, I'd imagine you want to destroy, demolish everything anyway.
So you have to land on that one little island that's a landing strip, and then that's a helipad. It says, is that a landing strip too?
I thought this one did, but it said you land in St. Thomas, so that might be a little further back here, and then you take a boat or
Did they bulldoze the temple?
No, that's not his island. That's not the same island. That's the island where you can land. That's close by.
No, this is the island.
That's his island?
Yeah.
Oh, so he has a helipad.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I was confused.
Or this picture
or is that temple's
I
up
thought
there?
they were saying that this is the place where you can land. I'm like, where the fuck are you going to land on this little rock?
You think someone would demolish the temple?
You should put your podcast studio in the temple, dude.
Well, why would they demolish anything? If it's valuable, somebody might want it as is. There's a lot of nutty fucking people in the world. You know, if you're like some Saudi billionaire and you're drinking whiskey and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy that fucking island. Just like they bought the WWE. I'm going to buy that fucking island.
It's pretty funny.
I'm going to stick it in Clinton's face. Look where I am. Do you recognize this room? You should.
Yeah. I know what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I think
Trump only hung out with the staff.
I only went there 26 times.
26 is a lot.
26 is not a lot of times.
That's incriminating.
There's so many days in the year.
Yeah, that was no one talks about that anymore.
Really
that was a weird
only
one.
26 times.
You got a good Clinton.
It's not bad. I got to listen to him. If I listen to him, I can get it pretty good.
What's he up to now?
Not much. Hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
the world's
done
turned on him.
Yeah, but he's also...
Oh, yeah, he had some rough
He's
ones.
old, bro.
Hill
Well,
Dog
he's old
had
as
some
shit.
rough ones.
He's not just old. He's old. He had heart problems. Then he got on a vegan diet. And the vegan diet is like, you got to do that. You got to be real good with that. If you want to do that and be healthy, you have to really dot your I's and cross your T's and make sure you get all your macronutrients and shit. And you got to take supplements. He just looks like this.
You're in ketosis, man.
I was. I had
out of ketosis?
So I started getting like restless leg for my whole body. I did a week. It felt awesome. I felt great. Then like the last
Restless
night,
leg felt great.
No, I'm saying before that. I was like, I got out of the keto flu, and all of a sudden,
maybe there's something to restless leg.
No, I hate it. But I had it in my arms too. I was like a dead bug. I was in my bed and I was just like, kind of. I think it was an electrolyte thing. I looked it up, so I'm gonna try it again. I think I fucked up my electrolytes.
Yeah,
Dude,
do you take an electrolyte supplement?
Nah.
You should.
I was
Everybody
just
should.
Yeah, I
so
was,
easy. Take this stuff called Liquid IV. It's the shit. You
I
dump
have
it in
it. It's in
water,
fucking
shake it up.
We got a lot of it.
Tastes great.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Filled with vitamins and electrolytes. Like so many people are deficient in certain nutrients, and so many people are dehydrated.
Yeah,
it's so easy to be dehydrated. Like you really should be drinking water all the fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I felt good, though. I didn't realize how different you feel. First of all, you don't need really to eat them. I was crushing carbs.
Yeah.
And I went down to like not eating any. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I didn't need that my whole life. I've been primarily eating those.
I think different people react different ways. I have a buddy that's been on keto now for like 6 months. He's lost 60 pounds. He looks fucking great. He said, I'm never going back again. Dana White is another one. Dana White lost like 40 pounds. And he's like, dude, I'm eating like this for the rest of my life. He goes, it was all just sugar and bullshit and carbs, and he was having all sorts of health problems. But my buddy looks fucking great. John Dudley, he looks great. He's like thin now, like I could hardly recognize him. He's 6'5", and now he's 200 pounds.
Oh wow!
I'm like that's crazy. He was like at one point in time, he's like 250, probably even higher. He's a big boy. And now he looks fucking lean and mean. He's like, my joints feel amazing. My energy levels are great.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's for everybody. I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all diet.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that just go vegan and they're fine. And I know a lot of people that try it and their body gets fucked up. I just think everybody's different, man.
You think that happened to Bill Clinton?
He looks like shit.
Yeah.
But I think it's also
How
guilt.
old is he?
It's
He's
a lot
old
of
as
guilt.
fuck, right?
A lot of sleepless nights. It's a lot of thinking about all the shit he did.
Imagine the internet coming out after you're like towards the end, that comes out, and they're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, but having to live with being the president and all of the shit that you gave the fucking thumbs up to, and all the people that died, and all the countries that got invaded, and all the fucking black ops that we don't know about, and all the people that got assassinated, and all the people that, like, how about the Obama administration? How many people died from drone strikes that were innocent? A lot. It was in the 90% range.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Of civilians, of innocent people that were died in these targeted surgical drone strikes.
Ugh.
Isn't that an amazing term you could use?
Surgical
for a missile with a bomb on the end.
You're very precise.
Surgical strikes.
Dude,
Missed
imagine
it again.
Silent dinner, a silent like pot roast with Hillary Clinton, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
Your bill, just a silent fucking, like you fucked up something on the news and she's not talking to you. She's in her pantsuit, just like.
They have some sort of an arrangement. I can only imagine.
You think they
have some
don't
sort
even
of
like?
arrangement.
You think they're just like totally different wings of the house or
they're
something?
partners. They're business partners. That's
But she's still going.
Yeah.
She's still cognizant.
Oh,
He's out.
yeah, she's
He's
great.
out.
In terms of like who would have been a better president representing the country, her or Biden, her by a long shot.
Yeah.
Even if you don't agree with her politics or you think she's a criminal, that lady's a stateswoman.
Biden 8 years ago, Biden.
No.
I liked Biden back in the day. I like that guy.
Always full of shit.
Yeah, but I like the fucking like, hey, fuck you. I'll get the highest IQ on Earth.
Hey, buddy,
Yeah.
fuck off.
He had a
You're
good
talking
voice,
a lot of
man.
shit. You remember when he got confronted by that guy at the factory?
The factory, yeah. He's an old man.
Yeah.
You can't confront old men, dude.
You're trying to take away our guns. This guy was like a fucking regular worker. Like, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
He's-
He spazzes, dude.
he
Rogan
gets-
Biden gets hit with
he
like
gets spazzy.
young dudes coming up being like, you're taking our guns.
I'll
He's-
kick your ass.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You're a, what did he call him?
Pony boy,
dog face pony soldier.
Dog-faced pony boy.
You're a dog face pony soldier. Here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, motherfucker.
You're full of shit. Here he goes. What's that sound?
The audio's real bad. I don't have any idea.
But it used to be good.
I don't know.
Oh. It's not our audio. It's
No,
this
just
audio?
that video. It's just the video
Yeah.
I clicked on.
See if you can find another one. Yeah, here we go. You're actively trying to stop. You're full of shit.
Shush. Damn, he shushed the lady.
Damn. Shush.
I support the Second Amendment.
There's a way better video of it, though, right?
I have a shotgun. He always talks about a shotgun. I've got a shot. As if he doesn't have like armed murderers hanging around his house 24/7. I got a shotgun. I'm an old. I'll take my 12 gauge and shoot it out in the sky, and he'll run for
I think he
cover.
makes up everything.
Yeah, he's just living in a
He
fucking
does talk
movie.
confidently, though. He sounded like he was actually
He
handling
does.
business there. He hit a fucking lady with shush, and he was like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Do you think he's on Adderall?
Something.
He's got-
got,
bro,
Yeah,
he's
he's
gotta
got to
be.
be.
I think there's a lot of functional people that are on Adderall.
I think Trump dog was flying.
He was on something.
Trump was flying on something.
I think a lot of people are doing that. Dave Portnoy is pretty open about it. And
Adderall?
he told me he did it before the podcast.
Yeah.
And he seemed totally normal.
Yeah.
But he's like, if I don't have it, I just feel like I don't have my edge.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't it like? I heard it shrinks your like while you're high on it, shrinks your,
Your
bird
penis
big
is
time.
gone, dude.
Yeah, it turns like
Really?
gray. Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, dude,
Like a
it's-
cocaine thing.
Almost worse, because Adderall's all day. Your dick is, dude, your dick is this. I take Adderall sometimes just to get fucked up. It's fun to drink on, dude. You take Adderall, you can drink all day.
You can drink all day anyway.
No, but I'll go, all right. I'll take Adderall and drink until my body shuts down. But because of the Adderall, you're still there. Like, we went to the World
So you
Series.
can't walk
I went to
and
the
you're
Phillies Astros World Series. I was blacked out, but I was fully like, what's going on? And then we tried to leave the stadium, and I was like, yo, I can't walk. Notre Dame, Ohio State, I left. I couldn't walk.
Yeah, it's like in Call of Duty when your
you
character
take
dies,
Adderall-
but you get the camera to float around the whole thing.
If you take Adderall, you can day drink. Because I don't,
I get crazy.
How
I
often do you
can't drink
take
on
it?
Adderall.
How often do you take it?
That was the 2 times I've taken it.
Damn, it
I went
seems
to Ohio
exciting.
State, Notre Dame, World Series. It's a big day. If I'm taking Adderall, it's a big day.
Dude, what's a
But
dose?
Whoever I'm with, there's always somebody around that is prescribed.
Yeah, it's 10 to 20. I would say it's like 10 to 20.
Always. It's crazy.
Yeah, 10 to 20 milligrams probably.
10 to 20 to sometimes you run into people that are like 30, fucking 40 milligrams.
Crunch the time release.
We Googled the number.
I think Portnoy said it takes a 30. Which I was like, I didn't bring it up. I was like, that's a lot.
Some people munch the time release too. They have little balls and you can crack down on them and just get it all at once.
Bro, I've tried to snort those things. Those are some dark evenings.
Yeah, dude.
Plastic balls.
Oh, dude. I tried.
This is crazy.
I tried drinking on it twice. The one time I was in college. I was on the Adderall. I didn't realize even like what it was. I was drinking on it. I got all zoomed out and I was like at the kind of not like a super high level of a concert. And I was like, I'm gonna jump down to the next level. And I tried to jump down, and I got kicked out immediately. Fucked up. It was fucked up. Yeah, I was like, if I could time it perfectly where all the guards' backs are turned, I'll jump down to the pit, climb up, and jump into the other area. And
you're trying to get up to the stage.
It just snagged me. Yeah,
of course.
It snagged me.
You're on meth.
I was like, I'll jump into the crowd, I'll blend. And the crowd just parted as I jumped into them. The guy just beat the fuck out of me.
I was at a South Carolina team beat your ass. He saw you jump
knocked my
down.
one shoe off.
Yeah.
Knocked my one shoe off. I got back in. With one, I kicked my other shoe off so I didn't look suspicious. So I walked in my socks, and they thought my friend was me, and they started kicking him out. And I just let it happen. I was like, fuck it. My friend had to get kicked out, and then I got kicked out again, and then I snuck back in a third time.
Yeah,
no lie.
You're
in my
Tom
socks.
Cruise. This is Mission Impossible.
I was on Adderall. That's why I cannot drink on Adderall. I snuck in. I snuck in with the Aramark workers. I just walked in with them, only in my socks. And I climbed up through under the bleachers, and I just emerged into like some seating. People were like, ah! I was like, dude, it was the Beastie Boys. I was like, oh, dude, I love this song.
From under the
it was like Intergalactic Planetary, and it came up.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Can't have it, dude.
Speaking of,
I can't have that shit.
Sneaking, you're gonna appreciate this. Sneaking at a stadium. I was gone. It was an all-day tailgate. I was at South Carolina versus Tennessee, SEC football. It's a night game in South Carolina. And I'm standing there, and there's just a tiny fence between me and the handicap section. And I just stepped over it. No one batted an eye, dude. I was standing there just for real. I was on the field, dude. I left my friends. They were in the student section. I was just shit-faced walking around, and I was like, stepped in, and dude, people were like looking at me like, checks out. Fully checks out. I just,
yeah, if you just do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's my face when I'm blacked out. I was just. People are like, this guy, he's by himself.
Someone just brought you a blanket.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Oh my god!
It happened at you're gonna like that. I was at a Bills.
I'm just picturing you standing there,
dude, swaying.
I'm just picturing you shit faced and some guy doing a handicap check.
Yeah, it's just. I was at the Bills game, Bills Steelers this year, and Gabe Davis, he's a wide receiver. He likes comedy and he likes podcasts and all this stuff. So he invited me to the game. I'm at the game, and I took Adderall there. There you go. There's another Adderall. End of the game, he's like, come down here towards the field. He took his jersey off, autographed it, and handed it to me up in the stands.
Whoa.
Dude, it's just me and children. Me and little kids are the only dudes like down there trying to get high fives from the players. This guy hands me his jersey, and people are like, oh, it's a guy.
Special,
like
yeah.
NFL Films was filming it. Like it was like a sweet moment for them to be giving me a jersey, and I was like,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Pushing kids out of the way.
I think they thought I was a special needs man.
Oh, no.
It was just me and children, dude. It was me and children in the bleachers like, high five, can I get your gloves? Good game. And then a guy gave me his jersey, and they're like, nice, congratulations.
Yeah, like that's what it's all about.
Yeah, they're like, folks, look at Gabe Davis giving back to the community.
The worst thing that can ever happen to someone is a baseball game where a pitch gets hit, a ball gets hit, it goes foul, and some guy snatches it in front of a kid's face while the kid's trying to catch it.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And then celebrates, like reaches in front of the kid, and then everybody looks at him like, boo.
Yeah. You want to know how fucking weird I am? I keep going to baseball games, and I love them, but the whole time I'm like, dude, if there's a foul ball, I'm getting the fuck out of the way. I'm so, like, dude, dropping a foul ball, you know how embarrassing that is?
Yeah,
it's
true.
scary.
You could easily drop a foul ball. Catching one with one hand is crazy. I've seen dudes catch line drives with one hand.
Everyone's like, yeah.
Hero
I get hit.
move. I've also seen people try to save their friends. I've seen people dive in front of the ball to save their friend when it's coming out of a friend's head. The friend
nice.
is like on their phone and shit. Yeah.
Jesus.
Taking it from a kid is
fucking cracked by a ball.
Dude, they used to let go of there was no nets down the third and first base line, dude. Dudes would let go of the bat. There's a fucking hilarious image of this dude in the crowd getting hit with a bat. It's right here. His jaw is off his face.
I saw another one like that where a dude caught a bat. The bat went flying. The dude fucking snatches the bat out of the air. Yeah, just
That's
instinctively.
exciting.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Because if you're at a baseball game, 90% of the time you're not paying attention.
Yeah,
You're
I'm one of those freeze and kind of watch something bad happen.
What is this one? This is the bat one?
There's a couple of bat ones. But
Oh, yeah, so this is the bat. The bat
Incredible.
flies and dude snags it.
Oh,
Look
and
at
it's
that.
sharp, dude. It was
Fucking
split.
Hero. That guy's a hero. Look at him.
Oh, my God.
That's the greatest moment of his life. He caught that bat, motherfucker.
Yeah,
talking
dude.
shit.
Look at this. Bang.
He's talking shit.
It
Look
goes
at him. He's just
flying,
standing up.
And look at homeboy.
That thing will impale
Flying,
you.
everybody's freaking out. These guys like, I got this shit. Snatch. One-handed it.
I mean, that thing could have hit a vampire.
That's our leader. That's our leader.
I was going to cook a vamp out, dude.
If we were a tribe, it was a tribe, that audience, that's our leader. That's the guy who caught the bat.
Look at that.
Animal.
Yeah,
Do you
he's
find
got
that still image of that dude getting his fucking face smashed?
Do you know how good that
So
guy
good.
must have felt, though, to hold that fucking bat up, standing up like this, and the whole audience like, yeah!
That must have been incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Especially you didn't see it coming.
Right.
Like the closest thing we can get to adrenaline is like a good set.
Yeah.
This guy was just
Oh,
watching.
yeah, look at this.
Oh.
This guy saved his kid.
Look at the lady. Look at the lady.
Fuck yeah.
Kid not
Oh,
paying
my
attention.
God.
Dude.
Oh, my God. That kid was done.
Oh, look at the mom. Look at the mom bailing.
Damn, look how jacked that dad is.
That
Yeah,
dad's
man.
an animal. Look at the size of that dude.
Oh, shit, dude.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm gonna be the guy going.
Yeah, but imagine, look at the guy. Look at the guy to the right. Imagine a classical oil painting. That'd be a beautiful painting, dude. Look at the guy all the way to the right.
That would be. That guy's still drinking his drink. Look, he's slurping. He's in the middle of slurping.
Dude, one guy's not even reacting. He's just sitting there like, whatever, dude.
Is that a drink or popcorn or both?
That's popcorn. He's got some popcorn.
I think both, but it's just
It looks.
like popcorn.
Now we're on to something. Yo, find that lady getting racked in the face with a basketball. It's so good.
Ooh.
Is that her?
This one's not good. Life-threatening
Broken
injury.
bat at Fenway Park. Oh my
Yikes.
God!
Where's
Life-threatening injuries.
Where's
Oh.
the guy?
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Look at the lady.
Oh, that
Look at the
dude took
2-year-old.
it.
Look
Popcorn.
at the little kid.
He's eating pizza.
Took it. Look at the little girls like,
Yeah.
save me.
That guy didn't even get his arms up.
No.
Kid
No.
back here sees it happening.
Bro, he got cracked. How bad that guy get injured? He's a little old to get hit in the head like that too.
Yeah.
That might have done him in.
Shattered jaw at the
Oh,
fucking
for sure. At the least. I mean, I'm looking at
Twins
that right
fucking
now.
Cubs game.
Oh,
That's like
man.
Anderson Silva hitting him with a left hook. Look
Damn.
at that.
Yeah.
Snatch. That guy caught one. Oh! Oh! To the mug.
At the Indians game, dude. In
Oh,
Cleveland. You're in
my
fucking
God.
Cleveland.
Look at that guy laughing. Look at the
I
guy with the
know.
glasses. He's like, bro, this is sick.
Look at that lady just looking with like morbid curiosity.
Yeah, that lady's a psycho.
Yeah, dude.
Look at her. She's staring down that bat.
Oh, this is on. This like shows your true, your
Oh
deepest
my
layer.
God. Oh my God.
Solid photos to snag too.
What's
Yeah,
that?
that's
oh,
The
amazing.
photographer getting all that caught still
Yeah.
without
It's-
all the movement.
Every single one of those photographers went, dude, I got that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
Well, they have
Yeah.
to be on point for that, right? They've got to be ready. That does happen. Jesus Christ. How
Dude, I mean-
that guy's a fucking
That
hero.
is amazing.
Look at the size of the John Cena arms on that
mean,
motherfucker. That guy's a tank.
This guy blew it.
Imagine if he was doing like, yeah, really. You got that, bro?
Well, that looks like it's his kid. He's,
Oh, yeah.
Here's right
Yeah.
before.
It's definitely his boy.
Kid doesn't even see it.
Ah,
Look at the
dude.
kid's face.
It's like, what?
He's playing Fruit
That guy's
Ninja.
using the force.
That
up
might
there.
not be his kid.
No.
Yeah, there's a. Well, no, I think they're sitting next to
There's
it.
two
That's his
kids.
boy,
Look at the
dude.
little girl. The little girl next to him, smart as fuck. Look at her.
I thought it was his
She's
mom.
like, down.
Oh, maybe.
It might be the mom. Whoever it is, they just ducked. I doubt it's
camera.
the mom.
Yeah, let's camera.
True,
right?
yeah.
Not a good idea.
Oh, that's the row in front of them. That's what that is.
Right,
It's not
you're right.
next to
It's
him.
not his
So
mom.
the dude is next to him.
The black dude up there, like, oh.
I think moms have a thing innately where they can't, like, they genuinely can't get out of the way. Like, they'll
Yeah.
just stick their head in the
Yeah.
way.
You ever drive with your mom in the car?
Yeah, dude.
Anytime.
Yeah, they put their hand over
Yeah.
it.
Every single time.
It's
And
pretty
it's
sweet, actually. It's very nice.
My
Yeah.
wife does that to me sometimes.
It's very sweet.
I'm like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, are you serious?
I've never
That
done that.
little, that little bitch ass move. How much strength do you think you have that way? Almost none. Like, how much resistance do you have that?
Did you
How
ever
good's
test
your
it out?
backstroke?
Did you ever test it? Did you ever, like, buck her arm? Like,
No.
dude, don't do that. You're going to
She's
hurt
only
yourself.
done it a couple times, but She does it with the kids. It's just a natural thing to do with the
Yeah,
kids
man.
when they're hitting the brakes. But it's just like you have zero power that way.
Yeah, focus on the
instinct.
fucking road, dude.
Like,
Hold the steering wheel.
How much can you stop going in that direction with your arm outstretched like that and you weigh 130 pounds? Like,
Yeah.
what do you fucking
I mean, this is going to be a very dark statement, but I don't know.
What?
That means every single time a mom's in a car accident with her kid,
Yeah.
a severe one, she did go like this.
Yeah.
And the last thing she felt was, oh, he's going out.
Yeah.
He's out the windshield.
Oh, when I
Anyway.
was a kid, we didn't wear seatbelts. Nobody wore seatbelts.
No one did. We used to all pretend. We would laugh. My parents would be like, you guys clicked in, and we'd all go click with our, like, make the
Yes.
noise with our mouths. They'd be like, ha ha, and they would laugh. My dad and my uncle, they cut their, when they started beeping, they just cut their seatbelts off and plugged them in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Seatbelts were gay.
Dude.
Now they're not.
I still.
I don't know what happened. Whoever did seatbelts at
It used to
fucking
be
PR,
if you wore a seatbelt, you were a pussy.
Kind of a pussy.
Yeah, like if you were a cool guy in a muscle car movie, you didn't have a seatbelt.
When did
Ah,
that
dude.
change? What happened?
Even
Paul
today,
Crash
I'll
test
notice
Paul Walker.
dudes would be driving in cars
Something.
and
It's
they're
actually
not wearing
tough.
seatbelts. You know?
Fast and the Furious might have been seatbelt propaganda.
Yeah. Might have been the CCP.
It could have been the
They
seatbelt.
manufacture all the seatbelts. dude.
True.
Probably do.
This
Bro.
you come up with this stuff?
Bro, this is deep. The
Paul
rabbit
Walker.
hole.
Seatbelt, China. Hold on, Jamie, will you find that old woman getting hit in the face with a basketball?
No, we're done.
No, I want to see this lady get hit in the face. It's a very funny video, and then we can find a new topic.
There's nothing like rodeo guys getting stomped.
Well, that's actually like
Death.
brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
But if
running
you
the
want to watch
bulls.
somebody get hit by something? Oh,
Yeah,
running
see,
with
it's
the bulls
funny,
is
right?
rough.
Running the bulls, though, that's rodeo guys. You're at least like, this is a sport. All this,
It's
those
a
dudes
sport where there's only one person knows they're
boy.
participating. So
running the bulls
she
has
gets-
it coming.
How does she get hit?
So it'll happen once, and then it gets zoomed in just so you can see it.
Okay.
That's in real time.
Oh.
Right in the mug. Oh, she wasn't looking.
Oh, no.
She wasn't looking at all.
Oh.
Looking at Facebook.
Oh, it was like a chain email.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Dude, look. Oh, fuck. Fuck, dude.
Everybody's just like,
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Look at him. Look at him.
dude, on the
fuck,
beak.
fuck.
On the
Oh, dude.
That shit is so bad.
He was trying to block it.
Boom.
She didn't even know it happened.
Oh, my God.
Took a shot well, though.
Oh.
That makes me happy. She's all right. A basketball, you're all right.
Yeah,
sure?
that's Marsha Brady at the worst.
Oh, she could have
Basketball, yeah.
whiplash. She could have whiplash easy. Let's see what happened. Does she stay in the game? She's supposed to stand up with her arms over here like, "Ah."
Look at her. Look at she's smiling. She's already
smiling.
laughing.
She took it. She
She's
took it well.
smiling. She took it well.
She loves the
You're
Charlotte.
right.
She loves
You're
the
right. It
Charlotte
is a
Hornets.
basketball. One more time, Jamie. Really?
Yeah, it's the Hornets. And by the way, Hornets ball. Hornets ball.
Hornets get the ball back, dude. Fuck the Kings. Sacramento versus Charlotte. You get popped in the face. Trying to watch the Kings Hornets.
It's 6 seats too. She's not even paying attention.
6 seats.
What year
Yeah,
was that?
she was looking at her Facebook.
That was recent.
2015.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Cousins was with the Kings.
Sucks.
Running of the Bulls, though, those are fun dudes.
Have you
Get
seen an
rocked.
old person that's paying attention to their phone? They get hit by something. They're always on Facebook.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you're saying
Yeah,
if? I thought you said
for
have.
sure.
Yeah.
It's Facebook. That's the platform. That's all old people.
Geezers love Facebook.
They
Yeah.
love it. Why is that?
Fucking rules.
I know, but
you're a
why?
geezer,
but
dude,
why
just-
is it for? Is it political arguments? Like, what are they
Political
getting into?
arguments, you're like, what happened to everybody I knew ever?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, this is what they're up to? Nice. Your kids look great.
Do you ever catch an ex stalking your Facebook?
I don't have Facebook. I got rid of it.
You don't have one?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
rid
I
of
don't
it.
have mine
For
either.
you. Good for you.
I had one. I deleted it, and then I got a new one because I wanted to like see a group, but I never go on.
It's
it
important
anymore.
for open micers because that's the only way you can fight all the other comics in the
Yeah.
local scenes Facebook page. Everybody just fights in there.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
dude, when you go off of Facebook for like years and go back on, it's kind of eerie because then you see people writing the same kind of stuff like 2 years later, and you go, "Whoa, that's kind of fucked up."
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big time suck.
It's definitely a time suck. They're so addictive. All these social media
Yeah.
apps are so
Yeah.
addictive.
Watching people get fat on it's nice.
Yeah.
You slow. You get to go back in their pictures and watch the trend. You go, "Oh man!" You go back to 2014, like, "Let's go to the present." You go, "Ooh, boy."
Ooh, you got sad. You were sad for a few years, and I could see it.
Well, during COVID, how many people just developed heavy drinking problems?
Yeah, that must have been kind of fun to watch during COVID. Just people's unhinged Facebook.
Idiots.
Yeah, I had friends who just were drinking wine every night. Every night. And they're like, I think we got a problem.
Yeah.
Wine every night's. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're polishing off
Just
2
hanging
bottles
out.
a night.
Just, no, I know. That's what I mean. Just
Yeah.
crushing.
Yeah, by
That's
yourself,
nuts.
trapped
Dude,
in your house.
That was so fucked up. We got trapped in our houses.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Dude,
I mean,
I miss it. I loved it so much.
really?
Did you?
Dude, I was at my parents' house.
That kind of rules.
Dude,
yeah.
I got NCAA 14. I was playing Xbox in my parents' basement. Shit ruled.
You didn't feel like a loser at all?
How could you? No one's doing anything.
Yeah, no fair.
That's the best part.
That's the best part.
No
right?
one's doing anything.
Right.
You could be a loser.
You're allowed to fuck off.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone was fucking off. It's like the world got a vacation.
Yeah.
Turns out the economy doesn't work that way.
Turns out it is going to backfire
It's
quite a
real
bit.
bad.
I'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
But outside of missing the days in the basement, dude,
True.
this was 2 years ago. I was in my parents' basement. My mom would be like, dinner.
Isn't it crazy that
I'd
2
run
years
up the
ago that
steps,
happened?
eat dinner.
2 years ago, we were all scared, locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, dude. I just had my first kid, and I had to make the call and just be like, "Nah, fuck this stuff, dude." And my wife's like, "If you fucking get this wrong," I'm like, "Nah, dude, don't worry."
What do you mean?
Just being like, I checked out the death rates, and I'm like, "Bro, the odds are pretty good. We'll be fine."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well," and I looked as soon as I looked up the age, I was like, "Oh, dude, don't worry about this." But it was like, dude, she was like, "You can't go out." She, we just she was in like primal fear mode, and I had to be like, "Trust me, dude, I can go out and go cop
It's
these
very
mushroom
lucky that
chocolates."
it's not scary at all for kids.
Yeah, no, it's
Very lucky.
It's fucking it's ideal.
Yeah, the flu is worse for a lot of kids.
Well, this is my thing. This is
I'm
what
gonna
I.
whiz. You guys talk.
This is my
vaccines.
thing, dude. Here's my thing, dude. It's like once they figured out it. Thank you, brother. Once they figured out it fucked like the older people up big time. If I'm 80 years old, I'd like to think I would be like, yeah, I'll take it. But if you're like, I wouldn't tell my grandkids if they didn't know what it was.
They thought in the beginning that it was going to stop transmission, stop people from getting infected, and that it was safe and effective.
Yeah.
And so it made sense that everybody's like, you got to get
Get it? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it made sense. It
Yeah.
totally made the hysteria makes sense. People weren't given the best information. Do you ever see the CEO of Pfizer talk about it now? It's crazy the way he describes it. He goes 1 to 2 shots. See if you can find this, Jamie. He goes 1 to 2 shots gives you very little protection, if any at all. And the 3rd shot gives you reasonable protection from hospitalization and death.
That's what he's saying now.
That's what he said in some sort of a speech. I don't know when this was, but to hear him say it that way, I was like, I have never heard you say it this way before. I've never heard anybody say it this way before.
Yeah, again, it's hard to make heads or tails of it, but I don't know. When it came out, I was like, wait, I'm also scared of needles. So when it came out, I was like, nah, I'll wait.
Is that it right here?
2 doses are not enough for Omicron.
The 3rd dose, quite good protection against deaths and decent protection against hospitalization.
What the fuck does decent mean though? From
Yeah,
like,
that's
decent.
It's weird to hear him say it though.
It'd be like, you'll be kind of stoked on it. It's like, thanks, dude. But this is, I mean, again, I don't know. It's hard to know it's true, but isn't it like a lot of the stuff are independent people allowed to replicate the studies Pfizer does, or are they not allowed to?
Well, they don't give you the actual raw data. They give you, like when they do peer-reviewed studies on with peer-reviewed reviews of data that the vaccine companies provide them, they don't get access to the raw data. They get access to the data that the scientific people that work for the pharmaceutical companies release.
Yeah.
They don't get all the studies. They don't get, the vaccine companies are allowed, or pharmaceutical companies rather, with any sort of thing they do, they're allowed to, is this it here? Okay, play it here.
Version that will be effective against Omicron as well. It's not that will not be effective against the other variants, but against Omicron as well. And the hope is that we will achieve something that will have way, way better protection, particularly against infections, because the protection against the hospitalizations and the severe diseases, it is reasonable right now with the current vaccines, as long as you are having, let's say, the 3rd dose. This vaccine will be ready in
Yeah, that's
March.
not it.
Can't understand what he's saying.
I'm trying to find, I know he's...
Nate Diaz on me.
Nice.
But now they're finding out that the new one, this bivalent vaccine, the new data shows that it's no more effective than the other vaccine.
Well, did you ever get into the antidepressant stuff? How that, like the serotonin
Oh,
hypothesis, that you're allowed to do as many studies as you want, and if you get the one that kind of like is statistically significant, then you can be like, all right, that's our one.
Yeah.
Run it, and it's like you could have like 800 dogs and have one good one and be like, we got the numbers. Go ahead.
Exactly.
It's fucked up, and it's never been, as far as I know, the whole hypothesis hasn't been like proven to like even if you use like clinical significance, like does it actually work in theory? Like, because when they're doing like p-values and shit, you can fuck around with math and just get like, oh, it's 0.05, and it's like, well, cool.
Yeah, no, they
I fucking hate p-values.
Dude, it doesn't make any sense.
They bailed on the concept that it's a chemical imbalance. They said there's no evidence that it's a chemical imbalance.
Are we talking depression?
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
That
was the thing that they'd always said about the reason why SSRIs work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it combats a chemical chemical imbalance. But now, find the paper that shows that there's no real evidence that there's a chemical imbalance.
Did they ever figure out when did they start putting kids on this stuff?
Oh man,
True.
When did Columbine happen?
they've looked at that stuff before.
Because that seems kind of...
Well, there was Chantix. Chantix was the anti-smoking, I think, one, and that like there was a lawsuit for that. That was like
when
really
have school
fucking people
shootings
up.
really skyrocketed? Is it?
Dude, all I'm saying is I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say lie about the SSRI thing, but it was like, dude, they didn't give the full picture on those. Then there was OxyContin.
Depression is not caused by chemical imbalance in the brain.
Yeah, dude.
We don't know how antidepressants work. There is no convincing evidence that depression is caused by serotonin abnormalities. Many people take antidepressants believing their depression has a biochemical cause. Research does not support this belief. The notion that antidepressants work by elevating serotonin levels is not supported by the evidence. Whoa.
Dude, they gave these and the side effects of these things are fucked up. They're very bad.
This is what's crazy. Carries, look at this. Major depression is one of the most common psychological disorders affecting more than 23 million adults and adolescents each year. It carries economic costs in the hundreds of billions and is a major risk factor for suicide. The causes of depression have not been debated, yet a common explanation holds the culprit is chemical imbalance in the brain. This notion emerged, not coincidentally, in the late 80s with the introduction of Prozac. Jesus Christ. A drug that appeared to help in treating depression by increasing the levels of the brain transmitter serotonin. So it makes you feel better. And so they said, oh, you must have a chemical imbalance. They just juice people up, juice them up with serotonin. Like, yay. And that makes you feel better.
Yeah,
I'm all right with it.
It's fucked.
With what?
Just fuck it, dude. You're in a cubicle. Jack it up, dude.
Take that shit.
Take fucking heroin.
How many people do you know that are on Prozac? It looks like a good time.
Almost everyone.
Everyone you know is on Prozac?
I think a lot of people are on.
I think a third of women are on.
Women
on
crush that shit.
Think something like an antidepressant. I think it's a third of women.
I bet you feel great.
Well,
anti-anxiety.
I think it dulls you after. I think at first it's like nice, and then it dulls you. And from what I've heard, you just stop feeling stuff about anything. And then you need to keep upping the dose, and it increases your weight gain. Because then you got to keep making all this serotonin. And I think serotonin is made from carbohydrates. You need carbs to make it. So people gain weight because they start fucking gorging themselves on snacks.
Oh, really?
And then you get like all this sexual dysfunction, ED.
What about 5-HTP? There's serotonin precursors that you could take.
Maybe, but here's my thing. If they cause erectile dysfunction, how are you going to be happy without a boner?
With SSRIs?
Yes, big time ones. How are you going to be happy without a boner, Pfizer?
For real, every time I've done coke, I've been pretty happy. And
imagine
a boner was nowhere in sight.
Imagine them and Adderall. SSRIs and Adderall together.
You literally don't have a penis.
It'd be an innie.
You forget you took Adderall because you're hammered. You go to the bathroom, and chances are I'm at a football game or a stadium, so there's guys next to me. You know what I mean? You go up to the urinal, you go,
oh, yeah.
This can't get out. News of this cannot spread.
You're pissing all over your underwear.
It's unbelievable.
Over the lip.
Yo, your dick is fucking this big.
You got to break the plane at that point. At that point, you're going all the way in. Your dick breaks the plane.
Penis going up. You're pissing up. That's how small your dick is, dude.
Prozac and Adderall could result in serotonin syndrome, a potentially serious condition. Unless closely monitored by a doctor, you should not take Adderall and Prozac together.
Yeah.
Oh.
You probably shouldn't take any of this shit.
Yeah, well, my dude.
Let's just try and have a good time.
I'm pretty sure anxiety and depression are baked into the human experience. I don't think you can get away from them.
Yeah, you sound like a good Catholic.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's what being Catholic's all about.
I used to have wicked panic attacks when I was 23, and I was also a gigantic piece of shit. And it was the thing that like made me start thinking about my life. I was like shocking in my. I was just like, and if I had just gotten medication, I just would have kept being a giant piece of shit. So I'm always
Yeah.
like, but sometimes you got to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to slough through that stuff.
Yeah.
I was a fucking.
How'd you pull out of
piece
it?
Shit, I just fucking had to come to grips with the fact I was going to die eventually. I was
Well, when you say a piece of shit, you were just.
Dude, I was just
What
a
were you doing?
monster, bro.
What were you taking?
It wasn't even that. I was just.
What were you doing?
Just like selling drugs. I was
Slinging
young.
drugs?
Oh, you were selling
Yeah, I was
drugs.
a bad kid. And I had no
Oh.
excuse. I had like, I wasn't like I was like my back to the wall. It was just like, I just like got a couple jobs. And like, I don't like this. I was like, I
Yeah.
should sell drugs.
What kind of drugs are you selling?
Pretty much everything.
Really?
Weed was the mainstay. But then I started like I got coerced into pill. I didn't even know what pills did. So I like my friends would talk me into going and like finding pills for them. Turned into a whole thing, dude. It was bad news.
How'd you get out of it?
Just stopped eventually.
Wow.
It stopped. Yeah.
Patreon podcast took off. Now we're good. Thank you, Patreon.
No, it was. I had
That's
like
amazing.
I didn't know what pills did, and I remember watching a whole, not even a whole, but like it was an apartment complex, and there was these 2 buildings full of like all these kids who were living there. And it's a long story, but like I somehow got my hands on like Watson Pharmaceutical like jugs of fucking. They were Vicodins, and like they were just. I thought
love that I somehow got my hands on jugs of
Something
Vicodins.
happened.
That's never happened to me. Weird.
I've never stumbled
been, like-
upon any jugs of
Never
Vicodins.
opened up a cabinet.
Dude.
Look at these jugs.
I don't think I've ever seen a Vicodin.
What's a jug of Vicodin? How many are we talking?
Dude, it's when you're at the pharmacy and you look behind the counter, it's those big boys.
Oh, like a whey protein bottle?
Yes.
Like one of them big
Vicodin.
scoop protein things?
Yeah.
How much was that worth?
Millions.
Well, at the time, it was.
You're going to jail. You're talking about this on the podcast. You're fucked.
Statute of limitations.
What is the statute of limitations?
I don't know.
Statute of limitations.
Statute
of limitations, dude. I'm in the clear.
Shade's got the shades on.
It's time.
It's over. Okay, here we go.
But no, it was.
Mushrooms kicked
That's
in.
basically the thing. I was just a fucking
Turn on the
nightmare.
jets.
Do 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 do.
That was the thing.
So you statute of limitations. You're
before,
good.
this is before the statute.
The
Before the
get him with that.
statute.
The French gave us this.
I was laying in bed just going, what the fuck am I doing with my fucking life? Having panic attacks.
Yeah.
And it forced me to be like, yeah, it's probably a pretty bad idea. Everything.
So
I got
how'd you phase out of it?
I just stopped. It made me develop like a sense of like, yeah, this is fucking other people up. And I like saw people getting fucked up. And I'm like, I'm going to stop doing this.
And you kept getting robbed at gunpoint.
And I kept getting robbed at gunpoint.
How many times did you get robbed at gunpoint?
Twice.
Whoa.
Yeah, twice. Twice.
After the first time, you're like, this is never going to happen again.
After the first time I went back, the plug robbed me at gunpoint. And he was like, I won't do it again. I was like, okay.
You said yes, Daddy.
The plug? What's the plug?
The dude who's your supplier.
Oh, your supplier robbed you at gunpoint.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a mess. I would give him money and he would go get them. And then one time he came back without them, and I was like, dude, just have them. I was so scared of these guys. And I was like, you can just keep it all. I don't care. And he was like, how do I know you didn't set me up? And he pulled a gun out on me, and I was like, ugh. And my roommate walked down and went, ah! And
Oh,
they
Jesus.
both just ran out. But yeah.
And so then you tried to buy from him again?
No, I told him, he like, time passed, and he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I found out who actually robbed me. He's like, if you could come back, I'll take care of you, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'll like make it worth your while, and you'll never have to put any money up ever again. So
And then
I was
what
like-
happened?
I just went back, started, you know.
And then he
And then what
happened to
happened?
just pull his gun off.
Then apparently he got in trouble for, I think he tried to shoot at somebody. So I went back to pay him back one time, and then some guy was like, nah, he's in jail. He tried to shoot someone.
But he tried to, you said he pulled the gun on you twice.
Once. A different guy pulled a gun on me.
But you said he would never do it again.
He didn't. He was true to his word.
So that guy would never do it again.
He
Or
was
the other
shoot-
guy did it.
Some other guy. It was some guy. I was in a house, and a guy came in with a gun. That stunk.
What was this about?
Weed. Pounds.
They just said, give me your weed?
Yeah, it was like kind of like one of those things where like a guy comes in, he goes, "Oh my God, some guy happened to be behind me with a gun. Everyone get down!" And I was sitting there like, "This is bullshit." So then he like just took the money, took like the weed, and then he was like, just like, "Who the fuck, you know?" Blah, blah, blah. He started telling me like I was on his territory, and I was like, "Dude, come on, man." And I just sat there and he just talked for like 2 minutes, and he was like, "If you guys try to look out the window, there's people outside. They're gonna shoot you." He took all of our cell phones. I did have $1,000 behind my back though. I didn't tell him about, so I got to keep that.
That's pretty sweet.
That was pretty
A
tough.
lot of people would have lost their composure. Thankfully, that other guy pulled his gun on you before, so you were...
Dude, know what happens though is you lose, everything slows down, and you're able to like. I was in that the first time I just shit my pants. The second time I was like looking at the kid who I never met before, who I knew kind of set this up because I watched one kid I knew like be in a real state of fear, and I watched this other guy pretending to be scared, all while this guy in a ski mask was like whoa, 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 with a gun, and it was just like. Fuck, I really hope. Like the part of my brain, like I might get shot, just went offline. And I was able to watch and be like, I'm gonna fucking kill this little motherfucker when this guy, you know, blah blah blah. But
And so how long after that did you stop?
a couple years. I was chasing the bag, dude.
For real.
Oh my god.
I got robbed. I didn't make any money. I got robbed constantly. I was too trusting. I got robbed I got robbed by Club one time. Club Point. It sucked.
Club.
These guys just were like, "We'll bash your."
Irishman with a shillelagh.
It's like, oh, you better give me the weed. What's that weed you got, Matt McCusker?
Not again. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
so,
He's a non-violent drug dealer.
Yeah.
So how did you how did you start making money when you quit?
I always worked in construction and stuff too. I'd always have a side gig, so I never depended on one too much. So I could always say like "fuck you" to my job if I didn't like it, and if things got like weird, I could be like, "I'm not gonna do." I would chill. So I had a kind of like hybrid approach.
And how did you get into podcasting?
I was just a comedian. Me and Shane were just living together. I'm like, dude, can we please do a podcast? I'm fucking dying here, dude. Please do
I was playing video games. I was like, yeah, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, I was just. I mean, I was.
What is it called again, in case we forget?
Matt and Shane's secret podcast.
There you go.
But yeah, man, that was it's not the way. That was not the way.
No, it doesn't sound like the way.
But I was.
Sounds like you got some good stories out of it though, and you lived
pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. But I was living according to a fucked up system, and it was like things called mental disorders got me out of it. That's what I'm trying to say. We're like, dude, my body was like, this is fucked up.
Dude, when you were crying, tell that story.
Which one?
When you were crying after you tried to sell real estate.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and I became a realtor too. I was 19. I was a realtor. I was like selling Percocets. I'm like, I'm gonna become a realtor and really expand my empire. Imagine a 19-year-old kid trying to sell your house.
Jesus.
I had like a shaved head, and I would come in and like. People would just be like, yeah, we're not going to use you. And I'd cry in my car and be like, fuck, it's so fucking hard.
You said we weren't going to use you? We're going to buy the house, but we won't use you?
They would say they were going to use me, and then I would be like, sweet, I'm about to make $4,000. And I would like take a credit card and max it out, being like, payday's coming. And then they'd be like, yeah, we're actually going with someone else. And I'd be like, fuck, I'm fucking ruined.
Isn't that a dirty move in the real estate world?
Yeah, but but what happens?
He's 19. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Well, in real estate, what people do is they go, we'll get you, like, what did the other guy say he can get you for your house? And they'll go pie in the sky. Because you'll just go, oh yeah, that sounds better, but then they know it's not gonna sell for that, but they sign you into the contract, and they just slowly lower you down, which kind of fucks you, because that like first week's kind of important. If they see you've lowered the price, then they go, oh, they're open to negotiation. Don't get me started, bro. I'm a fucking certified fucking realtor. Right?
You and Tim Dillon should do a podcast just on real estate,
dude. I remember I was like, I'm gonna start being a grown up and reading the newspaper, and I open it up, and it was like subprime mortgage crisis, and I was like, what the fuck's that?
That's Tim.
Was he a realtor too?
It's all his fault.
Oh, dude, he was all over that.
He was a subprime mortgage guy.
Was he really?
Yeah, that's what he did.
He fucked me.
No, he had like
he was in Long Island.
Yeah,
didn't Tim have like houses?
Yeah,
that he was in.
Well, he had one house that got repossessed.
Repoed.
Yeah, he bought it for. I think he
That's
bought
so
it for
funny.
like $600,000 when he was 21 years old, worth nothing. And then they took it from him, and then it sold for $250,000. So it was like right after 2008, everything crashed. He lost everything.
Yeah.
But he's like, why the fuck did they sell me a house?
I mean, he's exactly right.
they're
The
giving
way
them out
he
to everyone.
describes the city, we did a podcast together recently, his podcast that we filmed here. But the way he describes it, it's funny.
listened.
He's like,
That was a
all
good
Yeah,
episode.
he goes, everybody's at fault. You knew
Yeah.
you couldn't fucking buy that house.
True.
Like, why are you trying to buy that house when you don't have a job? And they sold you the house. Like, whoa, okay. And then
Yeah.
they took it from you, and you're a victim. He's like, come
Yeah.
on, you shouldn't have bought that house.
Fair's fair.
But that's looking at it one way. Another way is looking at it like some family that like scrapes together money and the bank convinces them this can work
Yes.
out, and then their fucking rates go through the roof, and then they can't afford their house anymore. And now they're fucked.
Yeah, it is kind of like once it's like the house is $400,000, even if you have good credit, you're like, how much we're gonna pay them? It doesn't make any sense. And they're like,
Yeah.
over 30 years, you're gonna pay $400,000 in interest. And you're like, "Oh, whatever, man. I don't.
You crying in front of that real estate thing was that was one of our very close. That was like our bonding story.
Oh yeah.
Him like sitting out there. He said he was crying after a deal didn't go through, and a guy drove by on a bike. And you
No,
were like,
that was
pussy.
No, that was
While
when
you were
I.
crying, you're
That
like,
was when I got divorced. I used to go
Yes, this
every
is right when
day
we met.
to my house that I was living in when I was married, and I'd walk the dog from my ex-wife because like she was at work, and I didn't want to like fuck her over.
You
so I'm
love
like,
the
don't
dog,
worry. I
too.
fucking love the dog, bro. They Kita, fuck man. I get choked up about that.
It's a great dog.
My wife knows it. She's like, how's the dog? I go, don't fucking bring that up, dude.
Chances are this is gonna reach that dog's ear.
The what?
What you're saying right now.
She showed me a picture.
Your
the other
dog's at
day.
home right now. It's gonna go.
Don't, dude. Don't do it. But yeah, I used to drive. I would go there. I'd walk the dog. I'd walk through the house, and I'd be like, God, I'm a fucking piece of shit. And then I'd drive home and cry the whole way home. And then I saw a guy jogging, and I was like crying in my car, and I was like, pussy out of the window. Like, I called him a pussy. I was trying to make myself feel better. And he just like looked at me like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
dude?
we had the same
It's
sort
like,
of.
nice shorts, pussy.
I bombed at Helium. I was driving back to our house, and there was just like a finance bro on a bike, and I was just driving by him, and I was like, pussy, and I hit a red light, and I saw him flying, dude, for like a mile. I saw this dude like pedaling to catch up to me. My windows were down, and I had a thought. I was like, do I pull the window up? I was like, no. I get whatever he's about to give me. I genuinely had that thought. I was like, he deserves it. Dude, he stuck his head in my window, and he goes, nice car, you fucking faggot. And then I went, and we both started laughing. And he pedaled away, and I was like, yeah. He laughed. He was
that's
like,
funny.
I mean, as soon as he hit me with what he said, and I didn't react by like, yeah, right, I laughed. When he said it, I was like, yo. Dude, I can't believe you said that. And he hit me with like a...
That's hilarious.
It was such a nice
That's
moment.
a good exchange.
It was a genuine nice exchange.
Yeah, like
Seriously.
aggressive exchange, but you both walked away feeling good.
We both... for no reason, I was just leaving Helium. I saw a guy on a bike, and I was like, nice bike, fucking loser. And he caught up. He goes, nice piece of shit car, you fucking...
Yeah,
and he hit it.
We used to yell out of car windows constantly.
Yelling at a car. We used to live
So fun.
on Drexel's campus.
Oh, my
And it was
God.
back like right when the woke stuff was starting. It was the most fun shit in the world. We'd leave open mics. I'd be drunk just sitting out of a car. We'd pull up to a light. There'd be college students. I'd be like, excuse me, could you please check your privilege? Could you please check your fucking privilege? And people were like, oh. It was so fun.
The reactions were unbelievable. They would get like pissed, but what the it was
Yeah,
it would
people would
confuse the
spaz.
fuck out of them. Fuck you, dude.
Dude, there's this hilarious exchange with this dude who I guess is like this right-wing comedian. He goes to one of these Ukraine protests, and he brings a homeless guy, and he says, my wife's boyfriend is homeless. You know, why don't you help him and the homeless people here? And this guy, like, legitimately tries to engage him. Like, why are we sending all this money to Ukraine? We have this homeless problem right here. My wife's boyfriend's homeless. And he's got this dude with his shirt off, and he's like shaking his cup with change in it. Like, come on, man, give me some money. I'm like, we donate some money to him? And the guy like tries to engage
explain.
about the problems with Ukraine, and we have a legitimate problem with Ukraine.
I mean, what else do you do? I mean,
but this guy is like that liberal robot zombie repeating shit that he saw on CNBC, just saying it.
He's got no shot. If somebody comes with a homeless dude and starts fucking with you, if they're a tag team,
yeah, fuck.
You and a homeless dude roll up and start fucking with people.
It's just funny watching this guy trying to engage with like these liberal
actually.
Ukraine talking points. You know what Russia's done is this is it right here. Like, give me some volume on this.
Oh my god.
Oh,
we want America to send more money to Ukraine. What about this homeless man? My wife's boyfriend.
I need help.
Don't you think he needs help?
I need help.
Look at this guy.
This is a rally in support of Ukraine.
Yeah, but what about the homeless people right here in America?
We have problems in America.
Don't you think $100 billion to Ukraine is a lot?
In this case, I'm simply asking this of Congress. Are you asking Congress for this?
Yeah, I think they should help the homeless instead of giving hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine.
Putin has been threatening to attack other countries, including the United States.
Do you have any money? Do you want to give him any money?
Putin has been threatening to attack other countries, including the United States. Like,
Give me some of that Ukraine money.
That's fucked up, dude.
But he's struggling.
Damn.
Hilarious. That shit's hilarious. Just watching that guy actually try to engage him. Actually, Putin has been threatening
Well, that
to
guy's
invade other
gone.
countries.
That guy's gone. Anybody out there is gone.
Yeah.
That guy's gone too.
Well, which the guy who's doing the video?
No, maybe, but the guy, the guy holding up a Ukraine American flag that's an insane person.
Yeah, kind of an autist too, a little bit. But
City council meetings and fucks
or maybe not though. He might just be clammed up.
Something's wrong with him.
What percentage of people do you think like genuinely can't think for
You see
themselves?
how this guy grab it?
That is terrifying.
A lot of people can't think for themselves. And not only that, but they've had jobs where they've been forced to like all day, every day, follow the rules, listen to the boss, be told when to show up, what to do, and you just get into this drone mindset. And then there becomes an ideology that everybody in your business shares. And you have to share that ideology or you get pushed out into the fringes of the social group.
And that's
the attachment
stuff fucks people up.
It fucks people up. And then, you know, they say, well, a good way to get brownie points is to tell people I protested. I protested.
Yeah.
I'm going to show up. I'm going to let everybody know that I'm with the cause.
Yeah, that was the Milgram experiments were fucked up. Like 2/3 of the people just let him. They were like, "Yeah, I'll just shock this guy."
What is the Milgram experience?
That was the one where they were like, the guy in a lab coat would be like, "Turn up the voltage now." Like a guy,
it'd be a guy in another room.
as an authority figure, he'd be like, "Turn it up now," and then they'd be like, the guy would be like, "No, help, please, it hurts," and the people would be like sweating and like, they didn't want to do it on some level, but for some reason they just kept obeying this guy. Like if he was like an authority figure, being like,
he's
"Do
wearing
it,
a lab coat.
Do it now, yeah." You must do that. He didn't yell or anything. Like, you must do this. And they were like, fuck, man. And they were like, and only like 2/3, I think a third of the people went like, fuck this, dude. This is fucked up.
Yeah, they would make it so the guy in the other room would pass out or die.
Yeah.
Like he would go from screaming and screaming and screaming, and then towards the end, the guy would be silent. And they'd be like, shock him again. And these people off the street would be like,
it was like an overwhelming amount of people would just obey this guy, mindlessly obey an authority figure.
Do you think that's some program shit from back when we were hunter-gatherers? We just had
Probably.
to follow rules. You had to listen to the chief.
Probably. Because, if you got kicked out, you would die. If they're like, yo, buzz off, you would die.
Yeah, there's a thing that people have where they look to authority. That's why the Trump thing was so interesting. Because, like, he's like this big, larger-than-life character that has confidence. And he's telling you what's going on. I'm your leader. I'm the best leader. Best one you've ever had. And he's doing this, and everybody's like, yes! And you find out, like, the problems with the education system, the chickens have come home to roost, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's millions of dummies. Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dummies in this country.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
They would take so much to boost them out of dummyhood. So much.
Yeah, you can't.
You could exploit them.
You have to do kids. You can't take adults and, like, shatter their worldview or be like, two things can be true simultaneously. The average is going to go, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Some adults can handle it. Some adults can grow, but it's hard to grow when you're working all day. And if you're working all day in a place where you have to follow the rules and you have to like stay in that mindset that we're talking about and be a part of that ideology, very hard to stray outside of it.
Yeah.
Because who are you going to tell? Who are you going to pull aside? You know, if you're in one of those right-wing Christian groups and, you know, and you go, well, maybe if someone gets raped, they shouldn't have to carry a kid.
Yeah.
And then they all surround you.
Yeah.
You're talking about murdering an innocent human life. Murdering.
Your whole family's being like, we're going to fuck you up.
It's like the fucking the Westboro chick that got out of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She was on this. She was on fucking Howard Stern's Hollywood Squares.
Really?
It's one of my favorite things. You ever see those Hollywood Squares?
No.
It was the
Megan
funniest.
Phelps was on that?
Yeah, it was the Phelps. I think their block was gay haters. It was like them. It was like
and she got
Gilbert
out.
Gottfried,
Yeah.
Daniel Carver.
Yeah.
One block was just called The Retards. It was, I mean, it was nuts.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Look, what he did, I mean, look, people to this day, they make fun of Howard Stern because of who he is now and the way he behaves now. That guy's the man. He was the fucking pioneer. When he was the king of all media and he was telling everybody to suck his dick and the FCC was going after him, the government was fining him.
Yeah.
They were fining his businesses fucking millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And he was out there doing wild shit on the radio.
He was putting a Klansman on with fucking Young Thug or
and
not
now,
Young Thug.
And now he's woke.
Miami.
It's crazy.
Trick Daddy?
Trick Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, he has to be, though, because dude, the skeletons, that guy.
Yeah, look at this.
God hates.
They're doing the Family Feud.
Oh, and she
No,
escaped.
there's also Hollywood Squares, but yes.
Okay.
They used to bring them back all the time.
You know, what's interesting, too, is that when you talk to Megan Phelps, this woman who left the Westboro Baptist Church, and, you know, she wrote a book, and she's so kind, like so normal and interesting, and she realized she had to get out. And she got out by meeting a guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
Some guy on Twitter was, like, arguing back and forth with her. And so she engages with this guy, and they start having, like, civil conversations, and then they meet, and they wind up marrying.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, she's a little.
She's very nice,
That's
man.
Bonk City, dude.
Yeah, but dude, she's
She was-
very nice.
unfortunately
if you
for
met
her,
her,
and
she's
she's
super
pretty
nice.
lady, nice.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
She's smart.
But she was raised in the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Like that takes for her to get out of that takes. That's crazy.
Well, she knew it was
how nice it would be to
hypocritical.
sink
She
in.
was confronted by actual
shit rocks.
biblical lessons. This guy would like confront her with like actual biblical stuff. So like, this is not what God said. This is not what's in the Bible. Like what they're doing, what Fred Phelps is doing is wrong. It's against Jesus' teaching. And she's like showing. He's
Damn.
showing.
And then he smashed.
And then he smashed her pussy with his penis.
Whoa.
Nice.
They probably got married first.
For sure.
Almost definitely.
Quickly.
But how nice was
Damn,
that
he was
sex,
buttering her
dude?
up with the Proverbs,
How nice
dude.
was that sex?
baby.
Dude, while they're fucking just like,
Glacious.
Song of Songs. 8, 13.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that he did that.
He got her out.
Yeah, you could get sucked into anything. If you're in it when you're young, you get indoctrinated. I mean, that's how every fucking cult does it.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many of them that can do it. They just voice of authority. It just this is the rules. Everybody follows the rules. You know.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. You're literally like, all right, well, fuck it. Everyone else here is killing themselves.
They got young kids badly though, because they somehow hijacked the definition of being cool, and it's like you gotta love government and big corporations, and then you're cool. And all the young kids now, a lot of them are fucking warped on it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think that's sustainable. They're going to get their dreams shattered over and over and over again, and they're going to come out of it on the other side and realize they got fucked.
Yeah.
But the putting your faith in the pharmaceutical drug companies and the government, and then the climate crisis crew that's trying to make money off that, all of it is just like you're carrying water for people that have been stealing money forever and ever and ever on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's fucked
For
up.
fucking sure.
It's fucked
They're
up.
all dirty. That's why it's interesting when you watch this Biden thing. It's like, oh, the machine's in motion.
Oh, with the
machine to get rid of him is in motion.
All they got to do to get rid of him is let him give an interview.
Well, they're letting him talk.
It'll be
now.
gone.
They're letting him do this now. They were hiding him through the entire, like during the presidential campaign. Remember when he was hiding?
Yeah.
Basically hiding. He did one Adderalled up debate.
Trump dog was Adderalled up in the first one.
They're all Adderalled up.
Trump dog was Adderalled up. He wouldn't shut the fuck up. All he had to do to win the debate was shut the fuck up and let Biden talk. And
he did a great job in the second one.
Second one he dominated. First
too
one,
late. It was too late.
It was too late. He acted like a fucking asshole in the first one.
Yep.
And the whole country saw it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was watching it like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
let Biden not be able to talk. That's all you have to do.
He just make facial expressions. He could just went.
The problem also, this is the real problem. The debate format is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
If you are talking to someone who is going to be the president of the United States and you have 5 minutes to say what you're saying, or 30 seconds or a minute, whatever, any kind of time constraint like that is ridiculous. When Lincoln used to give speeches, they would do it outside with no mic for hours.
Yeah.
They would talk for hours and hours and hours about what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then people would sit there and listen to it. And you get an understanding of what the fuck this guy's all about. You don't, you're getting these like, time is up, Mr. President. Your time is up, and he keeps trying to finish the sentence.
No.
How do they not have real-time fact-checking?
Well,
that's the thing that
they
kills
do,
me.
but now all of a sudden that's kind of weird.
Right. Who does it? Snopes.
Exactly.
Well,
They'll fact check
Who
the
does
one
it?
guy and not the other guy, and then you're sitting there going, "Wait, is that true?"
Well,
Yeah,
a lot
true.
of things
It's
were
fucked up.
fact-checked during COVID that turned out to actually be true, and they were fact-checked as false. And now,
Of course.
now we openly admit the true.
Yeah,
This is
but
a
I'm saying
lot.
if they get caught lying
you can't-
during the thing, it should be like, no, that's actually false.
Yeah, but these independent
Buzz.
fact checkers, a lot of the fact checks are very subjective how they view the information.
Yeah.
It's funny too that those debates could be good, but the only guys that are willing to like speak up and say like, there's one from like Ron Paul in like 08. That's like, damn, that was a good. That guy's Yang would come up and like make a good point. The guys that are going to win don't even try to make a good point. They're just up there like.
It would have been very interesting
That's
to see
cute.
if Ron
You
Paul
tried.
won. If Ron Paul won, that would have been very interesting. That would have been very interesting.
I don't even think he was.
He was independent, right? Is that where he?
Yeah, but I don't even think he was. He was nothing.
No, but his ideas about non-interventionalist foreign policy, like it resonated with a lot of people. Like, why are we the police of the
Dude,
world?
he gave that
What
speech
are we doing?
in a debate. They're like something about 9/11, and he went off on like, why do you think it happened?
Yeah.
He's like, why? It was at a Republican convention where everyone was like, boo, shut the fuck up. They hate our freedom. He's like, they don't fucking hate our freedom. It was like a good moment. It ended his career or his bid for the election, but it's pretty sick. He
His
stood
son's
up,
a
tried to give a
badass.
speech.
His son is a badass.
You like Rand?
Yeah.
Is that the guy who was?
I like
Trump dog.
He goes after
Trump
Fauci.
dog got Rand.
Why do you get for? Yeah, that was the guy who's always attacking Fauci. Why
Well,
Trump
he was
dog get
right. He's attacking him about gain of function research, and Fauci's
Yeah,
just
that
up
was
there lying.
That was shady. Like,
Why
well,
did Trump get him?
Yeah, why'd Trump get Rand?
Rand it was in a debate, and he was like, I haven't gone off after your looks at all. And trust
Right.
me, there's a lot of material there.
Rand's handsome. Rand's handsome.
And Rand Paul was just like,
My
what?
looks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about,
Trump
man?
just was like, you're fucking ugly. I haven't made fun of you for being ugly. I could if I wanted to.
He's not even ugly.
I know,
No.
He's a normal dude.
To have that kind of confidence with that head of hair is preposterous.
Well,
Go after people's looks.
Yeah, but it
and
fucks
you're
you up
literally
so much.
wearing a mirage.
Like
Yeah.
Rand Paul was literally like,
Right, he didn't know
it
how to
was a
handle
stunning.
Well, I think they would all approach it very differently now. They're probably like, "Oh, next time I'll get him."
Yeah, they've
They'll
done it
never
already.
get him.
2024, I'm gonna fuck him up.
No, they've all got nasty.
In a soundbite debate, they could never come near him.
No, he's a master performer.
Yeah.
He's a guy who's been speaking publicly forever. Forever.
Yeah, and he's mean.
Yeah, he's
He'll
mean.
go on and be like,
He's
yo, you're
mean.
ugly as fuck.
And he has comedy timing.
Yeah, he does. Fuck.
He'd be in jail. Boom.
That was,
Boom.
I mean, that was in a debate, and the crowd was like, ah.
Boom.
Because you'd be in jail.
Yeah, that was pretty. And you see
Yeah.
the moment when he thinks of it, his eyebrows kind of
Yeah.
wiggle. I was like,
when he
fuck,
got
man.
Hillary Clinton, it was when he got Rosie O'Donnell. You could see him
Oh.
because what's her name? Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. Yeah.
She's like
Had him,
asking it.
dude.
She's
Yeah.
like, I got you on this. You've called women this. You've called women this.
Not all
you can
women.
see him go,
Yeah.
and he adjusts the mic, dude. As soon as he knows it, he goes, only Rosie O'Donnell. And the place is
Yeah. Let's
there it is, dude.
And disgusting animals.
Got it.
Your Twitter account.
Only
has
Rosie
several-
O'Donnell.
For the record.
Over.
Destroyed.
What did she say though? For the
It
record.
was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Your Twitter.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
Just somebody telling you facts.
It's
and you're
also
like, shut the fuck up.
Super hot lawyer Megyn
Yeah.
Kelly, the prototype of the Fox
Of the babe.
blonde,
Yeah.
super hot assassin lady.
Oh God.
There's to me, they're the hottest.
They sent
Those
her-
super hot Republican ladies on Fox. They're the
They're
hottest.
hottest.
They're the
It's
hottest women
unbelievable.
alive.
I went to
They're
Mar-a-Lago.
so hot,
I went to Mar-a-Lago. There was 10 of them walking around. They're just around.
bro.
They're so hot.
They're the hottest women alive. Those Fox bots.
Foxbots.
They really are.
Well, they fucking sit there. I had this whole bit about like Megyn Kelly is literally wearing a vagina curtain.
Yes.
I mean, it's not even a good curtain, like a blackout curtain you'd have in a theater.
Yeah.
It's like the little curtain grandma has over a kitchen windowsill where the window's
Talking
open.
about the sun shining through.
Whispers in the breeze.
Sun's
Just
coming through a little.
A small amount of cloth between
Yes.
that and her underwear, which is just this tiny
all
little piece
perfect.
of cloth that's over
Don't
her
get me.
vagina.
Dude, you trying to get me hard?
Bro,
dude?
you're not pulsing,
hard
guy.
as shit.
And they all have beautiful legs, and their whole leg is exposed.
Yeah.
No man could ever dress that way. You see their feet, you see their toes, and their legs are crossed. I mean, it's a preposterous way of dressing.
Yeah.
You have full cleavage, arms are exposed. There's so much skin.
It's a weapon.
It is wild, though,
Yeah.
the attire that women are allowed to wear in certain situations is
Yeah.
so sexual in compared to what men wear. Men cover up the suit, a tie, and that's a man dressing nice. A woman dressing nice, you can see half of her tits. You
Shit
see
rules.
most of her legs. You see
Mm-hmm.
her feet. You see her toes. You see her painted little toes. Perfect
God
little feet.
Damn, Joe.
Her long arms,
Stop.
flowing hair, and she's wearing makeup, like full face.
I'm about to get in that
war
fucking ice
paint.
bath, dude.
Let's
You
go.
better slow
She's
down.
looking at you in the eyes like, I'm mad. And you're like, fuck, I've been so fucking bad.
I
You're
know
right.
you're mad.
Lips
man.
a color that only exists in flowers.
Yeah. Did you ever get into supernormal stimuli?
What's that?
How like they trick butterflies into dedicating their whole lives.
Yeah, this is all I've ever
We're-
wanted.
we're fucked
for real,
up.
for 7 years. This is the moment, dude. This is. I was
dude.
wondering how he would do. You're doing. I was wondering. I knew you were gonna do this, dude.
He sent me the longest fucking text
I was so
message,
afraid.
like bummed out that he's asking me to have you come along, and I was like, "Yeah, for sure."
I
Like,
know,
but it was
but-
like
It's a
this
tough ask.
long thing. No, it's not.
Appreciate
It was
that.
like 8 texts.
That's what kind of guy he is, dude. 'Cause
It's
that
not
is
tough.
it is
Yes.
risky because you don't
Yeah.
know. You'd be like, this motherfucker's
Well,
fucking changing
I don't
my
because
show.
Yeah,
he's
but he
helped-
knows me.
I know we're
Yeah.
friends, but like, it's still like a. Hey, you want me to bring another guy? It's kind of.
No.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's go.
But I also knew in my heart of hearts, Matt would rise to the occasion and say things like, "Have you ever heard of super stimuli or whatever
Supernormal.
bullshit that was?"
Dude, no, it's a real.
I knew it was in
It's
there.
fucked up to think about because so you can attract people, you can attract species
Go see
to.
it later.
You find what they're innately attracted to, and you produce a version of that that's so pumped up, nature can't reproduce it, and it hijacks your biology.
Like Doritos.
Like
Yes,
fake tits.
yes, fake tits, Doritos. They would get
Yeah.
they will get these butterflies that are like the deeper the shade of blue or purple, like some type of butterfly. The males would follow this. They would go to that to like mate with the female. And they started getting these like dark purple construction papers, and these male butterflies would dedicate their whole lives to just like floating around this piece of paper, and they'd die.
Oh,
and then we have human beings who were getting like hit with the same shit, like flavor blasted goldfish. That's outside of nature's capacity to like.
Right, that
and then
makes
you
sense.
get hooked to the fake thing, and it hijacks your biology, and you're like,
Yeah, dude.
I want that.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yes,
Cool Ranch,
dude.
Cool Ranch Doritos. It's over.
I start eating Sour Patch Kids. I can't stop. I go just one. And the next thing I
Eat
eat
a
a
whole
bag of candy, and I'm sitting
bag.
there having a fucking diabetes attack.
Dude, if you go into a convenience store, 99% of the shit is bad for you.
Yeah.
It's bad
You
for
can
you.
get like some beef jerky. It's pretty good. And
Some.
you buy a bottle of water.
That's
Bottle
it.
of water, beef jerky. You got to buy
Get
those
a cup of coffee.
hard-boiled eggs that are in like a plastic bag at a gas
That's
station.
if you got your head on straight.
That's
Hey,
for
that's
the
actually
only
a
person I've
safe
seen
bet.
that Woodman.
No, that's actually a safe bet.
Dude,
The hard-boiled eggs are a pretty good bet. You know why? Because first of all, you can keep eggs for a long time. Eggs you could like leave on a counter, like they don't go bad the way they're encased, right?
Yeah.
And then when they cook it, once they cook it, it's boiled all the way through, so you don't have to worry about salmonella. Put that bitch in a fucking
I'm not worried.
saran
I'm
wrap.
saying but the societal repercussions of eating it publicly outweigh the nutritional. Dude, I was with a guy who we were on a road trip. He got in the car and started eating fucking eggs out of a plastic bag in a gas station. I was
That's
like,
me, bro.
I was like, we're done, dude. You and me.
Hard-boiled eggs. That's me.
it. Dude.
I would 100% eat that. Not only did I eat that I would be flocked to that. I'm like, ooh, that's what I'm looking for. Peeled and ready to eat. Perfect. Let's go. I'd eat 5 of those.
Peeled it. What the fuck?
Dude,
Somebody else
This is
peeled
out
it.
of control.
No preservatives.
robot
No
peeled it.
preservatives.
Yeah.
Those are the
USDA.
ones.
Perfect. You don't
Pickled.
have to preserve them.
Those are
Give
the
me them
scary
eggs.
ones. You go to a
Pickled ones.
southern gas station.
I just bought a jug the other day. I went
Pickled
to the
eggs?
gas station. I was at the gas
Dude,
station and they had
fucked up,
eggs
dude.
with jalapenos in them. I was like, oh, spicy boiled eggs, spicy pickled eggs. Let's go.
What are the farts though?
Whatever.
True.
They're terrible.
It's whatever you want.
I mean,
That's exhaust flames, dude. That's
Bro,
absolute exhaust
the most
flames.
terrible
in
farts.
a Tesla, just eating fucking gas station eggs. That's protein, dude.
The most terrible farts that I can make are pasta with like meat sauce.
Oh.
If I have pasta with like sausage, with the tomato sauce and a giant bowl of
Sausage?
spaghetti. Oh my
I'm
god!
so I'll eat sausage or something before a show. Now I'm drinking Bud Lights. Now we're going into the show. I'm burping in the front row. It's an hour-long show. I'm literally on stage going. I'd see people in the front like.
How many times have you ever farted on stage and knew it was horrific?
Never, dude. You farted
Never?
on stage?
I farted on stage once.
God,
so
You must be
bad.
so
dude.
comfortable.
It was so bad.
It's impossible to fart on
Did
stage.
you
I was
stop
so
talking?
embarrassed. I moved to a different part of the stage. Pretend it wasn't me.
Did you stop talking while you're farting, or did you like?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but I remember it was so bad that I was like, "Oh no, I got to get away from this."
Dude, I've been chasing that.
So
I've
fucking
not
funny,
been
dude.
able to fart on stage. I didn't think you could do it.
We've been discussing this.
Dude, I go right to Mike. I'd go to Mike and amplify.
You got to fart into the
Depends
mic.
on what. Joey did that before in the OR. He was in the middle of a bit.
Must
He
have
goes,
exploded.
So I'm talking to this dude. Hold on. He goes, Suka. And then just goes
Killed.
right back to
It
his
wasn't
act.
killed. It wasn't fucking
He
killed.
stuck a microphone in his asshole.
Did
And
it-
then you are next. And you got his fucking fart
Hold on.
gas.
Did it work? Or
Oh,
because
yeah,
the way I would
killed.
imagine is
Killed.
the crowd going.
Oh, we died.
Like people must have been like, "What was that?"
It was at the store in the OR. The store in the OR is basically doing stand up in a prison colony. It's like the people are savages. Like they're so accustomed to, especially back then, they were so accustomed to just this wild comedy and Brian Holtzman and all these different fucking people going up slaying and
Yeah.
talking about all kinds of crazy shit. It's dark as fuck in there. You can't see anything.
It's the best.
It was perfect.
That club today.
Yeah, it's a different animal. over
Hopefully we
there.
can get that going.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One of those
my
types of
club.
rooms.
Yeah, I thought you meant that club, the store. Yeah, how about that place? It looks nice, right?
Dude.
Yes.
We're close.
If you can get a room like that where guys are farting in mics, I'm coming.
It's happening.
This country might have a chance, dude.
Dude,
We got a chance.
That's the new Liberty Bell.
it actually might be the Liberty Bell.
It's the Alamo for comedy.
It really might be.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that's what Louis called it.
The Alamo.
He said, "You're building us an Alamo."
Yeah.
Sweet Lou.
It is fucked up, dude. I mean, dude, it's literally the sign of totalitarian oppression to be like, yo, you seriously don't fucking joke about that.
Yeah, don't joke about that. It's dangerous, and people don't realize that, but people have realized that throughout history. The Lakotas had a sacred person in their tribe called the Heyoka who'd make fun of everything.
I would have fucking hated that guy. Oh, that guy sucks ass, dude. And he would hide behind it too, like comedians. Like, it's just a joke. He'd be like, Heyoka, dude, for real, stop.
Yo, it would be like roast
stop talking
battle
about my
every
wife's
day.
fucking tits.
It would be like roast battle
every day.
Every day.
You're a shitty Indian. You can't catch anything. Every day the Heyoka stands up.
Well,
like,
if you fucked up, they'd give you a fucked up name. You had to it would be your name until you prove them
fucking
wrong.
Empire of the Summer Moon.
Yeah.
Dude,
Really?
Dude, their names were like dog pussy.
Yeah.
It wasn't as magical as we like to think it was. It was like dog dick.
Yeah,
Come over here.
Well, when you read about what they did to each other, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, this idea that they were these peaceful people that were living together, living off the land, and everybody lived
Maybe
in
some
harmony.
were. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But they
Doesn't
didn't
seem
last.
like it. Well, they got raided by the other ones.
Dog Dick and his buddies would show up and fucking drag you and your kids off in a horse.
They would go on raids just like the Vikings did. They were raiders.
Yeah.
Like the Comanches, especially the people that lived here, they were raiders. That's what they did. They'd get together in giant groups of horses. And the other thing they would do that's fucked up, they caught guys. Like they caught guys slipping, like some U.S. guys were trying to make their way across. They would cut their horses loose in the middle of the night. And so they would stampede their horses out so they'd never get their horses back. And then they would slowly follow them from a distance while they starved to death.
Jesus,
they would
man.
watch them and mock them. So they'd be on horseback at the top of a ridge, just, a few hundred yards away, laughing at them. And these dudes are walking, no water, don't know where they're going, no horses.
It's a guy from fucking Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Just walking. Just like,
walking.
God damn it. I've been to a baseball game.
Just wanted to pay for education.
Yeah.
Just the government was going to pay for his college. It's like, this is great deal.
God damn.
Now I'm out here starving to death in the plains.
Yeah.
And you don't see shit. You're just walking. It's just flat forever.
Yeah, it's shit.
It's flat forever.
Plains suck.
And there's no houses out there. This is the early days. No one had even moved there yet.
That was the scariest part of that book about the Donner Party, where there was like, the scary part about crossing the plains was like a kid would get off the wagon and like walk, they'd be lost immediately. The grass was high enough, you'd lose a kid and you couldn't stop. You'd be like, oh, the kid's gone.
Oh, God.
They'd be lost.
Yeah.
It was like it was a desert with like grass that was up to here. So children were just gone.
Christ.
There were snakes. Everything sucked.
Everything sucked. Wolves.
Yeah, just
mountain lions,
a dog
bears.
came and ate your family.
Pack of them.
Just a bunch of dogs carried your sister off.
Your mom dies from diarrhea.
Everyone's diarrhea, dude.
Oh my God.
You didn't know where it should go. Everyone's just shitting around the camp, drinking out of the water. Like, birds are falling. Birds are
You don't
yelling
have
at
time to boil the water, so just drink out of the creek.
Shit blows.
Dysentery and
now all of a sudden, Indian fucking Comanches start following you.
yeah, and they follow you slowly. They'll let you know you're around.
They're like, we're gonna rape you in about a week.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. Your wife's nagging.
Slowly circle you. You're not even going to fight them off.
Look at them. That's a man.
Oh, no.
Imagine the sourpuss on one of your wagon wheels breaks, and you're like, how the fuck do I fix this again? She's like, man.
You have no idea what you're doing.
What a sourpuss, dude.
Your wheels are made out of wood.
Explode.
You're making your way across the entire country on wheels made out of wood with horses pulling you. And you hope the horses stay alive because you only got a few of them.
And a full family.
Full family with kids.
And then you'd have a kid.
Oh, yeah, along the way.
And they'd get pregnant. Your wife would get pregnant on the way.
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously,
dude.
Well, that Cynthia Ann Parker story, the woman who was 9 years old when her whole family was slaughtered, and they would take the young ones and integrate them into the tribe because the Comanche lost a lot of children, a lot of mothers while they were pregnant. The baby never came to term because they were riding horses, so they're bouncing around all the time, and they're fucking... a lot of impact. So their populations, it was very important to keep a high population. So they would bring in people that they captured.
That's what
as
the
long as they
Amish
were
do.
young.
That's what the
Amish do that
Amish do.
too?
I've heard.
They go on raiding
I've
parties?
heard they snag kids.
They'll come down to Mechanicsburg. They'll raid us.
I heard if they see like a mom all drunk and fucked up, I've heard. I don't want to slur the Amish, but I've heard they'll fucking snag it. Yeah, they need some new blood, man. They,
You really heard this?
I have heard this. I've heard from people who
Where?
live
What bar was it?
My brother's boy. It's a fun thing to say.
It's a fun thing to say.
It's like folklore.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it's fun. It's nice having the Amish. I like having the Amish where we're from.
Me too.
That's what separated us growing up. It was you.
We didn't
You
have the
where you
Amish.
lived, Amish country, me.
Now we didn't have the Amish.
What's that thing that they get to do when they turn
Rumspringa.
18?
Rumspringa,
Yeah,
dude.
that's wild.
They get to stay on Rumspringa as long as they want.
And then they can come back.
It's not like a year. It's as long as they want.
And then they come back.
You can be like 38 and be like, all right, Rumspringa is done.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But your parents will shun you. So if
Oh,
they can't
really?
talk to you. Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
shunned real hard. If you fuck up real bad, everyone you know, just won't talk to you.
But how do you even know?
They block you, basically.
They're not
in
on
real
social
life.
media.
They just
They don't
block
have
you.
phones. How do they even know if you're
Yeah, just
upset?
old school accusations. Just
Yeah.
like, dude, he smells like booze.
Yep. Or if you go like, all right, mom, like one
That's
time.
not what I mean. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Fine.
how do you even know if they're mad at you? You're not around them.
Oh no, not if you're not on Rumspringa. Like that's a big thing in the Amish community. If you like,
Right, but what I'm saying is, how do they know the parents are mad if they're out running around because the parents don't have phones,
No, they don't.
so they can't call you?
Pure Rumspringa. He's saying when you get back,
yeah,
if you fuck up within the community, you will get shunned.
yeah, like everyone will stop talking to you. It's like a punishment they do. Or
For
they'll
how
be like,
long?
I don't know. I think they'll do it for a while. You'll come like, hey mom, and she'll just go, turn it back. Hey dad, hey Paul,
Hardcore.
hey Paul. He'll go.
Hardcore.
I like that though.
Then I'd go to my room and fucking fap, dude.
Just
my little
whack off.
I'd take off my Huckleberry Finn
you have
pants
to
and be
ju-
like, nice.
But you have to do it to memory.
True, but I
You have
mean,
to fap only to memory.
Nah,
you probably got
get
some
your
rich data banks, dude.
They probably have some drawings they can show you.
I bet those dudes, dude, it doesn't matter how religious you are. If you're a young boy trying to whack off, you're getting your hands on something. Yeah. Those boys got a hold of some porn, dude.
You think so? Who's ever gone
No
the
doubt.
longest in the 20th century jacking off just on memory?
Dude, I haven't watched porn since August.
That's not that long.
That's pretty fucking long, dude. You do it, dude.
That's not that long.
People do that accidentally, dude.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
I was having dreams about it.
You having dreams about porn?
Yeah, when I first stopped, dude, I was like having dreams about porn. Dude, it was hard. That was tough for me to stop doing.
What made you want to stop?
I thought about getting caught because I've gotten caught before by my wife, which whatever, fair game. But like, I thought about getting caught by my kids. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna get caught, and I went, I'm stopping this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a stop it now guy when you see a problem. Stopping now with drug dealing, stopping now from jerking off.
Yeah, I'm still fat.
What
but-
about when you go to a hotel room though?
bro?
See, that's the thing.
Bro, when we're done this,
That's the thing.
But then, do you bust out the porn?
no, then I wanted to so badly today. That's the final frontier. Not looking at the porn in the hotel room is tough.
It's
dude.
impossible.
Only I'll know, but I can't do it. I mean, at
That's
least
the first.
if I do it, I'll tell people. But
That's
like,
the thing, though. Like,
But you can't get caught. You said your worry was that you were going to get
yeah,
caught.
but I've like been a big hardo about being like, I quit porn. I've said it, in public. So now, like, if I go back on it, I'm gonna get crushed.
You're a prisoner to your statements.
Yeah, but also it's not bad. Once you stop it, you're like, oh yeah, I don't need it. I don't need to.
Sounds
do
like
that.
your guy needs it.
I think it does. 'Cause
Brother.
he keeps talking to me about this, and every time I'm like, who cares?
It's a mental challenge,
Like, I
dude.
genuinely don't think about it or care about it. I
But
live
some
with,
dudes get addicted to
yeah, but
it.
I live with my
Exactly.
girlfriend. I don't watch porn when we're together. I was home the last 2 weeks. I didn't whack off
I've
once
been known
to
to
porn.
slink off, dude.
As soon as I got to this hotel in Austin,
Yeah.
I was. It was time. You forget how good porn is, dude. You look at it, you're like, "Yo, what is she? She got stuck. There's 8 of them
She's
in
stuck
her?
in the dryer.
Yeah. That shit rules. You forget.
How many
dude.
girls get stuck under the
Porn
bed
rules.
looking for an earring?
Dude, it's not a moral grandstand. It's just I want to build my willpower. My willpower is weak.
No,
And
it's not,
it's
dude.
weak, dude.
You got
It's
nice
weak.
willpower.
But you
getting
quit
there.
selling drugs and you quit watching porn. You have good willpower.
You have great willpower.
It took a while, and also
Yeah,
it took
but-
some bad events.
Yeah, but you did quit. That's
True.
what willpower is
Also-
about.
True.
Also, he's discussed what type of porn he's into.
What kind?
I was just into everything, brother. I went down some dark alleys.
What's the darkest?
The
darkest
T's, brother.
alley?
The T's.
The T's.
Tees?
The T's, brother.
The fucking T100s. The
T1000s? What's that? What are you talking about?
T's.
What's the Terminator T1000?
Yeah.
He ran into some T1000s.
The boys and the girls. When the boys become girls.
When the boys become girls, and the
Oh, the T's. Trans.
boys, he liked the T's.
That could be an issue.
Joe, I'll tell you, it is.
You don't want to get caught with that.
Well, here's
stuff.
the thing. It's just a ramping up of like, I'm talking about super normal stimuli, dude. That's why I'm so passionate about that. It's like your brain, you need like the edge, and this was my problem with it. I didn't have a drug problem. I could never like stop drugs or whatever. But then it's like you get the blood flowing on sex stuff. It's like that's not getting it flowing. You go to like something a little bit more kind of out there, and then you finally you land on those shores, and you go, my God, my God, where have I gone?
That was like
trying to assemble the raft. It's all fucked up. You're like, oh, I gotta get
one
out
of our
here.
first episodes is he's explaining he watches it. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he was like, give it a shot. So I was like, I'm open-minded. I tried to whack off the T-porn. I opened it. First things first, I'm watching a dude, like you can see his clavicles while he's fucking, or her. You know what I mean? I could see the clavicle. I was just like, ew, dude. I turned it off immediately. I can't believe how
I have a strong imagination. I have a strong imagination.
That's disgusting.
I have a strong imagination. No, I'm honest though, dude. I was like, this is
saw
fucked up.
one fucking dude on top with tits, but you could still see the clavicle and the Adam's apple, and I was like,
You sought that out, dude. You sought that out.
I don't know which ones to search.
I know, I'm fucking around. But I will say, dude, I'm telling you, it's a silent epidemic, dude. And I'm not projecting this onto
It's a
the masses.
silent epidemic?
I believe so.
Dudes into teas?
Yes. I truly believe so. I truly believe so. And dude, I actually know if you read the book, what is it, fucking A Billion Wicked Lives, A Billion Wicked Thoughts, where they crunch the fucking metadata from the internet, and it's like, it's doing numbers, dude.
Someone's crunching the metadata on trans porn?
On all porn. All porn. Dude. Well, yeah, what's fucked up is the porn.
That sounds like one of those Pfizer studies. They try to find the right result.
We're crunching it. Matt, stop acting serious right now.
What are you doing?
You're pretending to be serious about this. And
He's
I want you
crunching
to stop.
metadata with a pen in his hand.
A billion
he's got a
wicked
pen in
thoughts.
his hand, and he's fucking hovering it over the paper. He's talking about metadata.
Bro, he's waited so long to be on this
T-porn.
show, and now he's here, and he's like, I'm telling you, they crunch numbers on T-porn, dude.
We didn't have to bring this up.
I like it, dude.
It is good. It is good. It's a jolt of electricity. Dude, it's your fucking sexuality at stake, and I'm fucking hetero as hell.
I get it, bro.
But it's like, bro,
I believe you.
Thank you.
I know a lot of people listening are not
I need to
believe
hear
you.
that from you right now, Jokes. I'm in a dark place about it.
Bro, how nice would it be to get back to the hotel and just T-porn it up?
Now I'm telling you,
Get
and
dirty.
I'm not making it up. You go off of it, you kind of de-escalate the fucking dopaminergic drive towards like more and more of crazy, and then you go, yeah, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, no
do you
shit.
think-
That's what everyone
Because
does.
it's
They
like-
look at it and go, whoa.
You could
no.
just go to like
Yes.
a karma-free like stepmom type porn,
Bro.
where you got like a 45-year-old lady, she's banging a 20-year-old college student. You know, the
Yes.
college student's in town. Dad goes to work. Oh, my neck hurts. Could you give me a massage?
The coolest shit
And
possible.
The 20-year-old kid doesn't want to do it. Like, it's kind of fucked up. My dad'd be upset. He doesn't have to know. Could you rub my lower back?
Yo.
Yeah,
And next
that'll.
you know, that hot 45-year-old who your dad isn't fucking anyway.
That's what she says. She says
Yeah.
he never fucks
See,
me.
isn't that better?
So much
Than-
bigger than him. It's so much better. But I'm saying when you, like some guys can't drink.
You're so much bigger than him. It's so much
some guys can't drink. Some guys can't drink because they stay out all
I
night.
get it.
I can't, dude. I
You
just
couldn't
fucking
do one bump. When we were talking to
Couldn't do
William
one bump.
Montgomery, we were
Fuck
talking to William
no.
Montgomery in the green room last night, and William Montgomery's been off of coke and booze for quite a long time. And they showed a picture of him when he was fat and drunk.
Yeah.
And I was like, one bump of coke. How bad would it hurt you? Like, maybe you just get back a little bit, like every now and again. And you can see, like, look at his face, like,
Dude.
I'm like, kidding, don't do it. I'm like, don't do it.
You
You're
guys have
doing
the same
great.
playbook. You guys have the same playbook. That's
What?
my favorite thing to watch. You go, come on, man, you be all right. with
Oh,
a fucking
yeah.
beer."
It's
It's the
the fun
funniest shit.
playbook.
It's actually something I got to stop doing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny though.
Why? Have you ever talked to anybody into doing something dark?
Every single time Adam Egget comes out with me and him get fucked up.
He's trying to not
And he's
drink.
like, I don't want to relapse. I'm like, dude, stop saying relapse. You drink. Every
You
time.
drink?
He's like, I don't want to relapse. I'm like, what are you talking about? You got
Well,
fucked
when
up
he's in
with-
the green room, we always offer him a drink. He's like, no, no, no.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is what he did yesterday. It was Adam Eget's birthday, and he spent the day. I texted him earlier, and he was playing Madden, and he was winning 150 to nothing.
What?
He was running the score up on the computer on the easiest level
Just to be a winner on his birthday?
on his birthday. I mean, it was the weirdest. It's kind of the saddest fucking thing I've ever heard.
He's a great guy.
He's the man, but he told me it was his birthday,
Dude.
and he was literally at his house, in his apartment, playing Madden on the easiest level, running up the score
We need
against the computer.
When I first started talking about doing a
That's
club
so
out here,
funny.
he was the
It's so
first guy.
weird.
He was the first
Yeah,
guy I
that's-
called.
He's the best.
I didn't call anybody else. He was the first guy I called.
Yeah, he's a
I
man.
called him. I said, I got a plan. Like, as soon as I escaped L.A.,
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Adam, what are you doing? I'm like, I got a plan.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Oh, what, Joe? Like that.
Yeah.
He talks like Norm. He's got a little Norm.
He's
Very nice.
he's the
Such a
shit.
nice dude too,
He's
man.
the best. I've known that dude forever. He was one of the reasons why I went back to the store in the first place. He came. Well, I knew him from the Tempe Improv.
Mhm.
He used to work at the Tempe Improv back in the day when I would roll through, and then he showed up one day at the Improv and had a conversation with me. Come back to the store.
He is the fucking man. I love him.
He's the best.
I
I'm like,
love
you're
Adam.
there now? I go, you're there now. Huh.
Yeah.
He's like, it's different now. Come back.
Yeah, he's so funny. He's funny too.
He's got a great eye for comedy. He's going to be an amazing creative director. You know, he'll know like the good guys that have potential.
Yeah.
He'll know what they're doing wrong. He'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to get them good spots and figure it out. Help them figure it out. We could have a great crop of people here. We got a great crop of young guys.
I never considered really moving down here until I just got my taxes.
Oh.
And I was instantly like, dude, Austin rules. For real. I was like, dude, I'm not moving. I love New York. One season of actually making money, 1 year of making money. I was like, what the fuck?
You can always visit New York.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to go to New York, hang out there for a few days, go to the restaurants, do some shows, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I never lived in the city, though.
I actually truly haven't either. I live in Queens and I'm never home. I do the road.
Yeah,
every day.
I lived in New Rochelle because I needed a parking spot because I
Yeah.
did the road so much. I always had a car, so I needed a car, and I
Yeah.
couldn't afford to live in the city and also afford a parking spot. It's like hundreds of bucks a month.
Yeah, I just have an apartment in New York where I play video games 3 days of the week.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Other than that, I'm on the road or doing shows at night. If I'm home, I'm like, I'm just going to hang out.
Queens, huh?
Yeah.
How do you get in?
To the city? I
Yeah.
Uber.
Really?
Now, yeah.
You don't take a train?
I used to, but it's like 45 minutes, an hour.
Oh, how long's the Uber?
25 minutes. Yeah.
How weird conversations do you have?
Never.
With Uber
Headphones.
people?
Headphones.
Really? Always.
Yeah. Also, they're New York Uber drivers.
Oh, okay.
They're not down to talk. They're not talking.
I remember when they were so mad that Uber showed up. The cab drivers were so fucking mad. And now that's all you see is Uber. You see so few cabs. Like it's so much. It's the numbers are down. I wonder what the actual numbers are. But the visual numbers. It used to be cabs everywhere. It was like most of the traffic was cabs. And now you drive around. You're like, what a weird system, right? Like we'll drive you.
Yeah.
You don't need to drive. Just get in. Tell me where you're going.
Yeah, Philly made made like Uber pay them like $250,000 a year because they like they sell they call them taxi medallions. So you have to buy a license, and the license were worth a lot of money. And then once Uber came in, that like nobody it's like a liquor license, but for like driving taxi cabs.
Right.
And they just plummeted. They're like almost worthless now. Wow. So then the Philadelphia Parking Authority owns the cabs, and they're like, you got to pay.
You
us
don't like them, do you?
No. So it's fucked up.
Uber?
No. I like Uber's fine.
Cabs.
Philadelphia Parking Authority.
PPA.
Dude, we have a
Fuck the
fucked up
PPA.
thing going on there.
What's going on?
They'll just if you get parking tickets, they'll just come snag your car, and like the parking they double in value. It's really fucked up. And then they just sell your car.
What?
And then they charge you money. I've gotten like 2 cars taken.
What?
Fucking. They're like $500 cars.
$500 cars.
They would take them, and I would just go, "Fuck you guys." One time I went back because you had to write like what 'cause you could go get your valuables out of your car before they sold it at auction. So I went back and you had to fill out a piece of paper what was in there, and I put like a giant dildo, and I put all this stuff, and they had to take it back to their guy and have it written off on. It's pretty sick.
Nice, you got them.
Pretty tight.
Suck our dicks, PPA.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, but they'll take your shit and just repossess it, and then
How many tickets do you have to have before they take your car?
now it's like 2 or 3, dude.
What?
Yes, you get
So
on.
if
You
you
get on
have
the
a
boot list.
BMW. You got a new BMW.
Yes.
You get 2 or 3 tickets you don't pay, and they put a boot on you and they take your car.
Yes, and if
they
you
sell
don't,
it at
and then
auction.
they charge you every day they have it, and then if you can go back and basically buy like you can pay them, they hold it like hostage, and you can pay them to take the boot off, and they won't tow it. But if you're late, they'll tow it, and then you got to go down to a lot. You got to like call a bunch of people, like figure out where your car is, and then you go down there and you pay for them. They give it back to you. Now, if you don't pay it back in time, then they sell it off at auction.
Oh my
Make a ton of money doing it, and they can also do a thing where they've taken my dad's car when my brother owed money because they had like the same name.
What?
And they're just like, sorry, dude, is what it is. You got to pay us and come get your car back, dude. It's criminal.
Even if it's not your car.
Yeah,
Or
they'll just-
your kid's car.
Yeah, but they both have the same first name, so they're like, oh, it was a mistake, but they're like, you still got to pay, and it's like, like, fuck
You
it.
still got to pay even though it's a mistake.
You can't. There's nobody you can talk to. It's the
Oh
Wizard
my
of Oz. You go up to like blacked out glass and just talk to a lady who's just like
Dude, I
$365.
got my car towed when we were filming Gilly and Keeves. I was supposed to be on set. I walked to my car in the morning. Car's gone. Go out there. It is. I had to go like a dock.
Yeah, dude.
The car was just behind like an old warehouse. I had to talk to the behind the glass, there was just a black lady. I was like, hey, where's my car? She was like, get out. She was
Dude,
like screaming at me.
It's
It was a battle.
crazy. It's crazy, man. The
Thought that
Philadelphia
story
Park
I
and
was
Authority-
going to tell would be better.
No, it's, well, you have to get when you go down there. It's like a barbed wired fucking fence, and you go in, and there's just someone's mean as fuck. It's crazy the way they do it, and then they control all the parking in the city. They said all this stuff. They're bad, and apparently, from what I've heard, the money doesn't even go to the city of Philadelphia. It goes to like some GOP, like it goes to the state weirdly, or a part of it goes to the state.
Really?
If you try to look up the PPA, they say it's a quasi-governmental agency. So like, when you try to follow where their money goes, it's kind of really hard.
Should we Google this, or we should just take your
look
word
it up?
for
Look it up. Yeah, look it up
seems
again.
Like that one we might want to substantiate.
Yeah, true.
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But fuck them anyway. But dude,
We don't
I've been
need to
beefing with the
substantiate this.
PPA.
Fuck the PPA.
I've been beefing with the PPA forever.
If I'm wrong, but fuck them anyway.
Fuck those guys, dude.
Yeah, they are pussies.
They took my '88 Camry, dude. Me and my brother bought twin Camrys for $1,000. We bought two '88 Camrys off this old lady, and we were bopping around together. And they fucking.
She had two. Why'd she have two?
I have no idea.
Swapping.
You guys got
parts.
matching Camrys.
Matching
That's just
Camrys,
sick.
bro. 88 Cams. We were buzzing around. It was
This is
so...
the same old lady that got crushed by Vince McMahon's.
That was probably her.
That was you and your brother. You and your brother powerbombed her. Took her
Fucking
Camrys.
lady went down hard, bro.
Yeah, when you
that
get a
can't
ticket,
be good.
When you get a ticket from the PPA or any of that, when you're fucking like when we lived together, I had $0. If I got one ticket, I was bankrupt. One ticket, I had $0.
I know those
hated
times,
them, bro.
Yeah. By law, all PPA's on-street operations net revenue is allocated to the city's general fund of Philadelphia School District. Wrong. You were
Bullshit.
wrong,
It's,
Matt.
no, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
On-street operations revenue
Okay.
is generated from meter payments,
Yeah.
permit fees, parking fines, vehicle auction proceeds, and booting and towing fees.
They had a thing where they weren't giving the schools money. At least I thought I saw a thing where the schools were like, yeah,
It
they
says
owe us.
it brings in 265. Go back to that. It says it. Go
no,
back to
it's
that.
bullshit.
It goes.
It's their fucking
it brings
website.
in
It's their website.
Their website, dude.
$264 million a year in annual revenue. Just from Philadelphia from parking tickets. $264 million in fucking parking tickets.
You tell me that's going to those schools in Philly?
Look at the Inquirer. Overpays executives and has too many political.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, it turns out the PPA's website might not be telling the total fucking story.
Let's see what it says.
Fuck the PPA, Matt.
I can't stand them. But, yeah, man. Someone takes your '88 Camry, dude. You'll be fucking salty.
Yeah,
man.
you're never going to let it go. You're going to wait till you get on the highest platform on earth and you go, fucking pieces of shit.
Well, when you get incentivized to have that much revenue coming in every year, what if nobody parked bad ever again? What if everybody did the right thing, everybody paid the meter, and all that $264 million dried up? What the fuck do they do now? That's the problem. It's like there's an incentive, like to catch people.
I can't even read those signs. Anytime I try to park, it's like Monday through Friday.
They go
8
over
to
those things
6,
with fucking
trash.
1,000 grits
Dude,
hamburgers.
fucking
Fuck
me.
those signs
And
up.
they also will get you for inspection. If your inspection's up, they'll ticket you every single day. until
Really?
yes.
Wow.
Motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
But they had a problem. One time there was like a gap in what they were supposed to pay the schools, and they had to be like, oh, they're all right.
So what does it say here? 2007, Parents United, a Philadelphia parent group that fights for school reforms, successfully sued the PPA for failing to pay the city and school district under its 2004 obligations. During these years, the PPA was technically in breach of its agreement with the state and greedily withheld money that it owed. Look at
Greedy
that.
PPA, dude.
Telling you, man.
I like how it says greedily. Ooh. Greedily.
Yeah, it's pretty, But either way, I mean, I'll stop talking about that.
No, I like it.
It's all right, dude. I like when people are mad.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's fun.
Especially against parking tickets.
Especially the truth. Well, it is a fucking gross thing when you're poor. And
Yeah.
you're fucking, you can't even just leave your car somewhere.
This guy followed me to Sheetz in my Corolla, and he got me. He at the gas station. He stayed and ran my plate just because I was driving a poor person car.
Yeah.
And he followed me out of the gas station and then pulled me over. It was like, your registration's expired. All this stuff's expired. And I was like, looking at it. It was me and I was with a dog. A dog was shotgun. And I was like, this ruins me. I was like, I have $0. You give me a $180 ticket.
You tell him that?
fucked. I mean, I was kind of like, are you serious? Are you serious about this? Like, I'll go get it, please. It was my inspection. He was like, nah,
that's,
he was young, too. He was like my age.
That's what their job is, though.
No, I know. I wasn't mad at I mean, I was mad at him just because I had $0.
What's fucked is they have quotas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and cops have quotas for pulling people over in certain places. And it's kind of like unspoken. It's not like written on paper in some places because it's not technically legal. but I've talked to a lot of cops. Like, you have to make a certain amount of revenue. You're basically a glorified revenue collector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling people over and making money for the state. You're not stopping any fucking real crimes. Doing that.
No, it's fucked up. And they call it activity. They'll be like, you're low in activity. We need some
activity.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
What if everybody followed the rules? Imagine that.
What if?
I mean, would they still keep cops around like they have the firemen? Like if there's
for sure. Dude,
they
those
have to
guys
have
are
the
going.
firemen, you know, because fire can break out. You might not have a fire for 5 years. What are you gonna do? Disband the fire department? No.
Yeah,
You
no,
gotta
they're they'll be here, and you need them, but yeah, the speed trap stuff. Kind
Of course.
I like the bros.
I do. We support the blue.
Yeah, I've come around. I've come
Obviously,
around on
we
those guys. I like them, man. I almost now I'm like looking forward to getting pulled over just so I can talk shop with them. And be like, guys.
I mean, now that I can afford a ticket, be like, you got me. Good stuff.
Like I love what you guys are doing. I was just trying to get your attention.
You know what's fucked is those
I wanted you to
cameras where they were
fucking see
catching
it.
people running red lights
Yes.
and giving them tickets, and it turns out the money wasn't even, it was like a privately owned company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like those were not real
It's
tickets.
like the PPA. man.
PPA owns that too, by the way.
But
PPA
that
owns
that got overturned. Like they can't do that anymore.
They were
'Cause
shortening the
people
yellow
fought
lights.
it. Were they really?
Yes, New Jersey got busted for shortening the yellow lights and snagging people at those
What?
things. Yeah.
By how much?
Like a second or something. It was enough to snag you because you're like, oh, I got, and it
Yeah,
snatched
you got enough time. Go
Man,
for
what's
it.
worse than when you're driving, you see a flash. I didn't even know they were doing it. In Maryland, they do it a ton, where the speed limits are checked by
Yes.
speed cameras.
Yep.
I'd be driving to shows, open mics and shit. Again, to $0. I'd be driving, dude. A flash would be in the car. I'd be like, shit, dude.
Because then
Start crying.
back then it goes to your parents' address
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
going to my
they
mom's. It
got
was
you.
my mom's car.
You know they got you.
God, that fucking sucks.
It's funny how many different scams there are to like extract money from people.
Oh yeah.
Because that's one of them. You want revenue for the city? Extract money from people.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
Especially stuff like that. They brutalize trucks too, man. Trucks get killed.
Oh yeah.
The highway patrol just sits there all day, and they'll be like, "There's like your chain is this way," and they're like $15,000. They crush trucks. Yeah,
Now
really
this is
bad.
good. Now this is Boomer Pod. Now
I want to talk about
Boomer
trucks.
Pod.
This is an absolute Boomer Pod. Be like, you want to know about road scams? Here we are. You know what my favorite is? Just runaway truck ramps.
Oh, those are the
make
best.
me
What?
so happy, dude.
Yeah.
I just love imagining the dude who, like, when you go up to like Penn State, all those, it's just through the mountains and there's just runaway ramps.
Because sometimes trucks
Oh.
And it's
have
so
no
funny
brakes.
thinking of a dude just
Yeah,
having
there's
to
one
hit
right there.
Ooh.
Dude, the guy just driving and being like, oh.
Because when they're going down a steep hill,
Flying up that.
sometimes it just go, look how beautiful that is.
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty nice.
Where is that?
Oh.
Oh,
Is
look
that
at
Bud Lights, bro?
Boom.
Is that
Bud
BL's?
Light. It might be.
Up the ramp?
Oh, it's not a Bud Light truck. It's not refrigerated either.
Maybe it's stolen Bud Light.
There's the
It
BL's.
looks like bricks. It's
yeah.
like blue
Cinder
blue
blocks.
bricks or some shit.
Oh, there's videos.
Yes, please.
Runaway trucks is, I just like thinking of the guy who's like half asleep. or
Yeah, here
whatever,
comes one.
flying up a hill.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you see the guy's, he's slamming on the brakes. Oh, he's going to go up it.
Oh, you gotta hit that thing. That sucks.
Come on, brother.
What's all the smoke coming off the back of his?
Him jamming his brakes, probably.
Brakes, yeah.
Wow.
Doesn't look that out of control though. Or you can
How do
see
you
this.
know, Jamie?
I'm just saying what it
Jamie's
looks
like, yeah, pussy,
I'm not
just
saying
keep
it's
going.
not. I'm
Get
just
my
fine.
fucking package to my house.
The rest of the cars are still going with it calmly. No
Jamie's
one's like
got
getting the
trucker
fuck
blood.
Out of the way.
I ordered those AirPods, pussy.
He's gotta hit this ramp.
Here we go.
Oh my God, look, he's going up this ramp.
Come on, brother. What happens when he comes back down?
You don't.
Yeah, what is the smoke coming out of the
Holy
back?
It's his brakes,
shit,
dude.
he's going the whole way
That
up?
can't be his brakes.
What?
No,
Some of
that's
that's
not his
now, like,
brakes.
the dirt
that
on there,
that
probably.
seems like his truck is dying.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
he doesn't make it all the way to the slammer at the end of it.
I mean,
That
still, I
seems
can't
like
believe
his
he made it
engine's
that high.
dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he jammed his brakes, it would like probably jackknife.
I can't believe he made it that high.
That's pretty nuts. That's got to be that's like that snow tubing at the bottom. Like fuck.
I watched a 3,000 horsepower engine explode. Go to Richard Rawlings' Instagram. Go to Richard Rawlings from Fast and Loud. You know that show? He's a fun car guy from Fast and Loud, that show. What is this?
Please escort. This is a big guy.
There we go. Ocho Camino.
Yeah, that thing is just smoking. What is happening to that thing? Is that his brakes?
I would
be.
guess.
That kind of seems like brakes in that situation. Because this guy just can't slow down. That's got to be terrifying.
I mean, it's so much weight, dude.
Oh my
sucks.
God. Can you imagine being a fucking dude behind the wheel of something that weighs, like, what does it weigh? Hundreds of thousands of pounds?
So I mean, though, like an hour, like 7 of driving, like all day. You're just
Oh,
chilling.
look, it tipped over.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, even just driving like a truck with a trailer of like lawnmowers on the back, you try to stop that thing at like 60 miles an hour. It just doesn't stop.
Go to Richard Rawlings' Instagram page, and he's got a reel up of this dude who's revving up this truck engine, this gigantic souped-up truck engine, and it fucking blows up like it got hit by a missile. It's wild.
Jesus.
Because it's a 3,000 horsepower souped-up engine,
Yeah.
and they're like, wah! And then boom.
There he is.
Fuck. Fuck, where is it?
Thought it would have been on top.
You go to his reels?
That's a nice pic.
There, yeah, good call.
Oh, Rawlings. Damn, dude.
I think that's it, that one right there.
This was not. This is like a
Nope,
car.
that's not it. That's not it. Maybe someone took it down. No, did they take it down?
That looks like it.
Where?
No, you just
The back
see
of
the
that thing was
truck.
exploded.
No, you just see the truck.
Oh, there it is. There's a fucking thing on fire.
That's just the engine.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not it. It was way worse than that. Let me see if I can find it. I can find it, Jamie, and I'll send it
Well,
to
whatever
you.
this guy's doing.
Also, what happened? I guess I could just look for it too. You said a truck exploded or
Yeah.
something? Truck burnout explosion?
Such a pussy. I don't know anything about cars.
I don't know anything about anything, dude.
I really don't.
That really blows.
Tell you what, though, I know about crunching the metadata.
Crunching the metadata on
That's
people.
interesting. I don't know. That's not it.
Here we
what
go.
happens, though.
That's
Tire
I mean,
burns
that's-
out.
No, this is way worse. That's crazy. Maybe, was it his YouTube? Does Rawlings have a YouTube? Did he put it on there?
I don't know, but I don't. He does.
See that there, because maybe they removed it for some reason, because maybe someone died, because it
Oh,
looked like people
shit.
died.
Oh, that's not good.
It looks like people died.
Someone died.
Richard
yeah,
Rawlings
probably got taken down.
What?
It looked like easily someone could have died.
Oh, man.
That's not the kind of content.
You ever see
we
those
upload to
fucking
YouTube, so-
speedboats?
You just click on
explode?
videos instead of home. Now click on shorts. Click on shorts. No, I don't see it. So Google 3,000 horsepower truck engine explodes. See if you can find that. Fuck, I should have saved it. I was gonna repost it, but it might have been somebody died. Cause
Yeah, it might have
was
taken it down.
Fucking wild. Wild.
They're just revving it. And just,
boom! I mean, giant fireball. This dude
Is it at,
dives
like, an
out of the
event?
front seat. I don't know what it was. There's a bunch of people
Oh,
hanging
yeah, this
around.
just seems like a famous video that happened like a couple years ago.
Isn't it funny that like
is that
2000?
it?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yo.
exactly it. That's it right here. So they're revving this up,
Oh, my God.
bro. Get some volume though, because you got to hear it, because
Yeah,
it's
true.
fucking bananas.
That other kit, and that's when it let loose. And that's when all hell broke loose. Oh, no.
Bro. Look at that dude bail out of the front.
I mean, that's Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah.
3,000
You're having
horsepower dyno
Yeah.
explosion. So they were testing the horsepower on a dyno, and the fucking engine blew. Bro.
Jamie, add a comment. Sick. From the Joe Rogan Experience.
Sick.
Sweet.
That sounds like Beavis and Butthead.
The guy had gauge earrings. He was just in there, just. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the Beavis and Butthead, the new Beavis and Butthead?
No.
No.
Is that supposed to be
hear
any
about
good,
it.
Jamie?
I watched some of it. I haven't watched the TV show. They brought the show back too.
Right.
I haven't watched those. I watched some.
They
of
brought the
movies.
show back?
Mm-hmm. It's on Paramount Plus, I think.
What? How do you think it is?
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
watch
I have a
TikTok
feeling they
videos and stuff.
stunk it up. I don't know why.
If they watch TikTok videos, that could be funny.
That's pretty
I got a feeling they stunk it up too.
How many people are
Yeah.
watching Paramount Plus? Is it 20?
No,
Probably.
I think P Plus doesn't. Didn't they have South Park? Actually, I watched South
No,
Park
they
and
had
I
the South
deleted my
Park
account.
special on there.
I watched that and then deleted that.
Now HBO Max has South Park.
Okay, nice.
But
They
there's
get-
so many streaming platforms now.
Dude,
It's
it's-
Peacock.
Yeah.
They have one. NBC has one. Disney has one.
Yeah,
It's
Disney
It is.
Plus.
Beavis and Butthead.
It's old stuff though.
It's all old stuff?
No, no.
Damn, Daria, Celebrity Deathmatch.
They're bringing
New
it all
episode.
back.
All
That shit
episodes now
fucking
streaming.
rules.
It's called Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead.
You remember how nice Celebrity
Ah.
Deathmatch was?
The best. At a sleepover.
So this is Paramount Plus original.
Mm-hmm. One season, bunch of
Ah.
episodes.
Give me some of that.
I can't watch it here. We're not logged in or anything. Okay. I don't think it. Yeah, it's not gonna
I remember Celebrity Deathmatch. They had one. It was a halftime show. Packers Broncos Super Bowl. I was fucking pumped, dude.
That was a good show.
Yeah,
that was a good show.
Remember halftime shows? They used to have a lot of like in Living Color had a halftime show during the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, they did a halftime.
Every show, like MTV did, we're gonna do Celebrity Deathmatch
during
at the
Super
halftime.
Bowl. Yeah, yeah.
Every channel had a different Super Bowl halftime switch over to us.
Yeah.
But now I think they're all owned by the same two companies.
Well,
So
what
they're
a
all like-
giant mistake by the Super Bowl. How about make the halftime fun?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. How about you have some wild
Last year's
shit?
was pretty good.
Who was last year's?
Dr. Dre,
The Geezers.
Eminem,
Yeah, that was good. The Geezers came out and
The
rapped. Fat
Expendables.
50 Cent was upside down.
This was it.
Yeah.
This was the first time that I ever saw In Living Color. I couldn't fucking believe how funny it was. When I saw Jim Carrey and he was doing Fire Marshal Bill, I was like, oh no. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just what gives her Bloody Mary?
My name is Mindy and I'm busy.
Serving drinks to these yahoos during halftime can be lucrative. But it can also put you out for the season. Or some practical
Wow.
jokers, which is
I mean, imagine trying to do that.
with this here regulation dartboard.
All right.
Damn.
Look at how creepy he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's he up to now? Isn't he like?
He was just Joe Biden on SNL.
Was he?
Carrey was?
Yeah,
Really?
they fucked that up so bad, dude.
Why?
They
How do
made
they
Trump a giant asshole, and then they were like, Biden's Jim Carrey, and he's kind of cool.
That sucks, man.
Like his character was like, I'm actually cool. It's like, God damn it.
What do they call him? The Dark Brandon or something?
Dark Brandon Rises, dude.
Oh, boy.
It's actually pretty funny. Now that it's bothering people, it is funny.
Now that it bothers
They were
you.
right. It is funny.
It's funny when it bothers you.
And when there's certain art and all that stuff that's designed to bother people like me.
Yeah.
And when it works, I'm like, all right, that actually is funny.
Do you think that's
yeah.
what Jimmy Fallon's doing when he does that vaccine dance?
X baby point one bye.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, that was
What is he
that was
doing?
gut wrenching.
It's
What is he
soul
doing?
crushing.
I never saw that.
Do you think they have like a photo of him, like on an island filled with hookers? And they're like,
No, I
this?
think, bro, they just gave him millions.
Look at him.
Toss him.
Oh
Play
my
this.
god, dude.
But it isn't the same. Sounds more like Elon Musk's name. It's XBB.1.5, not UB40 who sings Red Red Wine. Put on your mask
Did get
when
hit with
you're
the COVID
inside
banner.
a facility. It could be a robot from a Star Wars trilogy. It's XBB.
Is this the new strain or something? Damn, what if he started talking about like athletes falling
But
over?
just imagine the pitch meeting. Imagine the pitch meeting. Here's what we're going to do.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to talk about the new pandemic variant, but in a song.
But over Love Shack.
And everybody's like, okay,
Oh,
I'm listening.
oh Jesus Christ.
That's just, he's not in the meeting. That means he's not in the meeting.
You think he's just drunk?
Maybe.
They
I
give
think
him a
he
script.
shows up.
They
They're
go,
like,
"Let's
here you
go."
go. He's like, fuck it.
Fuck it, I like money.
Fuck it.
Yeah, there's some guy like me puffing a cigar like, Jimmy, here's what we're going to do today.
Jimmy.
How many people are watching the Tonight Show?
Not me.
Got to be nobody.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What do you think? Take a number. 1 million a night?
I don't know what the numbers are. I would
Let's
say-
guess.
I'd say
Just read it recently.
750,000.
I mean, if Gutfeld's butt fucking these guys, they're putting out a fucking dog shit program, dude. Because I watch Gutfeld. That shit's nuts, dude. DeRosa
He's
was just
butt
on.
fucking all of them.
Was he?
He's killing them.
He's butt
Yeah.
fucking all of them. He's the number one guy.
DeRosa was just on. It was
Gutfeld?
so funny.
Okay,
It made me so happy.
1.3 million viewers.
There you go. You got your finger
Less
on the
than
pulse.
half the viewers of Gutfeld.
damn.
Whoa.
Gutfeld, dude. Gutfeld
Less
dominates.
than half. Fallon had, what did it say? Go back to that.
That's his YouTube channel.
Fallon had 30 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, but this does not drive advertising rates for the show. His YouTube channel's way better than the fucking show.
Yeah, because they just do clips of it.
That's wild.
Yeah, they
Didn't
get
know
famous
what he
people on and get a clip.
Yeah.
That'll get you views.
Yeah.
But like, Gutfeld's out there just slinging.
Isn't it crazy? Just form an alternative to what everyone's shoving down your throat. And this, you know, it's like the same thing on every network. The same kind of jokes about the same kind of people. And these are the dummies. And this is, and then on his show, he's just got a bunch of Looney Tunes and you
He's
know,
got DeRosa.
comics.
He's got Joe DeRosa and Tyrus, dude.
He's
You ever
got
see
all kinds of
Tyrus?
crazy people.
Tyrus might look like Thanos himself, dude.
Really?
Yeah, for real. As a guy who is Thanos.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
There's a guy named Tyrus. He is Thanos.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, dude, it's sad. It's a sad thing. It's all paid for by fucking companies, dude.
Yeah, that dude.
Thanos himself, dude.
Yeah, really. Nice.
What's
chain.
his hat say? What's his hat say? Where
Where my dog's at?
I think so, dude.
No. Bigger word.
Something else. I can't tell though.
Where am I something?
Dude, that is Thanos.
Might be Thanos, dude. That's Fox Thanos.
Tearing up on
That dude's got
Gutfella.
some ears.
That is, oh my god.
He's a big fella.
That's a big fella.
And so what does he do?
He's one of Gutfeld's.
He's a wrestler?
He's
Professional wrestler,
yeah,
it says.
one of Gutfeld's bros.
Damn, 6'7".
That fucking show, it's amazing how much more popular it is than those other network shows.
That's
Isn't
who-
it crazy that the Democrats haven't figured out how to do a show like that? We just get comics and sit around and talk shit and bring people on and
Yeah.
fuck around, and that's your talk show. And you review the news together where you all mock it. You read something that Biden did, and everybody's like, bah!
Yeah, fucking Quinn. Colin Quinn's
Tough crowd.
tough
yeah.
crowd.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But
They
that was
did
a
it.
different time.
They had it right. That
That's
was a
who-
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the
It was a
first
podcast.
That was one of the first like
Yeah.
just a podcast.
Yeah, it was like an hour-long podcast. And comics would just fuck around, talk shit to each other. Patrice, Nick DiPaolo.
Man,
Norton.
those are like my favorite highlight videos.
Yeah.
Dudes bullying other dudes on comic or on fucking.
One of my favorite ever was Geraldo and Leary.
Unreal.
It's one of the greatest. Leary's giving him a hard time for having jokes.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, Dennis, we write jokes. That's what we do, literally professionally. And like Leary gets upset with him that he's like talking back to
He's
him.
like, yeah, maybe your show wouldn't have got canceled if you wrote.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, damn. Judy Gold versus Voss and Patrice. Voss and Patrice would team up, and it's the funniest duo possible. Because Voss is such a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's very good at being like a
He's very
sidekick and jumping in and being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
get him, fuck him. Yeah.
He was a classic on Opie and Anthony.
Voss?
Oh my god,
Dude,
he's an animal. You ever see the one when they would introduce him in a like unexpected stand up? They would he would go into like a coffee shop.
No.
And Club Soda Kenny would go, ladies and gentlemen, Rich Voss. And he would just go and start doing his act on the radio in front of all these fucking people that
Dude.
have no idea he was supposed to.
Oh no, dude.
It was so cringe.
He's so fucking funny.
He is, dude.
He's the only dude on there that would like. He was like the punching bag. They would all try to hit,
And he had a
but
good time.
He could take it, and then he
Oh,
would
my
swing
God.
back once.
Yeah.
and it would be a knockout.
Yeah.
Dude. Whoever he hit, like.
But he took it with a smile on his face.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he
funny.
never got defensive.
No.
Yeah, which is the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking funny.
I love Voss so much, dude.
He's great.
He's the man. The best when he used to big dog when he would hit you with the billfold. He'd be like, "Here's $20, Shane."
Oh.
It was the best. dude.
Voss was the first guy to take me on the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he
No
was
shit.
the first headliner that was like, "Do you want to come open for me?"
No shit.
Yeah.
Where'd he take you?
Fucking local shitholes in Pennsylvania and Jersey.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, he was the man.
yeah.
And he'd always be like, "Lose my number, kid. Stop."
I know.
bothering." He was so fucking funny.
But getting friends with like a real legit comic like that when you're just starting out is
Was
so
everything.
huge.
And then when I was getting SNL, the Voss came up and was like, "You know, I've always been good to you, right?" I was like, "You piece of shit."
He was. So I could tell he loved. I could
Yeah.
tell he loved you.
I do love
He's
Voss.
great. He's great. But that's like that moment when a guy like that takes you on the
Yeah.
road. Oof. Huge.
And then Soder got me. Soder was next. It was Voss,
Nice.
and then Dan Soder was like, "Do you want to come on the road?" And I was like,
Oh, that's
"It's
amazing.
like, bro, I love you so much. I'll die for you. I will fucking die for you."
He is an angelic dude.
Soder is an
He's
actual
Soder's the
angel.
best.
one of the nicest dudes in the
He's
world.
so nice. Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah. Very funny.
He's
Very
somehow underrated.
Yeah.
For how good he is.
For now, it'll change.
I know he's so good.
It'll be overwhelming. It's one of those,
Yeah.
it happened with you. It's happening right now with Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe is selling out everywhere, man.
Dude.
He's crushing it.
Tony does crush.
He's an animal, dude. His stand-up is good.
Well, that's because his character. He's a very unlikable person. His
Yeah.
character,
Yeah.
where he acts like an asshole.
Yeah.
And then you go talk to him off stage, and you're like, "Fuck, this is the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
I love this fucking guy."
He just loves
And then
pro
you watch
wrestling.
him on stage, and he's such a cocksucker the
He
whole
wants to
time.
be the heel.
Yeah.
He wants to be the pro wrestling heel.
And then he kills.
But he's got it down to a science.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, going on the road, man. That is the greatest education a comic ever gets. When you're first starting out and you get to go on the road.
So fun.
And you're doing packed houses because they're all there to see that guy, and you have your 15, 20 minutes you're supposed to do, and you're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
You're in
Going
an
over your
airport.
notes and shit. Yeah.
Going to an airport to go to a show, you're
Stoked.
like, dude,
Your hotel's paid for.
I'm
You walk
famous.
in the hotel.
Just waiting for someone to ask you, like, what are you doing? Be like, I'm actually traveling.
I'm a comedian.
Open it up for Adam Sandler. On the road.
Soder.
It's the
It
greatest.
was wonderful.
Yeah, he's a
Those are
man.
the greatest days.
You get jaded so quickly. I go on the road and I'm just like, fuck.
Really? I still love
airports. I used
Yeah.
to love airports. I'd go to an airport and
Really?
be like, dude, this is going to be so sick.
I don't know. When you go with friends, it's the best.
Yeah.
The best thing that I ever did, and I did it early on, is I started bringing my opening acts.
Yeah.
I brought guys that I knew that were really funny,
Mm-hmm.
that were cool. I paid them. I would get them. I would, instead of like the club paying them because they always underpay you, I would pay them. I'll pay for everybody. I pay for their tickets, pay for their hotel. And everybody's like, "Whoa, it costs money to fly people out. You could just get the local." I go, yeah, but that's not an option.
Yeah.
In my mind, like that, then it's depression weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's me alone in a Phoenix hotel room, staring at the TV, flipping channels, deciding whether or not I want to work out now. When do I want to eat?
Yeah.
And then my only interaction with people is at the club.
You don't
which is
talk
fun.
for a full day.
Yeah, for the
Until
full day.
The first thing you say is, hey, everybody.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
weird. Richie Jenny talked about that once. Like sometimes, like the first words he would say to anybody all day would be on stage.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I kind of don't mind that, though. I can wander around by myself for
Yeah?
a while.
You don't get depressed?
Nah, I kind of enjoy it.
Really?
I can sit by myself for a long time.
I can for a day. I like a day off.
When you're on week number 8.
See, that'll
week
fuck me
number
up.
8,
Yeah,
you're on
nah,
you're
that's the
in
thing.
But when you
fucking
travel with
hell,
your boys,
See, yeah, it's fun.
when you're traveling with your boys, you go on a dinner with your friends. It's like
Yeah,
this.
true,
like us right
true,
now.
true.
If we were on the road, we would have the same conversation while we're eating steak. Like, ha, ha, ha,
True.
laughing, having fun, cracking a bottle of wine.
Yeah, it's
All
the
right,
best.
show's in an hour. Let's go, boys.
No, you're
Let's
right.
go. And then you go. It's the best.
Yeah, I was doing them sparingly, so I'd be like, "Oh, this is a nice little quiet weekend." But yeah, if that was
I don't
like
mind
week
it. I'm
after
with
week
you.
after week after week, that would get kind
Yeah,
of
I'm with
isolating.
you, like sparingly.
A nice week by yourself does rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to bring the bros.
Yeah.
Like
And when
Lemaire.
you're on the road with your
Yeah,
boys,
true.
it's like they're your family. Like
Yeah.
it's like we're all just friends.
Yeah.
This is a great time. We're all having a good time together. Everyone's having a good time unless someone bombs.
Yeah.
The one guy that bombs.
That does
You're like,
stink.
bro.
But
you
then
just
that's kind of fun, dude. I
fucked
love
up
when one of my
the
friends
vibe.
bombs,
you
dude.
fucking-
You got to go, yo,
fucked
what
up
the
the
fuck was
vibe.
that?
right, but if you're taking guys, like you're giving them a chance,
Yeah.
and you realize like halfway into the weekend, like this is not going to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just keep bringing them.
Do you?
I do. I got guys on the roster that will bomb. No problem.
Yeah, I'll put those dudes up on a regular night and give them a shot.
Yeah.
But not on the road. When you're on the road, I'm bringing heavy hitters. I'm bringing Brian Simpson and Hinchcliffe and Hans, and I'm bringing killers.
The fun part is still like I remember being excited being at the airport.
Yeah.
And not that it was
Yeah.
literally 3 years ago.
Right.
But
You're a
now
pro.
I get to take like Lemaire and like Nate and all these guys that like they get to the airport and they're like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Dude,
Yeah.
they have this at the airport? Like, they'd never flown. They're like, dude, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Delta Sky Lounge?
They got a Chipotle here. It's
You got to
crazy.
keep appreciating it.
Yeah,
That's
true.
why I would always take edibles. I would always take edibles when I flew because the fly day is just a disaster. Like
It
you're just
sucks.
flying in. Like if you got to fly to Philadelphia and you live in LA,
Yeah.
like that day's gone.
Yeah, it
you got
sucks.
5 hours on a plane. So I would just take like a 200 milligram edible and just go on a harrowing adventure of the soul for the entire flight. Just like, yo.
Dude, that's psycho, dude. That's psycho.
Well, that's the Joey Diaz way. I learned it from Diaz. Diaz and I, when we would travel together, because we started traveling together in the 90s. I started taking Joey Diaz with me on the road in like 97, 98. We did gigs in New Jersey. That was the Joey Diaz cocaine years, too. The reason why I started taking 3 people, I would take 2 people on the road with me, 2 openers, is because Joey didn't show up sometimes. So I'm like, so that's how Ari got to start with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to stop taking Joey. You know, because
Yeah.
when Joey did show up, he's the fucking life of the party. Like,
Yeah.
you hoped that he didn't go on a bender. And he only did it a couple of times, but he did it enough where I was like, I'm going to hedge my bets. And if Joey shows up, we got a 3-man show.
Yeah.
If Joey doesn't show up, we got a 2-man show.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, but they were the best times,
The
man.
driving road trips were the best.
Oh, my God.
Driving.
Yeah, when Hinchcliffe and I have done driving road trips, he's come up with some of his most ruthless material, making me laugh in the car. I'm like, dude, you got to say that on stage.
Yeah.
He's like, really?
But that's also the best thing to have your friends with you.
True.
Like Matt. If Matt's in the room, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to try the joke that you and me think's funny.
Yes.
If I'm by myself, I'll go out there and just do my act.
Right.
Whatever. If I know one of my comic friends is in the room
Right,
that
right, right.
they're going to think it's funny,
Yeah.
then it is funny. Then
True.
I'm up there like,
Yeah,
you know?
it makes it fun.
Great way to workshop material too.
When someone
Like,
says you
puts
got to
pressure
say that
you.
tonight,
Yeah, puts a gun to you. Yeah,
it's great.
It's great.
Yeah. And has someone
Especially
there
when it doesn't
watching.
work and you're in
Yeah.
the back going, oop.
Hey, what
My
time
bad.
what time's your show tonight?
We got it.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
yeah.
We
Oh,
gotta
shit.
wrap this bitch
Bro.
up. Yeah.
Awesome.
My man, you're the fucking man.
You're the best.
Very
I love
nice to
you.
meet you. That
Thank
was a
you.
lot of fun.
Thank you, Joe.
Let's do
Appreciate
this
you.
again 100%. The
Thank
three
you,
of
brother.
us.
Appreciate you.
100%.
Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast.
Fun time.
brother.
Let's
Matt and
go.
Shane's Secret Podcast. It's available on YouTube. It's on Patreon. Do you guys have it up on iTunes and all that other
Yeah,
jazz?
all
that
And so it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that shit. Beautiful. All right.
First thing, search, what does Matt McCusker do?
You'll never know.
Now they know.
Matt McCusker is a comedian, writer, and what does it say?
Oh, it's
That's
a
a nice bio, yeah.
And proud co-host of
Look at that.
Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. You look like a fucking mugshot. That totally looks like a mugshot. Engaging in nonviolent criminal activity, Matt has decided the rest of his days towards the pursuit of peace and harmony. What?
Nice bio, right?
That's a good bio. Who wrote that?
Me. I'm a writer, bro.
All right. Great times, boys. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.